Minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So it begins.
Baby, I don't give a fuck who's on this show, bro. I'm Kylo all day. I don't give a fuck, bro. Kylo is all day, man. I
like her. I don't want you smirking at shit because you didn't see anything to begin with, so shut your ass up.
This nigga, yo, you constantly do that shit.
At least we actually watched the fucking episode.
I don't give a fuck.
Eso fue lo que sentí. Todavía siento odio por Hayward. Espero que en el último episodio de la nada llegue alguien y lo apuñale. Eso no. Como que.
¿Cómo se dice, puñeta? Bad taste en película. I admit it. Yo digo que I love watching bad movies on a Sunday.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Está cabrón. That's a way to favorite hobbies.
Yo, what's good, world? Your peoples is back. It's your boy Lex. After School Club is back, baby. Season 2. We in here. The whole group is back together. What's up, everybody? We got MIGS, we got Cely, we got Orengo, and we got Deke back. What's good, everybody?
All good.
Todo bello, todo bello.
Let's fix this shit once again.
Ya empezamos bien, ya empezamos bien.
Yes, we started right where we left off. All fucking mixed up.
There you go.
El overlay, ¿cómo se siente, Lex? El overlay.
I got the overlay, bitch. You see that? Good. So what's good, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Bello, bello.
Oh, good, oh, good.
Super chill, de verdad.
Happy to be back, everybody.
I see.
For real, yo. For real. Like I like we took a fucking month hiatus and shit, but it's good. It's good to be back. Like for real, word.
I feel like I have so much conversation within me I have to let out.
Same. Viendo el intro ya cambió algo. El ex me dijo al principio, como que le dije que vi WandaVision otra vez. Y ahora viendo el clip, ese odio que le tenía.
Look at that.
Look at
We
that.
got new technology. We got the soundboard on
Damn.
Becky.
We got sound effects, bro.
Becky.
No, that's ancient technology. Es que se lo olvidó.
He was playing.
I thought I was getting a call from Roger Smith. My bad.
Rocky, ¿cómo está? Anyway.
Shots fired.
No. Yo estoy en good terms volviendo. Yo no quiero que me tiroteen.
Yo, it's fucking pitch black in my house. You're gonna have me looking at my fucking front door like.
Lex, estás en
You guys
mute.
hear that? He doesn't know how to mess with the soundboard. He muted himself.
So are we gonna start? Yeah.
Fire, shut the fuck up. Y'all can hear me now, right? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yes, we caught the F-bomb perfectly. Don't worry.
Normal.
This motherfucking thing.
Amén.
She just started this shit and I'm already having fucking technical difficulties.
Oh, he's gun shy. He hasn't done this for a while, so it's like riding a bike. You gotta get back into the feel of it.
Mm-hmm.
No training wheels this time.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Still hear you.
I'm not going with the fucking thing no more. I started talking shit and it locked off.
All right, Nick.
Ya, Nick. Fue tu. Nah, ya no odio a Hayward. Ese era. Gracias, Lex, por poner todo bien awkward con el rol. Es como que, thank you. What the hell?
Oh, we lost them so
We
early.
lost them so early.
Eso no fui yo.
Oh.
Hermano.
Someone's alive again. Oh, it's getting there. There you go.
Estaba asustado que no saliera.
Did you like run to another room?
Yes.
He did.
Espera. Are you Lex?
Now he disappeared.
Jesus. Anyway, while Nick gets his shit together, I want to hear about you guys. Since we've last gotten together, what have you guys been up to? Deke, we'll start with you.
Pues te dejo para lo último, pero dale. Nada. Nada, volví, eso lo resumo, ya bregué lo que tenía que bregar, volví, estoy aquí con ustedes de vuelta. Ya. Ok.
This is great. It's starting out great.
Beautiful. No sé qué teníamos Timson ahora, después que decíamos algo, como que salía una musiquita como un jingle, no sabía esa parte.
We're also sponsored by StreamYard, ladies and gentlemen. It's the easiest way to make a podcast with your friends. The first month is free. Premium is $11.99 a month. Thank you.
Hijo de puta.
Wait, is it? That's so cheap. Oh no.
Orengo,
Oh, no, he died.
you mind using your acting skills and just
No.
going with,
I was doing the. I was
He
doing
was
the bit.
doing a bit. He was
I was
doing a
doing the
bit.
bits, exacto.
Yo lo entendí. So
Gracias.
economic. Yo entendí, yo
Ajá.
entendí.
Pero, wow, so cheap.
I thought he was calling me out on it. Like, is it really $11.99? I think you got it wrong, bro.
No.
No.
Damn, Orengo merece un Oscar por eso.
Bro.
I know, bro. I sometimes forget we're in the midst of greatness here. You know what I'm saying? An actual
Oh,
director.
bro.
Coño.
Ah, gracias.
Fue un mes de vacación, bro. No se supone que se te olvidara eso.
I know, bro. I know. I'm out of the loop. All right. So Deke basically said he was doing nothing with his time, which that's a fucking lie because he's a writer. He's
I was
always doing
doing-
something.
I was doing a lot, pero en lo que sí se puede decir, pues, I was doing nothing. O sea, I was doing a lot, pero no puedo hablar de que vamos a esperar un tiempito y después hago ruido.
Secret.
Okay.
Secret.
So Liquid, what have you been doing?
I came back to Twitch.
Awesome.
I got a job.
Awesome.
Oh shit! Make that cheddar, baby.
Yeah.
Money.
It's only a part-time job y estoy esperando a que pasen otras cosas que tampoco puedo decir. Pues entonces, quit that motherfucking job and then be back.
No lo digas live, though.
Ay, es que they already know. They
I
already
guess-
know. Ellos saben que en el momento que a mí me llega un paquete, I'm out.
Okay.
I guess he won't be putting them on the next resume for references. I hope they don't watch the show. They're like, yeah.
Nah, I don't think so. And if they do, what's up? Pero yeah, they already know. No, el trabajo es chévere y qué sé yo, pero no, it's not my cup of tea. It's not where I want to be. Y además estoy estudiando otra vez. Estoy haciendo un par de cosas, pero mayormente estoy volviendo a Twitch y pues trying to get the money so I can continue doing shit and
Dollar bills,
buy
y'all.
equipment. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Since I'm next on the list, I'll go next. I've been doing nothing but working, and I've also trying a little bit of the collaboration with one of our friends. Me and Nick have in common. He wanted to do a little project directing some shorts. So we're just collaborating, throwing some ideas out there, and maybe you guys will actually see it soon on this podcast.
I'm hyped.
Other than that, keeping up to date with the geek news. Orengo,
Yes.
I feel like you have a lot to say about this topic.
What? Yo no he hecho nada. What are you talking about?
I feel like you have a project on the tip of your tongue that you might be working on.
I've still been podcasting. Well, you guys were not podcasting that much. I've been podcasting all this time.
My applaud.
So,
I've been
I mean,
watching
less
you.
so, I guess, pero sure. Básicamente, to fill your guys' voids, tuve que hacer más episodios de cinema, which I've never done in my life, so hice más because of you guys. Además de eso, I've been editing un proyecto, but I'm going to finish finessing un proyecto de un pana to see if we start submitting it también. Entonces, el mío, I'm working on some subs to just submit it, porque clearly pandemic is just going to keep going and it'll just some fest van a ser físico, otros no, and I just accepted this, so I gotta move that project para adelante. And right now estoy bregando ya el short para ver si someto unas convocatorias, someto a unos scholarships o whatever, ver qué es la que hay con eso. And it'll be my last short because I feel like I need to move on to do features. So ya estaré trabajando from no one retires from short films. You evolve. It's
No,
not
no,
Surprised. I thought you were like, I'm not gonna be doing movies
No,
anymore.
I got you.
I gotta dust some
decided I'm
shorts
working
because
on it.
I'm getting too old for
primera
this. I'm getting too old for
He's going to
shorts.
features.
See, I'm going to
There's,
features. Yeah.
There's
So,
a bright future in adult entertainment. Miami is offering a contract to film. So.
Sí, no, está booming, bien brutal. Se mete la pandemia.
He said, I'm gonna bring back the artistic field to adult entertainment.
Exacto.
Okay.
Yes.
Bro,
It's
Audio,
called
Central
X art.
Music.
It's called X art.
Groggy,
very-
o sea, retired porn star, papi.
very
Pues.
Okay.
Ya sé.
Where did you have that cap? Because I've never seen you wear that one before.
Yeah.
Tuve perdido por meses.
New year, new
okay,
Deke.
all
He
right.
went wild.
Deke.
He's wild and all
I can see,
around.
I can see Deke. I can see Deke writing a wild adult film scene.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
gone are the days of the pizza man delivering the pizzas. Nah.
So yeah, we're starting to construct la idea de lo que va a ser el feature. So, but that's gonna take a few years. Obviamente, I wanna like do that right, porque obviamente es una ópera prima y como de que sabe la ópera prima vale todo para un cineasta. So I'm really working on something that feels for me. Y finalmente I've been watching films at Sundance because gracias a Omicron pues pude ver las películas online en mi casita. So it's really cool. I saw some really cool movies and horrific ones. So yeah.
Oh
You
God.
can't talk about them now. You can't talk about
We
them
can
yet?
talk about them, pero di tu primero what you've been doing. I mean, we have a lot of topics. Si da tiempo, sure. Si no, it's fine.
Well, I've been on the grind, people. I've been on the grind. It's been a break, but I've been inventing shows. We got a new radio show. We got a show that's gonna premiere tomorrow called La Hijas de Sam. It's an all-female cast. It has easily been one of the most fun I've had editing. If you edit, you know edit is tedious as fuck. It's long. Sometimes it drains you. Sometimes it takes away the love for the project that you have because you watching over and over. But this shit was funny as fuck. Like I had all these females. I had Cely, I had Bells, I had my wife. Shit went off the rails for a while.
My wife.
Yo,
My wife.
Cely's
My
wife.
wife.
Yo, it was fuck. It was funny. It was mad fun. That's gonna come out tomorrow at 6. And then on Friday we got our Cine Nerds exclusive interview with Laura Aleman. And yeah, people, yo, I've been behind the scenes grinding. You already know, grinding. At if everything goes right, this year's gonna be a really big year. It's gonna be a really big year for all of us.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of things on the horizon. So let's start off. We got a couple of topics today. The main topic is gonna be we're gonna reminisce, pick what our top 3 things from last year, not in order, just random 3 things that we liked this year, and then 3 things that we're expecting from this year. Before we get into that, let's get into some topics. Let's start off with Boba. Now,
The drink?
Boba.
You know what I mean?
I think you got the wrong graphic here.
Yeah, that looks like...
Is it?
I think you have the wrong graphic.
No,
That's-
eso es de un brand de cereal o algo así. Pero it's legit. No,
I mean,
it's legit.
based on what I saw today, this is the wrong graphic, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, exacto, sí, te entendí.
I think
I'm fucking with you guys.
If you saw,
I didn't see today's episode, so
I saw today. I saw today's episode. I saw today's
haven't
episode,
either.
and it was basically like, oh yeah, Boba Fett, yeah, fuck that guy. Forget
Hey,
that. We
fuga
know
por
why
ley
you're
y
really,
letter.
we know why you're really here. We want to keep that ass nice and warm for the next series down the road. Like,
El título
it's
era
fine.
bien largo. Era como que, mira, perdón, en verdad que mejoré. Aprendí de mis
No.
errores. Quiero enseñarte algo mejor. Quiero enseñarte lo que
Bro,
puedo hacer.
I
Ese fue el
remember-
título.
I was literally talking to you guys about it on how like the series. I always question if Mando would have came out second and Boba would have came out first, maybe we wouldn't be giving this show so much shit.
no.
You think so?
Yeah.
My point in all of this is, I was watching the episodes and I was like, man, this is kind of like a rough watch. It's very tedious to like keep on watching it at times. It's very like I forced myself to get through some of those episodes. That first episode,
Son
whoa.
horribles.
I was nervous for the series when that first. I was like, this shit is gonna be rough. It gets a little better after the first episode, but then they go and they hit you upside the head with this one, and it's like in those first 5 minutes, I was so I've never been more excited in those fucking first 5 minutes in that whole show. Like when that character walks through the threshold, and you're like, oh, holy shit! I didn't think they were gonna do this. I wasn't paying attention to the gossip and the news with this series. Besides the whole, I'm not sure if you guys have read about it, the whole Han Solo shit, which everybody was like,
yo no.
yeah, it's gonna be Han, it's gonna be Han. Maybe they're saving him, I don't know, but
Sí, supuestamente.
yeah.
Yo había leído, no he visto el episodio de hoy, pero yo leí más o menos lo que tú estás diciendo. Pero I'm not holding my breath for it, de verdad. Porque sí, pueden hacer deepfake, pueden hacer un montón de cosas, pueden DH o whatever. Pero no sé, como que no me convence.
That's gonna be-
y que lo-
that's
No
gonna
te
be-
convence,
medio.
especially what you saw today, porque tú lo has visto.
No
Pero
lo he visto,
Miguel,
por eso.
basado en lo que viste hoy, is it not freaking obvious you're just gonna do that?
I think
Pero
I think they're gonna
just
do it. No, here's the thing. So I think they're gonna do it, but if they do it, it's another one of those situations where you brought back something way more interesting than what you tried to establish in the
Yes.
show. They did it with Mando. You kind of like outshined the shit out of Mando in his own show with doing Luke Skywalker. And if they go that route, it's just like, damn, you're gonna do that twice to this original idea. Like, come on, bro. Like, you didn't learn your lesson the last time? Like,
Yes, you did, because it was the thing that broke the internet cuando salió. So why not replicate the thing that worked? ¿Me entiendes?
There was a
Yeah.
little cameo. So here's the thing.
Pero hoy el episodio, yo creo que, perdona, ¿estamos hablando del de hoy o como
Yes.
que
Yeah, we're talking about today.
O sea que I'm trying to be vague porque si no lo ha visto.
Okay.
Don't worry
Spoil
about
that
it.
shit. You don't care
I'm
about
actually
spoilers?
looking at it in the background, so
Okay.
do not worry about it.
Spoilers,
care about
everybody.
spoilers.
We're going to tell you what happened in this 5th episode. So,
Okay,
I know some
pero-
people are adults and have lives, so I haven't seen it. So.
No, yo no he podido.
If you're watching this show
Peacemaker.
right here, you're geeking out and you've watched
Okay.
this shit already. So
Tito, there's some people who might not have. Es posible.
Yeah,
we don't care
como
about
yo,
your
mira,
priorities on the show, right?
Fuck you, Migs. No, pero mira, lo que pasa es que yo tengo horarios, todos los días son bien diferentes. O sea, yo puedo estar trabajando por la mañana, por la tarde y por la noche, toda la semana. Pues, como no he podido coincidir, verlo with the wife, porque, hello, she's a big ass Star Wars fan, so I have to watch it with her. Si no lo hago, de verdad que me mata.
Yes,
So,
happy
I
wife,
fear
happy
for my
wife,
life.
happy life.
Exacto, muy bien, ya lo saben. Pero literalmente a mí no me molesta que ustedes lo spoileen, además de que lo estoy viendo de background. No lo puedo escuchar porque prefiero escucharlo a ustedes mientras lo veo. Pero ya, yo no he podido ver eso ni Peacemaker. Quería ver Peacemaker antes del episodio porque para mí es importante ver las cosas antes de llegar acá. Coño. Pero ya entiendo lo que ustedes están diciendo y por qué. Me gusta, pero maldita sea.
Papi, pero es que el episodio dura 51 minutos, le metieron 49 minutos completamente a él y es como que me gusta, no me molesta, pero de repente, porque fue que la semana pasada cuando dijeron tenemos que traer un muscle y se tiraron el Team Song de Mandalorian, yo digo como que okay, le van a tirar una referencia, yo pensé que era una referencia,
Yeah.
yo pensé que iba a ser
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
el episodio esto es un recap de una mejor serie que va a venir el año que viene. O sea, es como que yo lo vi así. Esto es como un recap. ¿Te acuerdas de Grogu? No nos hemos olvidado de él. Lo vamos a traer. ¿Se acuerdan todas las cosas las que lo hicieron como que invest en Mandalorian? Va a volver, no se preocupen.
Es como, acuérdate, como cogieron un episodio de Mandalorian para presentar a Boba, como que, vamos a hacer lo mismo para atrás. Pero no se le estás quitando protagonismo a Boba porque no se siente tan fleshed out y no se siente tan brutal como Mando, que pues como que ya
pero
entiendo
Boba me la están cagando en el sentido de que Boba Fett es uno de los personajes que a mí más me gustaba porque no había mucho saber de él y era como el misterio, el no personalizarlo tanto, tú le ponías como que su personalidad. Sé que es como que ambiguo lo que estoy diciendo, pero al yo no saber tanto de él y de repente me están presentando tantas cosas, me están presentando el personaje como que de una manera que tal vez esa no fue la que mucha gente lo vio. Y 70% del tiempo se está quitando el casco para todo. Es como que,
sí, mano.
Rocky, tranquilo. Como que tú no te quitabas ese casco tan... Como que, ¿cuál es la necesidad ahora?
There is like a lapse. So from what we've seen, there is a huge chunk of his life that we still don't know about.
¿Cuántos años? Yo estoy confundido. ¿Cuántos años él estuvo en ese boquete? Porque salió viejo.
But even like I know that's, but even like before the whole Sarlacc pit and all that other shit, like they could go and flesh out the story even more and give us like teenage years Boba Fett, right? Even though I think they kind of touch on some stuff in the Clone Wars, the animated show.
Sí, pero yo no soy un deep cut fan. I'm a normie.
Neither
Yo necesito eso en el show.
Pero Kylo lo dijo, let the old ways die. Ya,
Bro, me personally, and again, this might be just, what the fuck do I know about writing? I would have set Boba Fett in this series like a prime antagonist for Mando. Sure. Like to me, I would have been like, you would have given him a story, set him up as like a huge antagonist, and then he would have been like the antagonist in the next season of Mando. And then literally, somewhere down the line, have Mando kill him off and be done with that character. Cut off the old.
Matar a Boba Fett. O sea, estamos haciendo el Spider-Man. Traer a Toby para apuñalarlo.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sure.
Bring
Todo viejo apuñálalo.
But it's heavy because there will be people, and there are people enamored with the Boba Fett. Even though this is garbage, I'm sorry, Disney. Even though this show is booty, like there are people enamored with this character already through this show. You know what I mean? So let them get enamored all they want, and then kill them off. That's that much more heavier.
Yo trabajaba con un bulto de Boba Fett. Ese era mi orgullo. Y era como que yo tenía hasta un canister de Boba Fett. Yo estoy yendo con un canister negro y una mochila profesional ahora gracias a Book of Boba Fett. A ese nivel.
De que
como que-
creció con esta
Bro.
serie.
Yo crecí. Yo
Bro.
dije como que, bro, ¿qué tú estás haciendo?
Bro.
Era como que yo lo veía con el palo dando y yo decía, esto es como que el personaje de Up hace estas mismas acciones en la película con el bastón de él. Es como que, ¿qué está pasando aquí? Que yo estoy viendo.
First, I didn't hear a lot of the shit that y'all were saying before.
Pues,
What happened? What happened in this episode? No, I heard all that shit. I didn't hear when you explained what happened in this episode.
Que este episodio era básicamente Episode 1 Season 3 de The Mandalorian.
Literal.
Episode 1 Season 3, Mandalorian. Eso fue lo que
Literal, te
estaba haciendo.
pusieron el
It's
journey
all
que va a
Mando.
tener el personaje.
It's all Mando. Like,
Todo.
como dijo de que like 99% Mando. En Fennec sale por un minuto.
Ajá.
It was
Como
like-
que, hey, ¿quieres volver? Dale, se la debo a Boba. Por lo
It
que
was
hizo en
like,
mi
we
serie.
set up
Por
the
lo que hizo
story.
en mi serie. Así
We
fue
said
como
yes.
We set up like they set up little pieces on a table and then they said, "Fuck that guy." Remember the guy that got you in the seat?
Exacto. Una cosa estúpida. Like, it's all Mando.
que es como que
all.
le pagaron, y esta fue la indirecta, le pagaron, y él dice, no, yo le estoy trayendo el budget de este cabrón, y se lo tiró de vuelta,
Yeah.
a ese nivel.
Let me-
Fue
Let me ask you something real quick, Deke. Let me ask you something real quick. Because you like before we even started this show years ago, you and me been friends for years, and you've always liked Boba Fett, right? Oh, always.
¿Escuchaste mi confesión?
That's what I'm saying. I know you for years, and you always liked her, but you never explained why you like Boba Fett. For me, I was
Porque,
never a big
yo
fan.
podía ser el tipo debajo del casco, y esto es bien psicológico. Cuando yo
¿Verdad?
era
Con lo
pequeño,
mierda que muere, anyone can be him.
por eso no, pero está bien. Ok, era el único juguete que venía como que encapsulado y yo no sabía, y nunca ya había visto la imagen de quién estaba debajo del casco, y en mi psicología de niño era como que yo podía ser ese personaje. Todo lo que él era yo sé que se puso un bucket y tenía armadura. Era como que,
So
Deke
the
was-
Spider-Man idea. The
Exactly.
idea that
Deke,
you
I
can
was
be
just about to
Spider-Man.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Deke was basically Jamie Foxx in the new Spider-Man movie when
No.
when Andrew Garfield takes off the mask and Jamie Foxx like, yo, I thought you were
Oh.
black.
yo, esto
No,
yo
No,
Yeah.
it's more the idea of Spider-Man that anyone can be Spider-Man because he's a young kid.
Exacto.
He's like a normal
Exacto.
dude. Exacto. Okay, I get
eso era como que
Because
lo
I
que
was
me
wondering
gustaba.
because
Era como un nameless face que tú no sabes quién diablo era el que estaba abajo, y era como que eso era el appeal que me gustaba. No tenía muchas líneas, se veía diferente, no, como que no encajaba, como que se veía que jugaba para cualquier de los dos bandos, que podía ser del Imperio, podía ser rebelde, podía ser... Y ese era el aspecto que me gustaba, cuando ellos lo empiezan a caracterizar en otros tipos de cómics, que by the way, el Chewbacca negro, eso no fue Disney siendo original, eso fue como que Expanded Universe. Ah, espérate, esto me gusta, déjame tirarlo ahí. Ah, espera, Sand People, déjame tirar la mitad de lo que bueno que podría ser, déjame no tirar todo el contexto, déjame tirarlo ahí también.
Se llama
Era-
Dune. Vieron Denis Villeneuve que está haciendo una película y dijeron, we gotta do Dune now. Like,
Yeah.
Dune is cool now. Let's just fucking
Remember,
do Dune.
remember our tribute
Yeah.
to the Sandworm? Not the
Exacto.
copy, the tribute to the Sandworm.
It's not tribute anymore. There's no subtlety. George Lucas por lo
De
menos
hecho-
trató un chinchín de mezclar un poquito de sus ideales. No, just do Dune now.
It's like, yo,
La
you know,
espada,
Jim
la espada
was working on that.
vibraba, la espada vibraba como en Dune, cuando la protección, la espada de Mandalorian hoy, y yo, wow,
They were
espérate.
like, get Jim from the Dune set and just have him hand those assets over here and we can reuse those.
Just do
Traernos la arena y tirando la arena en el set.
Yep.
what's
So-
it that I keep hearing that like there's like a video game character that's
De
supposed to
eso
be-
es que el
That's-
capítulo de hoy fue exposition, mira, fue vomitando, Season 3 va a estar tan cabrón que si quieres respuesta, termina de ver este programa y vamos para Season 3. Eso fue el pitch
But
de hoy.
there's also, so here's the catch 22. There was a certain droid that made a cameo.
BD.
But I'm of the mindset that like these are fucking mass made. Like it's not just
BD.
one droid. There's like
No,
a
no.
line of droids, isn't there? Like
BD custom made. So, pues, ese fue el issue. Como
oh,
BD custom
okay.
made, y el personaje, y si tú vas engranando las piezas, yo estoy haciendo la matemática, BD va a ser la conexión de los Jedi con el Mandalorian. Ya tú vas a ver que este cabroncito va a volver para el tercer season para decirle dónde encontrar los Jedi. Ya tú vas a ver, se lo estoy diciendo.
Nick is totally lost. Nick doesn't know
That's
what the
why
fuck you're talking about right now.
I'm a casual fan because I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
Bro.
Really? We don't use that word here in this group.
Video
We're
games.
not-
Or
nobody
me.
here's a casual.
No.
We might call you a fucking pleb or a peasant, but damn, a casual, bro. Like really?
Estos fueron los 5 pitches del episodio de hoy. Que siga pagando tu suscripción, que aunque subió el precio en Navidad, le van a traer Mandalorian otra vez. El otro es, los videojuegos son relevantes porque te sacamos un personaje de los videojuegos, Y ¿recuerdas esta navecita cabrona de episodio 1? Que a lo mejor a nadie le gusta episodio 1, pero esta nave estaba cabrona. Vamos a traerlo a la
I
franquicia.
had a
otra vez.
Lego of that shit.
Por
Porque
eso.
yo la vi y dije, qué cool, I
Ya
had
la
that
vi.
Lego when I was a kid.
Y como que, ya que estamos hablando de episodio 1, ¿se acuerdan de Pod Racing? Pues vamos a pasar por el
Yeah.
mismo track que Anakin
Yeah.
Por
corrió. Vamos a pasar
Beggars Canyon. Pero Beggars
Exacto.
Canyon es de OG Trilogy. Porque they
por
took
eso.
So in
Y
other
el-
words,
Y el
No, dale,
pitch,
dale, dale, go ahead.
el pitch
Yeah.
fue como que, ¿ustedes se creen que ustedes tenían todos los juguetes de Baby Yoda? No, papi. Aquí hay un item, que una coronita o lo que sea, que le vas a poner al juguete.
Yeah.
Es como que, that was it.
in other words, these fuckers noticed that by this episode, they weren't hitting the mark. They were like, throw all the fucking member berries
But
in
to
there.
be fair,
Throw all the
they
member berries
they
in there,
shot
bro.
all of this way before. So I'm assuming they assumed that what they were doing was something that people wanted to see.
Yeah.
All right, how
So-
is it? How you, all right, so
Pero había mucha recompensa
Have you guys
hoy.
heard-
Como que it was not earned. Como que yo siento que me porté, que yo hice algo malo para que ellos me recompensaran, pero después dije, es que yo me he tragado los 4 primeros capítulos y ellos quieren
Exacto.
pedirme perdón. Ahí yo dije como que, ok, le diste la nave, está bien. Explicaste lo del Darksaber, está bien. Hiciste una exposición súper cabrón de un montón de cosas que no sabía que yo quería, pero fíjate, me agradan. Como que, it's there. So,
all right. This is going right now. Has everybody heard any audience reactions to the show? Because
Yeah,
as far as I'm in right now, aside from us, right now, I'm not digging the show.
oh, bro.
I'm like,
Yeah, no one is.
¿Queda
I'm
cuánto?
finding
¿Un
myself-
episodio?
I'm finding myself
Dos,
super
¿verdad?
bored right now. I don't like what's going on.
No,
But
no
I
sé, yo
do-
creo que eran 7, creo. 6, 7.
But
I don't know.
is it us? Is it
No.
us that are not
No.
digging the show? Because remember Hawkeye? Like every episode, we
Oh
was like,
my
I'm
God.
not feeling it, and everybody was just
We don't like to talk
like,
about. We don't like to talk about that show on there.
I
no,
haven't seen it
like
yet.
everybody. I felt like the mass public loved fucking Hawkeye, and Hawkeye is one of my favorite Avengers, and I thought that show was cool. And like every episode, I was like, I like everybody except for fucking Haley Steinfeld over here, Kate Bishop.
I will say this. I think, from what I understood, the common consensus is that it's underwhelming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one likes it.
It's under. I don't think it's not that anybody doesn't like it. I just think
No,
they
no one
expected a
likes
whole lot more from. It's like, they
I've been
expected-
on film Twitter. No one likes it.
I've been on YouTube and or maybe the paid shills over here are like being
Paid shills.
but they're being generous to it. But
Yes, they are.
their basic thing is like we expected way more.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
expected way more, and we
And
didn't
I
get
find
what we expected.
I'm finding the show so fucking boring. And like I said, I'm coming from the point of view that like the only thing that I've ever consumed of Boba Fett was the original trilogy. And in the
Yeah.
original trilogy, for me, I look at him and I feel like I'm looking at Captain Phantasma. Like I didn't see Boba Fett do anything cool for me in the original trilogy, and then he just died. Like in the third one, like I never seen this. So I didn't read the comics. I don't know
The
because
promise
I
is
didn't
being
Pero
get
es que
this.
es lo mismo que yo escribí en el chat. Desde un principio Boba Fett ha sido super overhyped. Pues después
Yeah,
que
but
lo
that's not
maten.
the. But to me, like that's not that. Okay, he was overhyped, but you could have made a story to justify now.
Ellos tenían,
Exacto, pero
you had an
pero
opportunity.
era lo mismo.
opciones.
Por eso, a
Tenían
eso iba.
opciones.
You know what
Por
I'm
eso, a
saying?
eso
Like,
iba, de que it's overhyped. Tienen el chance, porque tienen el chance, tienen el bollo, tienen las mentes creativas para hacerle un story, pero no, let's do the same shit
It's
all
like-
over again.
Pero vamos a traer
60 years
Space
later.
Machete. Hacer
I-
Space
Yeah.
Machete canon.
My theory here is that como es el mismo creative team,
En droga. Es el mismo, pero
el mismo
este
creative team, pues I think they're burned out. Y yo creo, bueno, yo creo que a este punto, este show sedimenta el hecho de que esto obviamente era simplemente un stopgap para Mandalorian. Meaning que esto solamente se hizo porque un actor had to work on another show and they had to fill in the dead space de Disney. Porque
Last of Us coming soon, HBO Max.
los otros shows estaban corriendo anyways, como Obi-Wan, estaban far behind. So they were like,
Yeah.
okay, we can do Boba Fett porque it's doable. We have the dome, we can do on set location, whatever. We have the actor, he's willing. Es un natural spin-off que salió de un personaje que we saw that there was interest in. Y entonces de ahí maquinaron este spin-off. Pero claramente se nota que esto solamente fue diseñado, y lo demuestra este episodio, fue diseñado solamente because they couldn't do Mandalorian completamente. They just couldn't do a season 3 todavía.
Y lo hemos dicho una y otra vez cuando decimos que hay muchos gaps de años en Star Wars.
Yeah.
Que tú puedes poner cualquier personaje, cualquier historia y flesh it out y como que fill
Yeah.
those in.
Ujú.
Y con esto se siente vaguísimo.
Yo lo
Como
que no
que
entiendo
ese gap es vaguísimo.
yo creo que el éxito de Mandalorian también es algo, esto fue como algo que estaba hablando otro día. El éxito también de Mandalorian es que son personajes nuevos, aunque sí they rely en ciertos cambios, son personajes nuevos y tú no sabes dónde su historia termina, por decirlo así. So, si interconectamos otros personajes que ya, por ejemplo, vamos a suponer que tú me pongas Darth Maul en Obi-Wan, es como que, papi, yo sé cómo tú mueres, ¿no? O sea, yo sé cómo termina esto. So, no hay como que ya tú sabes hacia dónde va dirigido ese personaje. Obi-Wan lo mismo, Obi-Wan va a estar chévere el show, pero tú sabes dónde termina la historia de él. En Mando no sabemos. En Mando no sabemos qué va a implicar Grogu. Es como que los personajes más forward, que no tenemos dirección hacia dónde va, y eso nos hace más invested.
Okay,
Boba Fett.
I'll defer though. I'll defer though because while I haven't seen a vast majority of episodes, the Attack of the Clones, the series, Clone Wars, that shit is pretty compelling.
Yeah.
Sí.
That shit is pretty. We know how this shit is gonna end.
It's still compelling, como quiera.
And they've written awesome, like it's not filler story, but they've
fleshing
out like that period in between. Like they've done a crazy, even introducing new personajes that you have never fucking seen in the lore before. Like I think they fucking knocked that shit out of the park.
Pero en Clone Wars, o sea, y no era quitando Clone Wars del camino, Clone Wars es bien buena en ese sentido también, y eso de verdad te la doy. Pero cuando yo digo el appeal de Mandalorian es como que mira el ciclo donde ellos están en la historia, y con el conocimiento que tenemos lo que va a pasar luego, tenemos una idea vaga de dónde a lo mejor pueden estar situados, pero realmente no sabemos. So, eso es lo que makes it interesting.
Okay,
pregunta era como que soldiers are gonna die, no importa, como que they're gonna die.
Okay, pregunta que yo hago.
Damos bando.
Deke, ¿cuál es tu momento, tu escena favorita, tu momento favorito de Mandalorian?
De Mandalorian.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Pick one.
I got my line
Okay,
number ready.
está bien, dale.
Okay, de corazón el momento cuando yo lo digo, porque ya me habían preguntado, dice why though, pero la implicación es cuando él está en el facility vestido de como de Stormtrooper y se quita el casco para que lo registren y enseña su cara. Es como que este cabrón va a hacer lo que sea. Como que tú ves esa comisión.
I hate you, Deke. Go.
Esa era tu misma.
Mine is that one, and then the scene with Bill Burr when he references the.
Motherfucker, mine was the Bill Burr scene.
Let me finish, asshole.
Okay.
He references the glassing of a planet that's in a video game.
Okay.
That's in Battlegrounds too. That to me was like, oh, you bridged the gap like between video games.
O hicieron
and
otro
the
bridge
series.
también con
Y
lo de las
Cely.
10,000 lágrimas de Mandalore.
Pues lamentablemente es cuando también él se quita el casco porque he's willing to do anything, like anything. Y como que
It's the father and son, like
The dynamic.
yo soy bien, a mí me encanta cuando somebody breaks their oath. Que cuando tú sabes que hay un higher power, higher things, tú te das una jerarquía, estás en algo que tú sabes que if you break it, your life is on the line, but you're doing it because it is the best way, it is the only way.
It is the way.
It is the way.
Okay, so
literalmente por eso, like
fue a character moment.
When it's high stakes.
Yo creo que ya estamos en una etapa de nuestras vidas que ya no es appealing, y es como
No, pero okay, I want to get to something then. What would be the second favorite scene? Vamos a quitar the good one then out of the way.
The goodbye when he says
What
goodbye to
goodbye?
Grogu.
Goodbye?
When he says goodbye to Grogu.
Okay,
Es que-
goodbye to
Yeah.
Grogu.
I was like,
Okay.
Es que yo
Fine,
siento
fair
que
enough.
el tú coger un personaje super mega badass y ponerle un sentimiento bien fucking real, para mí eso es bello. Y de verdad, como que por eso el mando me encantó. Pero Boba Fett, no sé, es calvo. No sé si es eso.
So el argumento que quiero traer a la mesa, what I'm getting worried right now, esto pasó con Mandalorian, es que, and this, I'm going to expand it very wide, so I'm sorry for this concept.
no, go ahead, bro.
Leí un Twitter hace unos días atrás, and I can't find the stupid tweet because I wanted to talk about it yesterday, and I couldn't find the tweet tampoco ayer. Basically, alguien estaba argumentando que the whole scope de entertainment y el whole scope de por lo menos TV shows que son basados en franchise IPs, en blockbusters bien famosos, están recayendo demasiado en el refrito. And I think the best example ahora mismo ha sido Spider-Man, que for all intents and purposes it works porque todo el mundo dice, pues this is like how you do nostalgia, this is how you do the Easter eggs because you embrace the characters, pero estamos llegando al punto que it's all un refrito del refrito. Entonces, este episodio just showed me que a lot of the basis de muchos de estos shows y películas y franquicias y todo está recalcando demasiado and pointing on a thing that you're watching saying, I know that. So, cogiendo el ejemplo de Miguel, que es el único que por lo menos alinea con mi ejemplo, he liked the Bill Burr scene, no tanto por la emoción, although it was important, fue también por la referencia to a fucking game. So
excuse me. Time out.
Espérate, half
Go
of
ahead,
it, a
go
little
ahead.
bit, whatever.
No.
Para mi punto.
Go ahead.
Lo que estoy diciendo es que entonces Boba Fett has 4 episodes, which yo le quería dar beneficio de la duda because it's a character that none of us really know more in depth de lo que vimos en Mandalorian y lo que vimos en las películas, and I was willing to go in this journey, but my problem is no es ni siquiera con los flashbacks where you kind of like structure this character que tú lo veas como este bounty hunter malo a un hombre que tiene una comunidad, which is the thesis, and I get the thesis, pero entonces el show completamente is willing to drop it out of the face of the earth para recordarte el refrito que viene siendo Mandalorian. Cuando Mandalorian, yes, we all like these character moments, but let's not kid ourselves. The thing that broke the internet wasn't when freaking Jin se quitó la mascarita because he was willing to do anything for Grogu. Fue cuando salió el refrito original que era Luke Skywalker. So lo que me estoy dando cuenta es que there's a lot of franchises that we're watching donde ahora it's not about the storytelling that we're telling, although Mandalorian es una excepción porque thank God it's well written as well and it has very compelling characters, pero algunos de los momentos que la gente más cotidiana que no goza de muchas cosas, que sabe un poquito más del lore, se enfocan, por ejemplo, cuando salió Ahsoka, o cuando salió el Darksaber, o cuando salió el Grogu la primera vez, because people were like thinking, oh, it's like a mini Yoda, like that was a hook. Even el Grogu, although we love this character, is still something that we can point and be like, I know that because Yoda. ¿Me entiendes? So it relied on a hook, on a visual cue para que nosotros be like, okay, I'm invested. El primer hook fue que simplemente el tipo se parece a freaking Boba Fett. Like from the first episode.
Yeah.
Like even people pretty sure saw it thinking that it was a Boba Fett show. Y después se toparon de que, oh, he's not Boba Fett. Okay, pero
Es de la raza, exacto.
Exacto.
O sea, del
Entonces,
credo.
cuando ven mini Yoda, dice, oh my God, there's a cute little mini Yoda.
Que eso es lo del Baby Yoda a principio, para mí eso fue un hook que yo no me esperaba. Yo pensé que esta serie iba a ser completamente otra cosa, y cuando yo veo el final yo me quedé como que, oh shit, que by the way, alguien posteó la foto y yo como que, what the fuck is that? Y como que no conecté, no me hizo engranaje, y cuando veo la serie yo como que, oh shit, esta es la nueva mascota de Disney.
Exacto.
Es como que, eso fue lo que yo dije. Esta es la nueva mascota de Disney. I see it. Y me
So thinking about what I'm saying, what do you think
that an
es
issue,
con esta
Orengo?
idea? I think
¿Cuántas
it is.
veces?
I think it
¿Cuántos
is.
clips?
Okay, go ahead.
No, mala mía, pero ¿cuántos clips no hay por ahí yo diciendo que todo es un refrito ahora?
No, pues por eso digo, pero es expanded, porque antes yo tomaba a algunas películas, algunos shows, pero now even like, por ejemplo, let's not kid ourselves, cuando salga Doctor Strange, we know que eso va a ser refrito heaven for everybody. Y lo que va a ser Flash is going to be the same fucking thing. Eso es un refrito de todo lo que tú has visto, porque ahora el concepto es no tan solo hacer remakes o imaginings, ya estamos yendo un paso más allá.
Importante.
What about Batman?
We're doing, we need to
apuñalarlo.
Tú dices la nueva. I think that's using el refrito que tú conoces, que es Batman, and then trying to forgo
I
something
totally
new.
understood that personal jab you're taking.
No, I know,
like,
pero
you're
it's
taking
true.
shit on our stuff. We're gonna take a
only-
piss on your
No,
stuff, right?
pero
The only-
legitimate-
pero te voy a explicar. So, el refrito cuando yo lo percibo es cuando you point and say, I know that. So, con Batman, pues sí, porque tienen los personajes que tú memorablemente conoces, como Batman, The Cow, Catwoman, whatever. But as long as you're telling a compelling story, I'm willing to dismiss bastante de eso. And I'm still willing to, but I mean, think about it. Think a little bit back. Lo más original or something that didn't rely a lot on lo que ya existía en universo maybe could be Eternals. When you think about it, because it was really wholly original.
And everybody pissed on that.
Sí, pero claro, era por decisiones diferentes, granted. I'll give it that. Yo no voy a decir que es como que, porque no hubo refrito, simplemente no le gustó. Tampoco es así. That's facetious and cruel.
El refrito también puede aplicar como nostalgia en el sentido, no de solamente de películas, sino de mercancía. Porque en el caso de Mandalorian, la mayoría de las cosas eran juguetes y eran playsets que fueron famosos dentro de como un grupo, por decirlo así. Y cuando lo canonizaron y lo pusieron dentro de la serie, la gente era como que, oh shit, yo tenía ese juguete creciendo. Y ese era como que el nostalgia factor. No lo habíamos visto en nada, pero, o sea, nada de películas, pero lo veíamos en juguete. and they were relying on that shit.
I mean, come on, everyone shits on the Phantom Menace, pero llegó el punto que se viró la tortilla al punto que tú ves un Naboo Starship and now you're flipping out because you saw a Naboo Starship.
Exacto.
It's weird. It's just so weird que ahora mismo como que el entertainment world está de esa manera.
Selling toys is the point. Eso es todo.
Selling toys is the point. Y no había visto esto de esta manera. Cuando tú veías Star Wars Episode 1 y tú veías los jodidos robotcitos que tú le das en la nariz y se cierran, era como que, whatever. Cuando te los ves otra vez en Mandalorian, tú, it's that little thing.
Es como de que dice, everyone's doing the whole, I know that.
Exacto, el meme de Leo. Es como que todo se ha vuelto el meme de Leo.
Por eso, which is no sé, I don't know if that's being super cynical and tragic.
A mí me está dando fatiga eso, porque es también como que están relying mucho en un cierto tipo de emoción que ya tú tienes insertada en tu cerebro.
They're called member berries.
The dopamine, es el dopamine bien feo que te están dando.
Member berries, bro.
Yeah,
it's a term.
Por eso.
But now it's a next level thing, porque antes los member berries era por ejemplo como Force Awakens, where it was different but similar. It was taking the structure of a movie, pero we're still trying to do something different. Entonces, we gotta sprinkle. But now it's an over-reliance de que tú tienes que depender de ese visual completo para tú entonces poder grow someone with anything that you're proponing ahora mismo.
Y todos los capítulos lo tienen. Eso es lo triste que está pasando, por ejemplo, con Boba Fett. Boba Fett, una cosa que, de verdad, la serie, cuando a mí ya se me fue el interés, y les puedo dar el punto exacto, cuando me enseñaste las motoritas que eran
los Power Ranger ones.
Los Power Rangers. Y yo dije como que yo no necesitaba ver esto. Esto es una referencia American. I don't even care si es una referencia American Graffiti a los Power Rangers, a lo que sea. Es como que I don't need this in my suit. Yo sentía que estaba viendo Fast and Furious. O sea, ya te pusieron un motor encima de la nave, como el carro de Toretto, y ahora te ponen las motoritas. Es como que yo sé para dónde va esto.
Hombre, dame. Es que I'm getting text messages from Ryan Johnson que quiere invitar a Orengo a un masturbatory party. Sure. Because Orengo got the message in his movie, I guess. I don't know.
Even no, porque even what he's proponing, él no lo propuso completo, because the whole idea of killing the past se va a la mierda en el tercer acto. That's why I don't like his thesis tampoco.
But you don't know that's his whole. I mean, we're gonna dive into a rabbit hole. We don't know how far he got with his vision, right?
He got full vision.
He got everything he wanted in that film. The studio didn't interfere in nothing.
That man has been defending that shit for years. So I'm going to go ahead and assume que este hombre lo dejaron hacer todo and now he's butthurt porque la gente no le gusta lo que él hizo. So it has to be que ese hombre lo dejaron hacer todo lo que le dio la gana hacer. And I think it's pretty obvious.
I'm gonna say yes. I agree with partially with what you're saying. Like totally hammering the member berries to a certain degree, it does get kind of annoying because you're kind of draining the space there is for a brand new idea.
Exacto.
And then when you have the new idea, que es Mandalorian, then it's used como un member berry a year later. Which is, esa fue la parte que broke my brain. Yo dije, so, tienes un personaje nuevo que quieres reintroducir o reconstruir para una audiencia nueva. And then, since I guess que, pues, I don't know si esto es parte de un grand scheme, which I think it probably is, but then you have to rely en el refrito del año pasado, del show que you already know is successful, to make sure that you're hooking up the audience, que no se olviden de ti. It's like, it broke my brain, porque you would assume que usaría como que el Naboo Starfighter como un member berry, and that would be it. Pero usar un episodio entero que sea básicamente un prelude a Mandalorian, que fue lo que a la gente le gustó, for the sheer fact que it was pretty much original, it's kind of bizarre. So, el refrito ni dura tiempo ya. It's something que you already, like, 5 months later, you're already getting it.
Y tenía demasiadas cosas para un solo episodio. O sea, como que...
Unless the last episode, you said there's what, 2 more?
There's probably 2 or 3 more. Yo escuché
there has to be
I don't know why.
There has to be a pivotal reason why they would do that.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? There has to be some rhyme or reason why you would totally take the narrative off of the main character of the show and divert to something that you know was a huge hit. Like to bring it back to bring it back to Boba, right? With no rhyme or reason as to why we you know what I'm saying? Like okay, just join right back to Boba and not mention Mando at all. There
3
has
theories.
to be some sort of
so 3 theories. Una es estos classic standard television. 7. Okay, perfecto. Thank you. So, tengo tres teorías. La primera teoría es que usualmente en televisión a veces hay episodios que they backtrack to show you another character para que luego se reintegra la historia. Pasó con mismo WandaVision. That's el ejemplo clásico. Más reciente. Segunda idea, they want to cement the idea que esto es un shared universe al punto de que you need to see como estilo CW, you have to see all these shows al mismo tiempo porque todo se va a estar entrelazando randomly. You don't know where, but you're going to be like, un momento dado, it's going to drop like Superman, Superwoman, Supergirl con Flash. Y te jodiste porque yo episodio con los dos together. You have to see it o si no te lo perdiste. And then they reference it 5 episodes later. El tercero, lo que está contextualmente pasando en la narrativa tenía que suceder para entonces aplicar a lo que va a pasar al final. Una de las tres tiene que ser. I don't know which one.
It's a crazy move, dude. Like, I don't know. If the series wasn't as compelling to start with, and now throw this character that everybody like not only loves, like they love this character.
Porque ni con Ahsoka lo hicieron. Yo me puse a pensar, yo dije, you know what, they did this before, but when I think about it, Ahsoka was part of the narrative. It wasn't Ahsoka the standalone prelude of su show. It was integrated.
It was Mando running into Ahsoka and his journey. It wasn't the Ahsoka episode. Completely. You know what I mean? Like,
he tried to help.
Sure,
it's weird. It's very weird and disjointing. I mean, I'm still gonna finish it because in the grand scheme of things, like we're fucking nerds and we watch it all, but like it's not. It hasn't. No ha sido una píldora fácil de tragar. Like honestly, like it's been a rough watch.
¿Qué ustedes creen que le espera al personaje? ¿Que se muera? ¿Se vuelva el villano? ¿Qué ustedes esperan para él?
I wish. I wish they would go that route, but they've already gone too many episodes pointing him into the like this neutral figure or like this respectable figure.
Yeah.
Like lo han hecho como que no el villano justo, sino como que like not the anti-hero either because he really hasn't done anything. What has he done negative?
Bueno, llevar su cultura blanca a una de estos de indios y matarlos a todos.
That doesn't count though. He's like
that's his rules.
Exactly. Like
wow.
Mira,
primer episodio del año and we're banned.
Ahí me puntualizaron que en todos los episodios muere un banta, las vacas, y yo como que, oh shit, es verdad, en los primeros 3 episodios vacas muriendo. Y yo como que, that's something like...
That person's watching this show way too much.
Yeah.
Dile que para de ver tanto el show.
Tell them there's no, in the galaxy far, far away, there's no PETA, so like get over it.
All right, so let's keep it moving. We've been fucking 40 minutes on Boba. Has anybody seen any of the episodes of Peacemaker?
No.
I have.
Yo estoy al día.
Yo no estoy al día.
Yo no estoy al día, so just
pero
do
me
not...
pueden hacer
¿Sabes por qué estoy al día, verdad? Porque gracias a Boba Fett yo digo, there has to be something entertainment elsewhere. So
yes.
I mean,
I agree with Deke. I literally started watching the show because I was not satisfied by what I was watching.
No, de verdad. Fue mi pitch, fue como que déjame buscar otra cosa.
Like, let me take a gander at this. I mean,
are you guys enjoying the show so far?
I am. You don't like it, Deke?
No,
dale, Deke. No, dale.
Deke,
muy bien,
give us your spicy take.
Muy bien, dale.
No, me divirtió el primer episodio, ya el segundo estaba como que, ya el tercero me quedé como que, y ya estoy como que, pues, whatever, sea lo que sea, pues.
Lex, we need to turn that into a soundboard. Primer episodio, segundo episodio,
es como que está súper fun el primer episodio, pero ya después llega un punto que como que estiran el chicle, it's not that fun anymore. Y pues tener a Deadpool como que integrado en esta fórmula está un poco raro. El personaje mercenario es Deadpool.
Yo,
el personaje mercenario es Deadpool.
Vigilante.
Okay, you're talking about Vigilante, okay.
Yeah.
Vigilante, I'm enjoying the fuck out of Vigilante. That motherfucker making me laugh.
Pero es Deadpool.
¿Por qué Deadpool?
Did you see? Time out. Did you see the last episode?
El cuarto.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm missing the last episode that I saw was with the fucking when you find out that guy's a butterfly. That's the last episode I saw.
Diablo, gracias por decírselo a todo el mundo.
You find out a guy is butterfly. I didn't tell you who.
Bueno, ya saben que es un guy.
Alrighty there. Anyways, I like that character. Yes, okay, he has Deadpool vibes, but not the same. Like, I don't find that character to be exactly the same. Like Deadpool has like this intelligence to him, like he knows everything. Yeah. This guy is totally fucking oblivious.
Yeah, he was like, if I found you a couple years ago smoking that weed, I would have stabbed you.
I would have stabbed you.
Like, it's his bunkerness that is just fucking funny.
Yeah, he's totally oblivious to everything that's going around. He lives in his own fucking frequency. Like it's different. Pero like I started watching the series, and first of all, kudos to I think it was it you Orengo that mentioned that the intro, the first time you see it, it's all right, and then like the second and the third time you're like skip.
Yeah,
Never
porque
mind.
I want to take this opportunity para que vean Euphoria Succession, 2 really good shows on HBO Max.
Mira, no joda, on a side note.
Get that artsy shit out of here.
No joda, yo tengo gente que está
Euphoria is
diciendo,
free, though.
oh,
Euphoria is free, though.
Euphoria es una mierda, y yo como que, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Euphoria está bella.
Pero es que
Euphoria,
yo también tengo un tipo en
Orengo.
específico en mi Facebook que lo único que hace es hate on everything popular. Or everything that is out there.
Let me
tell you about a little show called The After School Club.
Okay, vamos allá. It's on HBO Max every Wednesday.
Debería estarlo.
Debería estar. La serie que me gustó de HBO Max, que ahora que dijeron HBO Max, que es como que empecé a ver
We're just not going to talk about the fucking. We're just totally going to glance over it, aren't we? We're just totally not going to talk about the damn show.
Fucking
Watch everything else on HBO Max except the show. That's how good it is.
Lovecraft Country y Station 11. Like, Station 11 me encantó, man.
I recommend Sopranos, Boardwalk Empire.
Pero entre los
We lost you. Thank you. We lost you for blasphemy.
Sopranos, ¿verdad? Exacto, gracias. Esa era la pregunta.
Sopranos, bro.
I've only watched Sopranos like 5 times in my life already. Okay, so
and we're talking about full through. And there are what? 70 episodes?
There's a boatload. I can't even get them off the top of my head, but there's a shitload of episodes. Yeah. And every time I watch it, I find new stuff. So
It's a bad if I mention Big Bang Theory.
Sorry, Peacemaker. I'm sorry for hijacking. Pero la cosa es que I bring that point because está cool el intro to watch it once, pero todo el mundo está como que best. I got a little bit of a fight with people. I was like having a gripe porque como dice, no, it's like the best fucking TV intro ever. I'm like, no, shut your fucking mouth.
What
the hell are you talking about? Like, now I can literally top like 5 shows, probably 3 de ellos que están en HBO Max that are literally better intros.
It's John Cena's trope. He's ha 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 the first time you hear it.
No.
And then the second time and the third time you hear it, you're just like, why the fuck was I laughing at that? Like,
I mean, it's not cool, but it's come on. Like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And I know people hate Game of Thrones, but come on, that intro is really compelling. Like la música, the way that it's designed. You know, I'm all artsy fartsy True Detective, Succession. Again, you should watch Succession on HBO Max.
El mejor opening es The Office.
True, fair enough. Está bien, te la compro. I would never skip that intro. Eso sí.
Por eso, yo no esquipeo
You don't like The Office, Miguel?
Yeah, I like The Office. I just would really like to talk about the goddamn show
no,
before time runs out.
Bro, se llama Peacemaker.
From the year from 1987 till now, I'm pretty sure there's a boatload of great intros. I just would really like to talk about this series.
Mira, te digo cuál es. No, go ahead.
What's up with Peacemaker? What happened in this episode? You was like,
what are you talking about? The whole series or the episode that like nabbed me?
Yeah, what's the episode that nabbed?
Yeah. I think I liked it from the first episode. Like it was, I was watching it, and John Cena's still fucking cringy as fuck when it comes to his comedy. Like he's corny. Let's just be honest. It's just like I've accepted the fact that he's corny. What makes me laugh is like the lengths so that they will take his corniness into this character. You know what I mean? Like every time I think like, oh, that joke was bad, no, here comes another one. Like it's really bad. Like his comedy, I do not like John Cena's comedy at all. I laugh because of how stupid he comes off. No, I don't. It's not funny. He's hilarious to you.
No, but you laughed. You just said you laughed.
I laughed because it's so bad. Like it's a horrible. Like it's so.
But don't you think? Don't you think
his delivery is so fucking bad?
But don't you think that's what the character? I feel like they're doing that on purpose. I feel like that's how the character. I feel like if he was really shitty delivering those lines, then they would have never hired him. I think it's on me. I feel like it's the cheesiness of Momoa and Aquaman. I feel like it's purposely done. Aquaman, like Jason Momoa and Aquaman, there's times where he's badass and then he hits this one line, like he'll turn around and give you a one liner that's cheesy as fuck. They have fucking that song Africa that's cheesy as fuck in the movie, but it's done purposely. It's a cheesy. That's not done by accident.
I want to say that Momoa's delivery, even in his cheesiness, is way better acting than John Cena's.
No, I think Momoa is a way better actor than John Cena. But
even in his corny parts, it's believable. Like John Cena delivers some shit. I'm just like,
is it the abs or is it the long hair?
I don't know. Like, we're still trying to figure that one out. Everybody around the world. Anyway,
It's long hair.
Momoa just looks more badass than John Cena. But I like the way John Cena portrays the character, because I feel like he's like awkward.
just like you're pausing right now, super awkward.
He is portraying that character. I think I feel like he's portraying that character that way on purpose. I don't think it's like this motherfucker can't act for shit and he's whack. I think that's a purposeful decision.
I find his deliveries horrible, and that's what makes me laugh about his character. I don't find his character compelling yet. There are some stuff that are done that are like cool. The one thing that got me in the episode was like the first episode was that scene with that strong blonde chick, and then something happens, and I'm like, holy shit, this show just got kicked up a notch in violence.
Yeah.
Like, it was so over the top.
Damn.
It was so over the top. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how the hell did they clear that? Like literally, and then like there's like 5 minutes later, and they're literally playing with like a piece of her like
cheese
corpse.
pizza.
This is pizza. Like, I think that's a face.
I was like, how the hell did they? I was like, HBO Max I forgot. This is the network that like they don't give a fuck about censorship. They just show ball to the walls.
This show is just mad fucking audacious. It's like some of the shit that you would expect from Invincible, but just like live action. It's mad graphic, mad audacious.
And then as the show goes on, like some of the characters, the vigilante character, I started finding really funny as well. There's just one scene where he's walking through the jail, and I was like, all right, I fuck with this character. Because he literally looks like Norman Bates, happy as hell, walking through a jail cell with his glasses, bifocals on. I was like, shit is about to get real in this jail with this guy. Like, I enjoy that character. I'm enjoying the show or whatever. I don't know where they're going, because like Orengo always brings this level of like, fuck this show. Orengo brings, every time I talk to Orengo about a show, he's gonna be like, it really ain't gonna be important. I don't know why you're getting so vested in these characters, Miguel. You're 34. Get over it.
Sir? Like, have I been proven wrong, sir?
Well, we'll wait till Doctor Strange comes out.
Okay, that's the thing that's holding you to
exactly. We'll wait till Doctor. I'm waiting, yo. I got that one cocked back here to like throw it in your face.
I know.
If there's no exposition for Wanda in that movie, boy, I'm catching a flight to Puerto Rico.
Fair enough.
So like I'm enjoying the like holy shit factor. It feels like you said, it feels like their version of The Boys. Like, what will they do the next episode to push it forward, like the envelope a little bit more forward? John Cena's character, it is what it is. He's like really stupid. It's like the first couple of episodes. The other people are doing pretty good supporting roles too. Like you said, the vigilante character, the girl that plays Amanda. Spoilers, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The girl that's playing Amanda Waller's daughter. She's a pretty good role in that movie. She's from Orange is the New Black. I'm not sure if anybody remembers. She had a pretty pivotal role.
And in Orange is the New Black, she's tasty.
Hey,
is
that a declaration or is that?
No, that's her name. That's her nickname. Por eso lo dije así.
I'm gonna say, call Nicole, yo. Cely says she's tasty.
I was like, Cely, don't catch a pecosa to the side of the face on a live stream. Your wife is close by.
Sí. Pero I'm willing to risk it sometimes.
There's characters in the show that I didn't say. I don't know how you say. I'm not taking the show like. I don't think it's compelling, but I don't think it was made to be, taken serious. I think it's kind of like The Boys, but more stupid.
Yeah, and the dialogue between the characters is pretty good. Besides John Cena,
en vez de la frase,
I don't think they have a lot. There's not a lot on their plate to do either. It's not like they're having these intense scenes. Everybody's just nonchalant. They're just going about it. It's funny. It's kind of like a step up from Guardians of the Galaxy, graphic wise, and Suicide Squad, because it's a lot more violent. You could see. You don't think so? James Gunn is like letting
the Galaxy in what way? In violence?
In the awkwardness. No. In the awkwardness.
Okay. I was like, because I like Guardians of the Galaxy. Shut up, Orengo. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm just saying.
The first one's okay. It's the second one I have a problem with.
I like both of them. Let me live.
Okay.
But yeah, I hasta ahora, I think it's a dope show because it's for me it's the awkwardness. It's funny. I don't think John Cena is a fucking comedic genius, but I still find a lot of the things that he do, I chuckle. Am I laughing as much as I laughed in The Office? No, but I'm chuckling. I'm laughing.
Diferentes géneros, pero dale.
I'm enjoying it a lot more than Boba.
Está bien, diferentes géneros, pero dale.
Yeah, but it's like
You could say
compare those two,
but it's still the same thing. It's a show. A show is a show. We
Yo
can
no
have
estoy
drama.
defendiendo
We
a
can
Boba.
have
Yo no estoy
fantasy.
defendiendo a Boba. Boba ahora mismo, si hace un special de My Little Pony, sé que le va a dar 20 patadas a Boba. Yo estoy consciente, yo no estoy defendiendo a Boba. No trates de como que, oh, it's better than your show. My show is shit. I understand that.
He said, but Lex gets a little bit like carried away with the comparisons. He's like, I like it more than I Love Lucy. Like, bro, it's like, come on, like.
I mean, just because they're different genres, that mean you can't compare them. Fucking compare them. If I give you two different genres of movie, you could say I like one more than the other.
Estás diciendo en comedia, como que el específico de The Office es hacerte reír. No creo que el propósito de Peacemaker sea hacerte reír. Es como que if we make you laugh, we make you
I
laugh.
think Peacemaker is supposed to make you laugh.
Yeah, I'll give Nick that. I think Peacemaker goes for the laughs more than the compelling.
I'm not laughing.
you have a broken soul. What the fuck can we do? That's not.
The Peacemaker is promoted as a comedy. It's supposed to be a comedy.
Okay.
That's like what Suicide Squad was.
The moment they attached John Cena's name to it, you knew that shit was gonna be laughable. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. All right. So yeah. Let's get off of Peacemaker. Let's go into the acquisition of Activision by Microsoft. And how does
shit. Okay,
Candy
aquí se
Crush.
prendió esta mierda.
Crush.
I don't know.
That StarCraft, Candy Crush, World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, Diablo, and Overwatch are just some of the games that
are you dyslexic?
What? I read it the other way. StarCraft, Candy Crush.
Like, why did you read from right to left? What the fuck?
Like
I
a
don't know,
manga.
my eye was where fucking StarCraft, and he kept saying Candy Crush. Who gives a fuck how I read it? What the fuck? Let's talk
Like a
about how I
manga.
read
It's
it.
like a manga.
Anyway, I don't know anything about this. I don't play video games. I do more productive stuff with my time.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mira, cabrón.
Let me tell you something about this acquisition. First of all, when I heard about it, like, you know how when you remember what's the name of that the Peanut Gang, Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
Yes.
All I heard
It's
was
called the Peanuts. Yes.
Peanuts.
yeah. All I heard was wah 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 wah. Call of Duty wah 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 wah. Like in my head, I'm not a big Call of Duty fan, by the way, but in my head, the money that game franchise produces, like that. Yes, no, there's not a way.
Overwatch y Diablo.
No, not even
World of
that.
Warcraft,
Not even that.
por
El
favor.
hecho de que Call of Duty Vanguard is the one that made the least amount of money out of all the
But
franchises, and by a lot.
It doesn't matter though. It's
Es
still
más que
revenue.
hacer ruido, Miguel, pero no es el...
No, bro, I'm telling you right now, the seller they want out of that whole group, and I can't stand
OCC.
part of my respect. My apologies to everybody. I can't stand the demographic that plays that game. I can't stand them, but yes,
Yeah.
that is it's Call of Duty. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
That game is that they want to do something with that game, and that to them is the big purchase.
It
Diablo, I love Diablo. I love World of Warcraft. StarCraft is the shit.
I know
But
el
that-
Diablo. Okay, it's
but-
fine.
I love Diablo, bro. Like, yes, I'm on Diablo.
No,
on this
I know,
show.
I
Anyway. Like, all compelling narratives, awesome gameplay. It's like, it's for smart people. No, I'm kidding. But like that's their bread and butter. They're gonna fucking take that IP and run with it. I'm sorry. Especially
it's the one that they can milk the most.
exactly. And second place, I'm gonna give it to Candy Crush.
Yeah.
That's a fucking revenue maker and a half, bro.
Yeah.
Like those two games are literally like the Mac, like the iPods of the gaming generation. Your mother and grandmother know what Call of Duty is and Candy Crush.
And Candy Crush, yeah.
They already got Minecraft, so they basically got everything.
Dude.
So what does this do? What does this do
Sí, porque
for
yo
the
compré un
war?
Mojang.
Mojang, he comprado un Mojang.
Hace
Ok.
tiempo. Cuando
Ahora
ven
que
carajo.
me enfoqué solamente literalmente en los juegos, no vi las compañías. Sé
Well,
que había
No.
compañías-
I'm just telling you que Moja fue comprado hace tiempo.
hace tiempo.
Sí,
ya.
Pero
fue hace tiempo.
Minecraft is the most like sold game of all time by a lot.
So
What
my
does
opinion.
this do for Xbox versus PlayStation?
Pues Sony tanked 20
Nada.
billion in stocks el día que anunciaron eso. So I think it lets you know what happens to Sony right now.
Ok, sí. En cuestión de stock, sí, eso cambia un
Se
montón. En
cocotó
cuestión
y
de
cambia.
marca, eso cambia con cojones.
Sí.
Pero realmente no pueden hacer nada en cuestión de quitarle juegos a PlayStation porque con eso no ganan chavos.
For the time being, though. For the time being.
For the time being, yeah. They said
Exacto. Porque lo que pasa es que de la manera que ellos pueden recobrar los chavos de quitando partnership o platforming con PlayStation sería poniéndolos en PC. Que eso pues es lo que también está haciendo PlayStation. O sea, hay un partnership, ellos tienen un partnership bien cabrón, es lo que la gente no entiende, que los console wars, eso está muerto, que si tú te quieres comprar X o Y consola, a nadie le fucking importa. A los dos le van a hacer chavos de igual manera. Y siempre pongo el ejemplo, lo voy a poner súper rápido, el ejemplo más claro es cuando Square Enix estaba en la bancarrota, por poco, o sea, ellos tenían como ciertos años de maldición, y ellos la rompieron cuando los juegos de ellos dejaron de ser exclusivos de Sony, porque no le beneficia a nadie, a ningún game developer le beneficia tener exclusividad con una sola consola, porque no te ¿cómo te digo? No te garantiza, exacto, no te garantiza ni te maximiza los games que tú puedes obtener.
So then why do they still do it though? Why does
Porque
Sony?
they
Why
want to
does
hook
Sony?
you in el hardware.
They want to sell the console. They want to sell you the console no matter fucking what. Again, ya cuando tú pasas a multiplatform, realmente tú estás eating money from everywhere. No importa qué. Si tú compraste X Studio y ese X Studio tiene muchos IPs y son multiplatform, es lo mejor que te puede pasar. Ese es el caso ahora de Activision Blizzard.
IPs que están relegados a una consola solo funciona for rewards and shit. Like it doesn't equate, a menos que sea Nintendo y you sell Pokémon with poop y vas a vender 50 millones de copias. Pero that's the only exception, ¿me entiendes? Generalmente.
No.
Vale.
Pokémon.
I'm sorry.
Bring down the Pokemon hate, bro.
Cely sabe.
Sí, mano, tengo que admitir que los últimos juegos de Pokémon
Está bien, pero el viernes puede que cambien las cosas. Vamos a tener un poco de fe.
Sí, esa es la cosa.
Yo tengo fe.
Por
Está
favor.
multiplayer, ya yo me la bajo un poquito el moco. Pero quiero jugarla como quiero.
Yo el viernes tengo un poquito de fe. Yo perdí mi fe hace 3 juegos atrás, pero quiero tener un poco de fe. Por eso quiero tener fe y esperanza para el viernes. No le caigamos tanto.
Otra cosa, quiero que todo el mundo se acuerde que todo este debacle de Activision Blizzard viene a través de la investigación de 2 años sobre el sexual assault, la muchacha que lamentablemente pues se suicidó, sexual abuse, harassment, todas estas pendejas. There wasn't equal wages for men and women. Hubo una investigación súper extensa. La compañía lleva perdiendo chavos con cojones en todo esto de la pandemia. Eso más encima de eso no pueden votar al CEO porque el CEO tenía una cláusula de $300 millones que si lo votan, eso es lo que le tienen que pagar, y como no le quieren pagar nada, he said he was gonna step down.
Do you think he'll step down now?
He said he will step down by this or next year.
Okay.
I don't think he's going anywhere. I think they gotta buy his ass out.
Vamos a ver si le dan los 300 millones.
I think Homeboy is singing to the masses to just calm everybody the fuck down and wait for that check.
Vamos a ver, porque están votando un montón de gente, como hacen en todos los mergers. Hay mucha gente que they're moving on. Like, there are people, they're Activision Blizzard workers that they're actually moving on to other companies, que no solamente gente que lo están votando. Because I got a few text messages from friends of mine that know people in both companies, que pues dijeron, pues mira, no, yo me estoy moviendo antes de que pase otra cosa, esto aquí es un crical, bla, bla, bla.
Inside scoops, nice.
Exacto, yeah, I still have the text messages.
What do you think this podcast is for, bro? What do you...
I like it.
Yeah.
We ain't AAA, bro.
Tengo panas en
It's the major leagues, my guy.
Tengo panas en Wizards of the Coast, pero yo no los molesto para eso. Eso es un ejemplo, pero anyway.
Dile que arreglen Arena.
Hacho, deja eso. Dito, no, déjalos quietos. Arena sucks, pero a mi pan yo los dejo quietos. I only see when they get goodies and shit, pero ya. Anyways, en mi opinión, en mi total honesta opinión, this is the best move they could have ever done. Microsoft seguí yo de nuevo.
That Game Pass. that Game Pass. Oh my God.
Sí, por eso.
Bro.
Por eso, o sea, Microsoft, aka Xbox, aka the weirdest console in this new gen, no se va a beneficiar tanto de esto en ciertos aspectos. En donde realmente se van a beneficiar es en PC. Es con el Game Pass. Esa es la única manera que ellos se van a beneficiar de esto porque they're making it more accessible. Más gente se está haciendo PC, más gente está dejando de comprar consolas. Estamos en una day and age donde tú tener una consola no es tan importante como tú tener una PC gaming.
Eso
Y más, con todo y shortage.
Muy cierto, mira, like que bello. Ya, yo
Yeah.
me retiré
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Say, you truly believe they're not going to try to pull an exclusivity deal with bringing it just to
Sí.
Xbox and PC?
Sí, obligado. Hay ciertos juegos que lo van a sacar de
I personally
de
think
Sony.
I personally think they're gonna one of those games. Even maybe they'll test the waters with Diablo
Sí.
and run it like full exclusive only on PC and Xbox.
Sí,
Truly,
sí, obligado.
They did the same shit when they acquired, what was it, Bethesda?
Lo que pasa con Bethesda es que le dieron prioridad a Fallout. A todo lo que era Fallout le dieron prioridad en Xbox. Esa fue la cuestión. Y eso es lo más que van a hacer.
But the new one isn't coming out. The I hate to say Skyrim. It's Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
The Elder Scrolls is already an Xbox exclusive.
Screw.
And a PC exclusive.
PC, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if they,
master races up in here.
Yo había escuchado eso, que estaban titubeando entre si hacerlo de multiplatform, que si hacerlo para PC, que si hacerlo para exclusive, pero es más que obvio que va a ser either exclusive y para PC. So, para mí eso deja de ser exclusivo en cierta manera porque es still multiplatform, porque no es una consola como tal.
But it's still a hit to a competitor because Sony.
No, obviamente, sí.
Sony's bread and butter is their like I wouldn't even say exclusive game. It's like their first party games.
Pero that's already been thrown out the deep end porque they've done PC ports estos últimos 2 o 3 años.
Yeah,
Pero okay, but you're talking about Sony.
Yeah.
But they've been PC ports of like games that are like super duper fucking already.
Y después, when they release them,
saying?
they go up the charts porque todo el mundo quiere comprarlo.
But for instance, like the next Last of Us, I don't think Sony's gonna have the balls to like throw it same day on the PS whatever PS5.
They won't do that shit. No.
Well,
they don't need to. They don't need to porque anything they throw, any great hit que tienen ya, they're just gonna throw it par de años después en PC and it'll garner a brand new audience que nunca hubieran tenido anyways. It is a smart strategy. Hasta ahora le ha funcionado. So I think it's a good strategy.
Sí, porque eso es lo que están haciendo con Horizon Zero Dawn y también lo están haciendo con God of War.
Yes.
No me acuerdo qué otro juego estaba, pero otro juego así. Yo creo que era Last of Us.
No
me acuerdo. Eran 3 bien grandes que la gente
about
oh shit.
The motorcycle zombie game.
Yeah.
Days Gone.
Days Gone.
Que yo creo que ese fue el titubeo, porque como ese juego no hizo chavo, después lo tiraron en PC. En PC, it actually did pretty okay.
Not only
I
that,
think they were like,
not only that, it was a fucking hot mess when it came out on PS4, and the people that got it on PC got like a pristine version of the game, like with all the glitches fixed.
Yep.
Exacto.
Yo diría que esto es un buen move, no es como que the end of the world, no van a hacer todo exclusivo, van a tener prioridad. Van a hacerle chavo porque acaban de tirarle un cojonal de chavo. ¿Sabes que son casi 70 billones? Like, that's a lot of fucking money for 2 companies que son una que está por el piso. Y no solamente por el piso, sino que te siguen sacando juegos mierda. O sea, estamos hablando que ellos te sacan 40 Call of Duty en un año y ellos como que pues hacen chavos porque los cacos se los van a comer. Pero al mismo tiempo es como que cabrón, me estás tirando la misma mierda todos los años y como que me estás sacando cosas de nostalgia que sí, que le diste un poquito de amor. Yes, I'm looking at you, Tony Hawk, because I bought that game. me estás tirando cosas de nostalgia que le metiste un poquito de amor. Me hubiese gustado que siguieras ese tren. Me hubiese gustado que you keep developing new IPs, pero...
Not a fan of the Tony Hawk game?
No, I fucking love Tony Hawk.
But the new one, the last one they took out?
El último, o sea, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, le dieron amor.
Bro, I got it on my computer. I'm like, that sound. I paid the price of admission just for the soundtrack. I don't give a shit.
Exacto.
Like,
that's the most beautiful thing about those games. It's a fucking soundtrack. Tú puedes estar ahí 2 horas jugándolo y no jugarlo por una semana. It's like a fucking arcade game. That's why I fucking love it. I grew up with that game. Again, the soundtrack, the graphics, the everything. And I mean the graphics of the skateboards, porque son graphics icónicos que tú pudiste haber comprado when you were a kid. That kind of thing.
And
So
in the grand scheme of things, I look at it like this is literally that meme from The Simpsons where the two monkeys have a dagger and they're fighting. Those are the console people, and like the PC people in the back, like,
Yeah,
I got $30.
Ese es el meme que más se utiliza.
Yeah.
Literalmente Xbox, PlayStation y poner los dos monos peleando.
Yeah.
pero al final del día los dos son pan y los dos hacen chavos con cojones, no matter what.
Yeah.
So la gente de verdad que se va
I'm
a gente
hoping, I'm praying one day that like Sony like decides to throw the Miles Morales and the Spider-Man game like together on PC, so I could just like melt my eyeballs in glorious 4K.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I feel like that will be probably one of the next ones.
You think so?
Bueno, faltaría The Last of Us primero, y maybe Uncharted. Uncharted
oh my
was
God,
a PC, right?
The date, yeah, Uncharted is coming out. I think next month, February.
Ese
era.
Yeah. So there you go. So I think van a hacer Last of Us y then maybe hacen Spider.
So I think it's Uncharted 3 and the
Collection.
standalone story. No, I
Yo
think it's
hubiese puesto Last of Us al final.
I think
Last of Us.
Uncharted, but no, Uncharted. Uncharted is the third game in the series, and
The fourth
standalone,
game, I think. Right?
The fourth one, and the standalone with the two lead female actresses. The two lead female leads in the.
They are
Yeah.
female actresses. Yes.
I haven't seen them in anything important. Anyway, let's go.
No me equivoco, uno de ellos es Laura Bailey.
Yes.
Laura Bailey isn't in the last one though. In that one, it's the other girl. It's Nadine and.
Ah, no, sí, pero Chloe.
Oh yeah, Chloe is Laura Bailey, right?
Sí.
Yeah.
Get it correct, man. Get it correct, bitches.
Get
Don't
good.
get canceled out here.
All right, so let's go in to Batman.
Oh,
Ugly ass poster, by the way. Ugly ass poster.
Time out.
No, hablando
I
claro,
didn't think we were gonna
parece.
touch the subject today.
Ugly ass
Cabrón,
poster.
pero ese fucking poster parece que lo sacaron de una película de horror de los 2000.
Yes.
Like early 2000s. Jesus, parece Children
like
of the Corn.
you know what the fuck they're going for with that poster. Like it's straight up like Zodiac killer vibes. Like that's what they want, bro. I'm sorry, Orengo. I'm gonna strongly defer. It doesn't look like a good superhero movie poster, but like a straight up like a dark thriller poster. I fuck with that. I fuck with that poster.
Aside from the poster, what I wanted to talk about was the runtime. 3 hours. They said they had the 4-hour cut. For a movie like this, what does a 3-hour runtime mean for this movie? What are the possibilities that we're gonna see with 3-hour?
Can I go first?
Go first.
Let me explain to you.
Oh God.
Wow.
You can give me a
wait,
fucking.
Edúcanos, hombre blanco.
Give me the one shot. Give me the one shot. Hold
The
on.
one shot he thought.
Educa hombre blanco, and they gave him one shot to
Dale.
You can give me a fucking 12-hour movie, all right, of Batman, and I will sit down there with a catheter in my penile canal to go to the bathroom, and straight up just like, yo, hook up an IV for food. I will sit through the entire thing. In fact, you know what? If there's a marathon coming to Florida, sign me up. I will watch every single movie up until we get to the last one in the same day. I love The Dark Knight. But with that said, what concerns me is the pacing for a 3-hour movie. And not because I'm not going to like it, but I know that el pleb va a entrar a esta película esperando, because they don't see, like all they see is like, oh, it's a Batman movie. You know what I mean? Like, it's a Batman movie. They're going to be expecting like even though they're being bombarded with like dark ass tones in the trailer and the poster and everything, they want their Batman like. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. All these fucking Batfleck a-holes are going to come into this movie expecting backflips, forward flips, and all this other type of shit. They're going to get mad dramatic in this movie, and they're not going to be able to keep up with that pace of sad shit for 3 hours.
I agree.
Now, the rest of us that actually like a good movie are going to be able to sit through this thing.
Put me up, coach.
No.
Put me
Fuck
up,
that
coach.
guy. Keep him last. I don't want to hear that guy's opinion.
Put me up, coach. Okay, gracias. I defer because there's a little indie movie, and I'm going to call it indie porque 50 millones en este mundo de indie, I guess, que se llama Joker. And that shit made $1 billion. And that shit was as far from a superhero movie as you can get. They basically tricked people into seeing the fucking taxi driver y the King of
It's the
Comedy
villain.
en 2019. No, la única razón por que la gente fue a ver el Joker. So DC and Warner Brothers tricked everybody into seeing un refrito de Taxi Driver con the King of Comedy y la gente ate that shit up. So por el
And you
mero hecho que
think,
esto
time out,
Batman,
time out.
yes.
The same fan that complained
Yes.
about the Joker, and oh my god, this is
Hey,
not my
Joker.
Joker. It could have been called anything.
Who the fuck?
Bro,
Who the fuck complained?
are you kidding
$1
me?
billion
They're like
says otherwise.
they're
$1
a
billion
dime. They're a dime
says
a
otherwise.
dozen. They're a
$1
dime a
billion
dozen of
says
people that
otherwise.
said,
$1
"Oh,
billion.
this movie Joker." They should have called it anything else except the Joker because I hated this movie and all that. Those are gonna be the same people that go into this movie and they're gonna be like dog shitting on this movie.
I'm a channel.
That's the only concern I have.
Oscar dice los números valen. Yo vi un billón.
Ah,
a
no,
mí,
cabrón, no.
yo me ciego y yo veo que claramente el mundo entero le gustó esta jodida película porque es un fucking billón, to be fair. Por una película que tiene like one action sequence and a half. Like, that Joker movie has no action at all, excepto maybe el último acto.
I loved it. I loved
No,
it.
no, pero eso que te quiero decir. So I think que por el hecho la cuestión de que tú estás teniendo a Batman. So you got the visual iconography para juquear a la gente to be enthralled con una historia que quizás no es lo que ellos esperan ver. So I think que por el hecho de que, yes, pues yo pienso que por el hecho de que Batman y vas a tener cast of characters que la gente reconoce, I think that'll be enough for people to be like, okay, I'm willing to just give it a watch porque es Batman. And then they'll be surprised when hopefully, porque todo esto Matt Reeves can fuck it up, who knows. But hopefully they get a really good story out of it. Eso es lo que te digo. I think que mucho tiene que ver con cosas que son mercadeables. Like if you, honestamente, even if this movie was like a shit show, and I'm going to screw myself over diciendo que BVS, let's assume it's a shit show, it's not, it's a masterpiece, but let's assume BVS is a shit show, it still made 800 million, y eso fue on the back of Batman, porque Superman wasn't clearly going to do 800 million.
So give it a number.
¿Qué va a hacerle chavo?
No, que va a ser en cupones de popcorn.
Does
Pero
it,
pensé que estabas hablando de Rotten Tomatoes score, to be fair. Yo pensé que estabas hablando
No.
de
Give it a
Does
number.
it-
Give it a.
there's a 45-day window for this movie, right?
Sí.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
So, además de
It's
eso,
not gonna do $1 billion.
can you ask me in 3 weeks? Because the thing is, la razón why Spider-Man was good, and that's why I felt confident saying 300 millones like a crazy person, and I wasn't that far off, fue por el hecho de que pandemia was kind of like in a downturn, but now está starting the downturn now again, pero I don't know de aquí a un mes y medio how it's going to be. So give me like 2 weeks, and then I'll be like, okay, I can maybe tell you a number. I'll say this, it'll make more than 100 million. I think que ya se barómetro para películas que la gente tiene interés.
Yeah.
100 million is a safe bet. Ahora, más allá de eso, hay donde yo todavía no sé. But I think 100 million over the weekend. I mean, Venom, carajo, Venom did 90 million. Yeah, Venom.
I think over the weekend, I think it's gonna do 150.
Okay, so there you go.
I think there's just a small group of heroes that just no matter what they're gonna bring numbers. Spider-Man and Batman is in that group. Like no matter what, Batman and Spider-Man are probably
Son los money
2 or
bringers de
3
esos estudios.
with Superman, the most famous superheroes ever. So no matter what, it's gonna bring a crowd.
I agree.
With the pandemic, not as bad as it was, where people already just coming to terms with this is a fucking flu, it's never gonna go away. Fuck it, I'm gonna just keep on my life. I'm not gonna be in the house hiding. People already come with that mentality. I think at least 150. I think 150 is gonna make. I do not think it's gonna hit $1 billion, especially with the
window.
45-day window.
Although 45 days son, ¿cuánto es eso? ¿Mes y medio? Yeah, mes y medio es poco. To be fair. Ahora mismo Spider-Man lleva 6 semanas and it got to 1.6 billion, pero eso fue off the fact que pues no había nada, porque generalmente no había nada para combatir esa película.
And Toby, Andrew, Molly,
Sí.
like
Sí,
Spider-Man.
había muchos hooks.
This was the third part. This was the end of a trilogy versus well, we might have a new trilogy with Patterson, but this is the first one. So
Even Batman Begins didn't make a lot of money when it first came
that's
out.
what I'm saying. This is the first part of a trilogy. So it's not gonna make, for me, it's not gonna make nowhere. I don't think it's gonna make anywhere near $1 billion. I think it's gonna make at least that first weekend. I'm guessing 150 at least.
Okay, that's fair. Yo voy a decir 100 por el momento. It might change. It'll go up, probablemente. Pero...
I'm gonna reserve my comments because I don't watch movies for monetary value. I watch them for
¿Qué
the
clase de
experience.
infeliz tú eres? ¿Por qué te tiras esa pregunta? Son of a bitch.
I love the art form, so there's no monetary equivalence for me. I'm the consumer.
That's true.
No, I'm kidding.
Art is better.
What did you say? 120, Nick?
No, he said
No, I
150.
said 150.
150. Shit.
I
And you
think,
said how much,
there's a
Orengo?
lot of things.
I said
that come
100
into
for
that.
now, pero probablemente subirá, obviamente.
I'm gonna do 130. Smack that.
I was gonna say
So a
120.
fence sitter. Está bien.
And
No,
then,
Cely
yeah.
es una fence sitter. MIGS es un fence sitter.
What are you talking about? She builds the fence. She'll be like,
No.
she'll be like 131.
No.
She'll be like,
No, papá. No. Tú dijiste 130 y ella dijo, you know what, that's a good number, but you're the one who proposed it, so you're the fence sitter.
She's like, what was your one last time, Cely? We were like, oh, it's gonna make like 90 million, and you were like 90.7. Like,
Yeah.
Cely said it's gonna fall somewhere between 80 million and 120 million. Somewhere in that area, that's where it's gonna fall at.
Yo iba a decir
That's
exactamente
right.
lo mismo, pero
Exacto. Your gaps seem to be like this small.
no, pero hablando claro, yo diría que entre el número que más me suena sería también 90, porque I know there's a lot of people rooting for this new Batman movie.
Cely, you're such a bad hater. Like I can hear, like in your heart, like you're like.
Este cabrón.
She
You're a good
is.
hater?
Bro,
She's a good hater?
No, bat.
Bat.
She's
No,
a-
pero yo lo digo por
Bad
no,
hater,
es que
yo.
yo lo digo porque yo sé que hay mucha gente hyped up for a new Batman movie, pero a lot of people are still on the fence just because of the actor. And I'm not on the fence because of the actor. Yo quiero ver esta película, quiero ver 3 horas de Batman. Porque pues,
I'm gonna
comic
be-
book movies.
I'm gonna be her anger surrogate, and I'm gonna translate that message. Ya yo estoy cansado de ver películas de Batman. Let it fucking go. Give us more Spider-Man
Give
movies.
us all the Spider-Mans.
Give me all the fucking
All the
Spider-Mans.
Spider-Mans.
Give me all the Spider-Man movies.
Why do you
Give
keep
me-
making Batman
give me-
movies? Just keep more.
Give me another Tobey Maguire sequel. Give me another
Exactly.
Andrew Garfield sequel. Like
Exactly.
No, give me Amazing
Batman.
Spider-Man 3. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But
Yeah.
I am willing to see this Batman movie. No sé, me gusta el estilo, me gusta que como que más violento. And if there's something that I love about Batman, how violent he can be, and how violent his villains are. Eso es lo más que a mí me gusta de Batman, hablando claro. Pero, no sé, yo le pongo como unos 90. De 90 a 120. De verdad.
I wonder if they're ever gonna release like an R-rated cut of this movie.
No.
I
I was-
heard there was a 4-hour cut.
Yeah, but there's not a rated.
Yeah, I heard that there was a 4-hour cut that was given that audience, well, not audiences, but a group of people did get to see. And from
Yeah.
what I heard, they said with the 4-hour mark that surprisingly, it didn't feel as long as you would think a 4-hour movie feel.
Yo, give me the
Mm.
4-hour cut, bro. Give me the 4-hour
I would
cut,
do a
please.
4-hour cut.
Sometimes you say that, but maybe you don't want that. Porque lo que pasa es que a veces
we want it,
con cortes
bro. We
así-
want it. We want it. We
It
want all the
depends. I like
pizzas.
Yo,
And
I
I'm the
like-
Batman guy, and I'm telling you, maybe you don't want a 4-hour cut of Batman.
Bro, I want the
I
want the Lord of the Rings extended edition.
and
Batman
even
cut of
those,
the
some
movie.
of them are questionable. Not all
sat-
of the extended cuts are
I
the
sat
good ones.
I sat through 2 of them the other days, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, what the
La mejor es Return of the King
I
Extended,
think,
de
I,
verdad.
I
There you
think
go.
for like,
Es la mejor.
for like
Like-
one viewing, 1 or 2 viewings, I could see a 4-hour movie easy. I really dug Snyder Cut, and that shit was 4
You know
fucking
what?
hours.
Nick,
But I didn't see
Nick,
no-
vamos a empezar el primer episodio
time out,
bien.
time out. I'm gonna call your bullshit on that.
Uh-huh.
Remember when we went to go see Gucci and Eternals back to back?
Uh-huh.
Bro, by like the second hour in Eternals, like we weren't saying anything, but you could tell we were like, oh, this chair is hurting my ass. Like I can't.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think I can
that
do
there's
this. I don't think I can like.
this is the issue.
Weak.
This is the issue with that though. The issue with that wasn't my first time I saw Eternals. So I was already I wasn't there was nothing new for me. I was
Es
just
cuando
rewatching
algo, exacto, cuando algo es nuevo y lo estás
Exactly, when
viendo,
it's
es como
new,
que la
you don't-
experiencia es bien diferente.
it. And
Yeah.
when you see it again, I'm looking at different things already. You're saying the movie, fresh. I'm looking at oh shit. I'm trying to see what I didn't see before.
Exacto.
I was already
Yeah.
tired that day. Then we went to fucking see House of Gucci. It would have been different if it would have been
We saw
the
backwards.
first time.
We saw House
We
of
saw
Gucci
House of
first.
Gucci and then Eternals.
Yeah,
But then
we saw
más
some bullshit
todavía,
that
my
he
nigga. Más todavía, nigga. I was like fucking 5 hours in there. I was tired as fuck.
It was funny. It was funny seeing my little brother's reaction to it. Like we were trying to explain like some of the implications, and he was just like jaw dropped, like what? Whoa, that's awesome. That's great. I was like, thank you. You appreciate this movie.
I'm glad
Fine,
someone
young-
enjoyed it.
Fine, young, intelligent gentleman.
That's nice.
Remember the Harry Styles shit? It's Harry Styles.
Yeah. He was the only one in the theater, I think, that got the. I heard a couple of. ¿Quién es ese cabrón?
Sí.
A mí sorprendentemente, alguien en mi grupo que como que era the least expected person, porque era como que la persona mayor dice, oh shit, is that Harry Styles? Y dice como que, literalmente fue el momento de, como que no sabía quién era Harry Styles para ese entonces. I'm sorry.
Directioner, baby. One Direction, baby.
Por eso.
Watermelon Sugar High. Watermelon Sugar High.
Es que como no canto eso cuando llegó, no sabía que era él, ¿entiendes? Si él entrara así, pues.
All right, so we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of today's episode.
Sí, yo no tenía nada que decir de Batman, dale.
Wait, exacto. Primero que todo, de que no dijo el carajo. Yo quería añadir algo más también, ¿verdad?
Sure, vamos a ver qué.
Exacto. De que no dijo el carajo para empezar.
Yo pensaba que Batman era lo último.
I know, right? I was like, we're gonna get into that now. Batman, oh shit, okay. All right, go ahead, Deke. Shoot your shit. Go ahead.
¿Qué fue lo que salió ahora? ¿Un trailer nuevo? ¿Un póster nuevo?
Salió un scene nuevo y un póster nuevo. Que I wanted to talk about the scene too, pero
¿Y qué es ¿Me puede? Papi, yo no la he visto. So, nárramela. Yo quiero que tú me la narres. Pon Orengo delante. Orengo, tú me vas a vender la escena y la película.
Give him a one shot, Nick. Give him a one
Dale,
shot.
por favor.
Well, all right, wait. What's yeah, let me get the buttons. What's the scene? The funeral scene?
The funeral scene, yeah.
Sí, pero deja que me la venda Lex, no soy yo no la he visto.
I know, it just
funeral scene.
No, time out. You don't describe the scene. You put us in the scene.
Oh, okay.
Visually place us there.
Interior
Yes,
church.
yes, just like
afternoon.
Por favor, gracias, Orengo, gracias.
Lady annoying Bruce Wayne talking about ventures and charitable whatevers is like in a funeral.
Time out. Okay, go ahead.
Bruce Wayne doesn't utter a word. He looks at a child off in the distance. The child is sad. You're assuming the child has lost his parent because you see the picture of the father on screen. You cut back to the child. The child looks at Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne looks back.
Yes.
Then you start hearing Commissioner Gordon talking about one of the mafia bosses is missing from his house and they're scrambling or whatever. A police officer says, "Oh, hi, it's Bruce Wayne." It's kind of weird. I don't know why that's there, but whatever. Bruce looks all broody and then he looks down all over again. Then they start hearing like screaming from outside the church, and you hear this like chaos is happening outside. He looks at the kid. The kid looks back. Then a wide shot shows like the door. Everyone's like prepping because they're starting to see that something's going on. The police officers start to get worried. A car crashes through the door, and he grabs the kid to try to save him. I don't know why, because
that's the scene. Okay, that's. Okay,
I know
okay.
Structurally, cuando tú ves, the kid's really far out from the car. And maybe they should tighten that a little bit para que se sienta que el carro.
I told you to place me in the scene. I didn't tell you to technically break it down.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry. But he grabs the kid, like saves the kid. The car crashes up against a pillar. He looks up arriba en el segundo piso del cathedral. He sees a backlit figure, which you already know is the Riddler looking down at him without costume. You know, it's just that Paul Dano with a freaking glasses on, and that's it. But you don't see his face; it's all backlit. He looks up in fucking horror. He looks back down. He sees someone coming out of the car with fucking tape all over his mouth, a bob, and a phone on his hand, taped together. He looks back up. The Riddler isn't there anymore. Everyone's freaking out with guns in hand, ready to shoot the guy. He's the mafia guy that went missing. And the phone starts ringing. And he's like, someone has to answer this. I have a baby or something. And then when the shot reveals itself, it has a little letter. It says to the Batman. He looks at the guy, scene ends. Batman doesn't utter a fucking word in the whole scene. It's all mannerisms.
¿Cuántas veces lo has visto para?
Did they use the
No. It's just more like it's okay. En verdad que el cine es bien Fincher. So it has like Fincher aesthetics, Fincher like music, and bien Fincher con cojones. Almost to a fault. But it's fine because I was expecting que el cabrón iba a ser un copete de Fincher. So, you know what? Fine, I'll take it. Pero yes, esa es la escena completamente. Yo vi eso y yo dije, I'm good. Cuando leí que era 3 horas, vi esta escena y yo dije, I get why it's 3 hours. Porque claramente este cabrón va a squeeze every little fucking moment that he has with all these characters, all these little moments, and he's gonna like squeeze them dry. Por eso no sé si un corte de 4 horas sea suficientemente bueno, but I definitely know a 3-hour cut is justified. I feel there's not gonna be a lot of filler in this.
You don't. Oh, hold on. Go back.
I don't like being here, pero
when you say filler, are you trying to tell me like there's not? It's gonna be more bang bang.
No.
Like
Filler, lo que quiero decir,
or like
every scene is going to be purposeful. It's going to drive the characters or the narrative forward. Eso lo que quiero decir cuando digo filler. Cuando tienes filler, cuando tienes escenas que no atribuyen un pepino a el personaje, a la trama. Es hace, por ejemplo, en el segundo acto, Batman está confundido porque no sabe quién es The Riddler and he goes to the Fortress of Solitude. He knocks on the door. Superman answers him y Superman le dice, bro, es que The Riddler es Paul Dano. Gracias, Superman, nos vemos. Maybe we'll see you in the sequel. That will be filler for me, ¿me entiendes? Pero that's not going to happen. It feels que todo lo que está pasando es metódico. And I don't feel it feels going to be like a slow burn. It moves at a pretty brisk pace. So it's fine. It just has more moments para acentuar lo que está pasando entre todos los personajes.
Did you guys hear about that weird website that, well, now obviously they've decoded, I think, probably half of it if you watch YouTube. But they did kind of do the viral marketing thing of like releasing a website linked to the movie.
Yo creo que vi el website, pero nunca vi nada de lo que tenía.
It's basically like riddles. You have to solve riddles if somebody was on the other side, obviously the Riddler.
Yeah.
But it has like stuff, and I think there's like concept art like linked to the site and blah blah blah. Very interesting shit. They're trying to do a little bit of the ARG, the augmented reality gaming shit.
That's cool.
So,
pero yeah, yo vi esa escena y dije, I'm good. I don't want to see anything else. I really don't want to see anything else. Ya estoy bien. I'm really good.
Pregunta.
This guy, we literally won't post any more trailers. Can we? Without being taken down by Warner Brothers? Are you crazy? Like,
Por eso.
I wish you could watch it. Maybe.
I don't know. Bunny 4 veces para que
I think I want to say that if you put it, we might get taken down on YouTube.
No,
like,
sí, obviamente.
I think we have to take it. I don't know about Twitch.
Por la posteridad, tú sabes.
Sí, claro.
Mira, mi gente, Orengo la describió, yo me la viví, yo la vi todo, so no tienen que buscarla en YouTube. Ya con denle para atrás y así como Orengo la describió, vívanse esa experiencia, es mejor que verla.
That's gonna be a new segment. Orengo just wording out trailers and shit.
Please, por favor, Orengo, please.
This has been Place Me in the Scene with Alejandro Orengo.
Beautiful.
We're recording everything. Scenes of a marriage, bro. Just how Orengo coming into
Hey, you can't say. You can't say that.
That's triggering over here.
Bro. Respect the boundaries.
Oh
my God.
Espérate, ¿qué pasó?
Bro. Lex said the safe word. You can't say that in front of Deke. We don't talk about that, bro.
Yeah,
we don't talk about that.
All right, so
one condition, Lex. One condition, you broke it.
Are we ready to go into the main topic for today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
okay, dale.
All right.
Is something big gonna happen? Like
I'm expecting like a trailer. I was like like to come in and just.
He has a little new graphic. Espérate, hay un new graphic.
I said no. I was gonna talk. I forgot. Shut off the thing. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about the 3 things that we liked from 2021, and the 3 things that we're expecting now. I have a list made for us for Deke came in late to the game, so Deke doesn't have no list. Deke doesn't have no graphics made. So we're gonna start off with Orengo's best 3 of 2021.
Awesome.
I'm gonna pop the graphic with all 3. And we'll go ahead and we'll let Orengo describe.
All you aficionados out there, this is where you get your fancy snacks and you raise your pinkies up in the sky.
Yes, I am an A24 whore, clearly. So basically me dejé llevar mucho de la lista of 2021 films that I saw. Este fue el año que le metí pepa en tratar de construir like a best of list. I usually don't do that a lot. I just have like, oh, I like that movie from that year. Y se acabó la conversación. But this one I made a concerted effort because of Letterboxd and everything to kind of like name the things that I liked about this year. Y The Green Knight, pues it's kind of a cheat. It's the favorite thing that I liked. Tiene mucho que ver con la experiencia de que fue la primera película que vi post-pandemic. It was actually my first film que vi en la sala del cine. And it was a rinky-dinky theater de Western Plaza, so it wasn't like the best theater experience ever, pero por el mero hecho de que fui a ver al cine, I think it did elevate un poquito la experiencia. That being said, it's a great film que si no la han visto se están durmiendo todavía viéndola because it's a great Arthurian tale reconstruida en una forma bien non-conventional. No es la forma cotidiana que te esperarías que Arthurian tales will be told. This plays a lot with metaphors, con asímile, con simbolismo, con temas que tienen que ver con chivalry, respect, family, love, hate, un montón de temas que quiere tocar. And a lot of the film bogs down to your experience of it. Y lo cool de esta película es que it's like a weird Rorschach test donde mucha gente tiene diferentes interpretaciones of what the themes are or what they kind of like took away from the film. Especialmente the final sequence con The Green Knight itself. Que pues, mucha gente presume, oh, it's a dream, oh, it happened, it's a premonition, it's not, whatever. Entonces, como que toda la gente se va en el viaje. It's really cool because it drives a lot of interesting conversation. I had a lot of interesting conversation with a lot of people que usualmente no ven este tipo de películas, que las ven. It's all the interesting metaphors que le sacaron a esa escena específicamente is very interesting. Y las actuaciones están super cool. Cinematography is great. David Lowery is a filmmaker that I really do respect. Porque he's one of the few, and I had this conversation recently, donde, because someone, little tangent, someone sent me an article, the IndieWire, que it was an opinion piece, que decía, maybe Sundance filmmakers shouldn't jump to blockbusters, because they're not ready. Entonces, era un opinion piece como de yo no sé cuántas páginas de algo, I read it, donde argumentaba que, while it might seem beneficial for first-time filmmakers que salieron de Sundance con a very hot property, brincar a hacer un Jurassic World or like a new Marvel movie, they get bogged down by the IP, and ese bargaining chip that they think they might have, quizás se le va de la mata, porque then you have people who did, por ejemplo, la de Captain Marvel, que now they're literally doing nothing, porque si no Captain Marvel no fue una película que fue muy, muy querida, and you don't see what the director's intent is in that movie. So you don't see anything of their style, of anything that put them on the map to begin with. So el argumento ahora está que maybe a lot of these directors need more practice or need to step up from their first feature films que hacen de Sundance o de Tribeca or whatever y brincar a otras cosas con maybe a slighter bigger budget but still retaining that creative control so they can evolve as filmmakers. But I think that David Lowery es una excepción al caso because this man proved you que cuando hizo Ending Body Saints con Casey Affleck y Rooney Mara, después él brinca doing, I think it was Pete's Dragon, después brinca a hacer Ghost Story, después Old Man in the Gun, y después ahora brinco a hacer The Green Knight, y ahora va a ser la de Peter Pan de Disney. Is a man that can seamlessly transition from like high budget IPs to like $100 features, like $100 million, $100,000 features. And that's very admirable. And in this day and age, y no comprometer tu visión artística, porque In the Body Saints se nota que es una película de David Lowery. Ghost Story se nota una película de David Lowery. Even Pete's Dragon, the reason why people don't like it too much, it feels like a David Lowery fantasy movie. It feels like you're watching una mezcla de Green Knight con un poquito de Ghost Story, but with a freaking green dragon. So I really admire that that man is able to do that shit. It's very respectable. The Humans me encantó porque in terms of el guión está cabrón. Like, it's a really good script to study. Es basado en una obra de teatro, so already you know que tiene que tener un guión bastante sólido because if the play doesn't do well, you're not gonna be interested in the story. Pero el guión está bien logrado. Los diálogos seamlessly inject a lot of characterization, a lot of themes about anxieties by the Americana. Por lo que pasó en 9/11, lo que pasa en New York, the lifestyles of young people and old people, las inquietudes que tiene la familia. It's basically the best anxiety-driven Thanksgiving movie you will ever see. Tiene performances súper bueno. I think que para una película que pasa una obra de teatro jugó mucho con los espacios, especialmente hacer que el apartamento en que ellos están es un personaje adicional, que obviamente en una obra de teatro es bien difícil de lograr, pero aquí teniendo el beneficio de tener la cámara, tú puedes aumentar bien cabrón el espacio y jugar con los espacios. Y para ser el mismo director que hizo la obra de teatro, it's very fascinating cómo este hombre seamlessly transitioned from doing theater work, que exclusivamente más basado en diálogo, en delivery, a hacer más nuanced performances y jugar más con encuadre y cámara, que eso es algo fascinante porque no muchos directores que hacen esa transición los logran hacerlo muy bien. Es el tercer ejemplo, pues es un movie that most of us saw, que era The Pig.
Well, most of us in the group.
¿Verdad? Pues son así,
Yeah,
sí,
okay.
most of
I
us
thought you meant
are.
like in general across the
No,
world. Most
you
of
know
us,
what?
I was like,
I would argue that
this one
maybe
might be a sleeper hit.
But
Like,
but maybe this is the movie that most people saw in general de mi lista, I think. Por el hecho de que era Nicolas Cage, I think, y como está en Hulu, I think that a lot of people might, por curiosidad, haberle dado el click, I think. It's a great movie. El character development de Nicolas Cage está bien logrado. I like how subdued his character is. And I like que la trayectoria de la historia no es lo que tú esperas. Y no necesariamente es que I love when, you're subverting expectations, because that's not my
there you
point.
go. The S
Pero,
word.
exacto. But it's more about how you do, what you do with a narrative que tú tienes encima. Que tú haces con la premisa y cómo tú juegas con esta premisa y cómo tú te encariñas con personajes que at face value might seem not redeemable. Y cómo con bien poco contexto de un personaje tú puedes lograr mucha emoción. Because al final del día, you know so little about this character. You know just a little bit more than what you did at the beginning. Pero en la jornada que él atraviesa is freaking amazing. And I know que out of all people, Deke is the one that really loved this movie. So,
there we go.
I know que entre todos nosotros, yo sé que la persona que tuvo la experiencia más existencial fue Deke. Yo sé que Deke vio esta película y él dijo, este es el cine que yo me propongo hacer.
Sin palabras.
I fucking went to Animal Kingdom and literally, to not have Deke break out into an argument, I refrained from taking a picture with a pig and being like, oh look, I got a truffle pig, a corny ass fucking joke. And I literally took the picture. It's in my phone. I said, you know what? Not to go down that long diatribe, not to start World War IV, because 3 happened when we watched that movie. I was like, not to start World War IV. I'm just gonna refrain from sending this picture.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Yo estaba en un grupo, empezaron a hablar de Pig y yo hice.
I'm a head out.
Talk about this fucking guy gets PTSD now every Christmas when they have pernil. Like,
La Navidad de papi.
¿Tú te imaginas que vaya a un restaurante y entonces le están diciendo el menú exclusivo y dice, no, pues entonces tenemos como que este pequeño little duck with little truffles on top of it? What?
What?
What did you say?
I want
Truffles?
no pork, and if you serve me a fucking quail broke down the middle, I will murder you. Say, like,
Mira, yo
De
fui
que no
a...
puede la chinchorreal más nada.
No, por eso. Yo fui a Burrito y cuando me preguntaron de qué quiere la quesadilla, yo carní y paré. Yo, pollo, dame la pollo.
What?
Pollo.
Deca's Puerto Rican food pyramid, there's like a blank spot where like the pig should be like, it's missing a block.
It's a great performance de Nicolas Cage, honestamente. I mean, I don't care about the Oscars, pero it's a shame que no ha sido más reconocido en estos ámbitos. Sí fue reconocido like en los Indie Spirit Awards, si no me equivoco, or he's going to be most likely. Pero de verdad que Nicolas Cage has always been a great performer. Lo que pasa es que, pues, because of reasons, he's always had to take like shitty roles. Pero esto es un papel que de verdad demuestra why this man had an Oscar in the 90s. Esto es lo que te demuestra why that man is the man that he is. So, yeah. Eso era la lista.
All right, now let's go into Orengo's list of what he's expecting of the new year.
Yes, you're gonna have to give me the list.
Orengo, do you have honorable mentions? Because I'm getting a little triggered here.
I think I had honorable mentions, pero yo no sé si era del top 5 o de esta. Which one did I do, Lex? Because I don't remember.
Your honorable mentions were of 2022.
Okay, pues cool. But that's what I did. Do you want me to do honorable mentions del año pasado? Because I can pull them up real quick. So you tell me.
I'm just saying, like, me está parpadeando el corazón, and if you don't mention a certain movie, yo creo que me va a dar algo.
Wait, do I? Okay, but break. Let me go to my list.
Pero es que es la lista de él, no la tuya.
Es la lista mía. I mean,
this fucking guy drilled this movie. I literally went to the movie theater to watch this movie because he was like, bro, that shit is like, well, what? This is like subversion at its finest. Like,
shit.
I want to know what this is now.
I don't know what this is. Oh, Lamb. Tú sabes que
Lamb is not on his list.
Lamb. Yeah, it's not on my list, and I haven't watched it yet. Pero gracias por recomendármela, so I need to see it. I'm so good at selling movies. I haven't even seen the movie, and he went to see it.
He said, "I'm out of here. I don't want to be part of this anymore."
Lo que pasó, Miguel, es que yo la quería ver en cine. It wasn't here. I think it never came to the movie theaters here. No, it did. Para el Festival de Europa. And I was going to go see it. I didn't see it, and then I just forgot about it. And I haven't seen it yet. Porque I had other movies que tenían de docket para ver y después tiene lo de Sundance. No, yo sé que no quieren mi excusa.
I hope if anybody sees you at Fine Arts with your pinky in the air, I hope somebody just comes and cuts that shit off.
But I appreciate that you went to see a movie based on my baseless recommendation.
Let's cut the bullshit. Every time I go see a goddamn movie at Fine Arts, like I send you a message. Like, bro,
I know
this shit was sophisticated.
I know. It
was very good.
Mira, mi cuarto y cinco, para ser más rápido. I love Come On, que la hace Joaquin Phoenix, the black and white movie about him being a shitty uncle to this kid who's like, I don't want to say he's on a spectrum, but he's very hyper. Tiene mucho ADHD. Entonces, él tiene que cuidar del nene porque la hermana de él, que es la mamá del nene, has to go away for a few weeks because she needs to take care of the husband. Entonces, él pues, needs to basically grow up and become an adult because he needs to take care of another human being, which he's never done before because he's a fuck up. La película está laced with beautiful documentary-like interviews with a lot of kids porque él es un interviewer. He goes around the United States to do interviews with children and with teens about very heavy philosophical questions about like where do you see the state of the world? What do you think about the politicians in this world? Entonces, the movie's littered with this perspective of children and teens of how the world is going down the shitter and hopefully how are they going to fix it. While you're seeing this story about this essentially coming of age of a man having to grow up forcefully because he needs to take care of this child. Obviamente,
away from that movie.
¿Qué?
I said, God, I'm glad I stood away from that movie because I bet you I would have been crying from like beginning to fucking end.
I thought you would have seen it por eso mismo because I know you're gonna really. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I literally like I saw the trailer and I was like, I have a feeling this might not be the one I want to see in public. Okay, I might want to just watch this one. I might want to watch this one in my living room and then just go cry in the shower.
I mean, I cried. I cried. It was really powerful.
Oh my God.
And I don't have children, so
and you barely have a soul.
Exacto, imagínate. Pues entonces mi quinta en Nitram, que es una película australiana. I don't want to go much into it because if you're interested in seeing it, it's basically based on a real life event, but I don't want to spoil the event because then you're going to know how the movie ends. But it's just a character study. Nitram se llama. It's just a character study. Don't look at the synopsis. Okay, I feel like the synopsis is going to spoil it to you.
All right.
It's basically a character study. Este personaje who's very like, he's not right in the head. And you slowly see the unraveling of this character a través de la narrativa. It's really greatly acted. And when you start to discover what the movie's really about, the ending is going to shock you, bien cabrón. And then you're going to contextually understand por qué esta película se hizo. Pero es que no quiero decir mucho porque si ves el trailer y si lees la sinopsis, you automatically will know what this is about. I went in there blind porque me lo recomendó un amigo. So there you go. Okay, that was it. I did my honorables. Yeah.
Okay.
Ahorita envíalas al chat, por favor. Porque
No.
yo me propuse este año ver más películas, no solamente indie, pero o sea, que me quiero separar un poquito of the superhero.
That's all I was going to say to Nick. I was like, please don't go to me next after Orengo, please. Do
somebody else.
Do Deke.
You, me, and Cely, our list is interchangeable. We have like things that are in all our lists and shit. Not every single one, but there is something that's on all our lists.
I'm just saying because that list is very true to Orengo's taste, but it's gonna make us look like brain dead children.
Bien cabrón. It's fine. It's a mierda.
Papi, a cada cual le gusta lo que le gusta.
Exacto. It's fine.
Bro.
He should have said. I'm just saying. He should have saved that list for Cinenerds. He should have toned it down at least. He should have toned it down a notch at least. Like
No.
No Red Rock.
Red Rock es la o séptima. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That movie, does it have anything to do with a school?
No.
Okay, then it's not the one that I'm talking about. That's not the one that I'm thinking about.
Sí.
Era una escuela de señas, ¿verdad? Porque yo no escuché más nada de lo que dijiste.
No, ninguna escuela.
No, forget about it. Let's go with
mierda. No, papi, es que ahora me sentí bien mierda porque mi primera película es Son of Metal. Y yo como que, oh shit, una escuela que no.
That's a good one.
That's a
No,
good
no,
one.
no, pero
That's a good.
el
That was a good
segundo-
segue, ladies and gentlemen. He asked them, "Are you audibly impaired?" Because my first movie is Sound of Metal.
Por eso, a mí me
I
gustó
don't
Sound
have
of Metal.
I don't have your list, so just go ahead.
Te la estoy
and tell me
diciendo, papi,
yours.
tranquilo. Solamente
from the
escucha,
head.
imagínate las imágenes. ¿Está bien?
Okay, okay.
Pues mira, las dos películas, las top 3, la verdad que me gustaron este año. Y no sé si estoy biased porque fue lo último que vi del año, pero Encounter me gustó un montón. Riz Ahmed como que este año le metió. En la de Amazon.
Yep. Amazon.
Oh, I haven't
Riz
seen
Ahmed
it
is
yet.
the
That's
one
the
where
one that
his
it looks.
kid-
Yeah, it looks kind of like a
Y yo
like an
soy-
acid
I'm a-
trip in like Pakistan or something like that, right?
I'm
Like
a
that's
sucker
kinda-
for self-acceptance in a movie and fucking father and son features. Es como que esos son mis weaknesses de verdad de corazón. Like,
It's another father and son feature. The Riz Ahmed movie?
Encounter.
He has
Encounter.
two
Encounter?
kids, and they on the
He
they on
has
the
two
run.
kids.
Oh,
They're on the run. Y entonces la
Wasn't there like a psychological thing to it?
Yeah, pero no quiero. O sea,
Okay,
es que
okay,
está
okay,
chévere
okay.
porque dependiendo cuál trailer vea, va a tener diferentes percepciones. Te
Yeah,
venden la perspectiva real y te venden la otra perspectiva.
Okay.
So, dependiendo qué trailer ve, yo vi los dos trailers y era como que, I'm gonna see this shit. Like, me gustó. O sea, pero lo que es realmente, pues, it is what it is. La otra que me gustó un montón y de verdad fue una de las películas que más repetí en el año era Mitchells vs. The Machine. No sé si es como que es el spiritual successor de Into the Spider-Verse en ese sentido, no sé qué es, pero de verdad que fue una película que la repetí y cuando se acabó el año fue de unas películas de las que volví. Como que estas fueron las películas que al final del año yo dije, I'm gonna watch this again, porque es que de verdad me encantaron. Eso es como que las tres mías. Y
I'm gonna go next.
Honorable mention, Madres Paralelas.
You're such a dick.
What did I?
Bueno, quiero dar el contexto entonces.
Can I have some context here? I'm lost.
Lo único que sé es que shots fired.
No, es que fuimos un screening y yo tenía a Orengo con una amistad de atrás y yo vi como Roma ardió y a mí me encantó ver el
This movie was made by one of Orengo's favorite directors.
The thing is, I don't dislike Almodóvar.
You don't dislike it, pero
Oh, okay. I see where we're going with this.
yo vi un imperio caer, yo vi civilizaciones peleando frente a mí y para mí fue el experience.
But was it like so when you say that, was there a confrontation at the theater or were like
Orengo rompió una botella, el tipo al frente.
So yo simplemente
was it one of those silent like it wasn't like an all-out argument at the theater? It was like yo, shut the fuck up, fuck your mother.
So, yo estaba ranchando con dos amistades cerca
all in silence, like
because the thing was, I was going there for my own thing. De que fue con su corrido de Writers Gang. Entonces, pues yo me digo, qué cool. Entonces, pues, yo he visto ese gotita sentado al lado mío. Después, Gilberto llegó tarde, I think, y se tocó al lado de nosotros. And we were like in a little island hating the fucking movie. Y todo el otro grupo estaba, mixed. Ahí no es que gente no le gustó, pero hay gente que le gustó un montón. So then when we converge in the food club,
fue como
it was West Side Story, huh?
Yes, I was doing the whole thing. I was like, I'm ready to destroy these people I don't know. Yo no sé, I don't know if I made a bad first impression on them. I have no clue. Pero I went all out on some of them. Bien feo. I was like, fuck,
So there was a switchblade involved and somebody got shrapnel by mistake.
It was more metaphorical switchblades for sure. Again, yo no sé qué first impression I left. I don't think it was a good one to these people. I apologize, pero I was so heated escuchando que me decía que esta película era buena and I was like getting so triggered que I couldn't sustain myself.
Era después que tú te fuiste, ¿dónde carajo salió ese tipo? ¿Quién lo trajo?
No creo.
¿Sabes lo más cabrón de todo? I bet you Orengo gave him the smiling, like what do you call that shit? Yeah. It's like the smiling contradictory, like he'll go like oh, with the little twizzler of the fucking mustache. So you thought this was good? Like you actually appreciated this piece of garbage. Oh, okay.
And you're in what? In the Writers Gang? This is what you do for a living.
Esa fue la parte que me triggerió, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow, okay.
Me triggerió un poquito feo. That was the part that kind of triggered me a little bit.
He was like, you work these movies.
Pero
I
you know what?
appreciate
I
it.
respect because that's exactly what I like about the writers. El
Everything-
hecho de que hay
everything-
ese tipo de diferentes opiniones. That's what
Exacto,
that's,
exacto.
in retrospect, I was
Another,
like, you know what? I
another
like it.
underhanded comment. Another one.
Yes,
another,
yes.
other, yes. Another.
You know,
I respect it. I respect
There's
it. I don't
there's
fuck with
good
it, but I
opinions
respect
como,
it.
como Deke, que yo respeto mucho su opinión, and there's idiot opinions like those two guys.
Bro.
Ay, no,
Tommy.
ya.
Bro. Ellos probablemente están viendo el episodio. Ellos probablemente están viendo el episodio. Yo mañana poncho y trabajo.
Mira, I will say this. I've insulted hasta Deke, so please
hope-
do never
pero-
take anything
pero-
what I say.
I hope you
seriously.
like working for Orengo in the future because
Pero Orengo, ¿en qué bando yo estaba? Yo estaba en el dipiar mis papas porque yo no aporté absolutamente
Mira,
nada.
si
Yo
no
estaba
aportaste
viendo el
nada.
mundo de él.
look
Yo
at
estaba
check
viendo
out,
el mundo de él.
check out the disclaimer.
To be fair, it
Check out the
actually
disclaimer.
upset me
Apologies
more.
for
It
day
actually
one.
upset me more que Deke no aportó nada. I was getting
Por
more
eso.
pissed off que Deke estaba diciendo nada, actually. To be
Por
fair.
eso, era como que
Yeah.
yo estoy comiéndome mis papas.
Deke did the kid, the disappearing kid meme. He was like,
Just,
Isn't that movie getting like nominated for a whole bunch of shit? Like I
Yeah,
keep seeing it.
there's a couple of international awards. No sé si para los Oscars, todo depende, pero está en el shortlist de los Oscars for sure. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
going to end up there. It might, porque es Pedro Almodóvar.
Mhm.
Okay, y mi opinión es de la minoría, because generally a lot of critics do like the film. So
"What's the basis of this movie? Can I just get since I'll probably never watch
it's
it."
about
from
it's
my
about
mother.
motherhood. Yeah, it's motherhood. It's about motherhood. Está usando
Okay.
una macro historia hablando de
That
familias que hubo ruptura de familias en los tiempos de este tipo. Fuck, I forgot
Yeah,
that.
that guy. Es que de verdad se me está
Sí,
olvidando el nombre. I'm not being
el-
an asshole.
Yeah,
Like,
the-
So it's,
World War
One.
it's about motherhood. It's about women.
yes, I know, pero eran los tiempos de
Toxic masculinity shows his head again.
Franco, thank you. Yes, en los tiempos de
Franco,
Franco,
okay.
all the families that were fucking
Ah, okay.
destroyed because of the war.
Ujú.
Y entonces, esa es el macro historia de cómo entonces estamos tratando de conseguir este heritage, this missed, este link de la familia que está missed. Y el micro es de estas dos mujeres que dan a luz al mismo tiempo, madres paralelas. And how they deal with their dinamismo de
Is this
madre.
the one with Penelope Cruz in it?
yeah.
Oh, I've heard of that movie. I haven't. It's on Amazon. It was on Amazon, wasn't it?
Puede ser. Ya,
It was
ya
in
tiene que
places.
estar en VOD for sure. Ya tiene que estar en
Oh,
VOD.
I heard. You know what the funny part is? I did hear about this movie. Orengo pissed on it. Okay, let's go. Next topic.
That's how I heard. That's how I heard of it.
I think
The
that's
first
how I
time
heard about it. I
Orengo
think-
was just
But
shitting all
go
over this
see it
movie.
because you might actually like it. Es que I really didn't like it.
Okay.
He said go see it. You guys don't have really great taste, so you might like it. Go ahead and watch.
No.
it.
Like somebody here has WandaVision on their list. Go watch it. You
I
might
did not
fucking
say
like
that.
it.
No.
Somebody-
Don't misconstrue what I said. Yo dije estoy en minoría. I said that shit. Yo estoy en minoría.
can't
Somebody
wait.
has
I can't
somebody
wait.
has a boatload of Marvel properties on their list. So go watch
I
that. piece of
cannot.
shit.
I
It's
cannot wait for these lists to come out just to see Orengo's face. I'm gonna go
Okay.
first.
Dale.
I'm gonna go first.
Wait, we
Mine
did.
no-
Espérate,
finished
de que no
Deck's- I know,
terminado.
we finished
Yo
Deck's
terminé,
list.
Yo terminé.
Ah,
No,
no,
Porque
él
no tengo
dijo,
lista.
no, lo que pasa es que no tiene lista porque lo hizo tal. Él
Okay,
vino
okay.
tarde.
But he
Yo,
did.
yo,
Lo hizo
Alright.
tarde.
yo llegué hoy, mi gente.
Alright, don't worry,
It
don't
was
worry.
it was Encounter, Mitchell and the Machines, and fucking
Entre dos
Sound of
mujeres.
Metal. There's three.
Okay.
Y madre
Alright.
paralela,
La ñapa.
Yeah, we'll do all our 2021s, and then we'll start again with next year. We'll start with Orengo. I'm gonna go next. My best of last year was the Mitchells and the Machines.
Of course it was.
Fucking-
Loki.
like I said, yo, I seen that movie, but for me, it was also the experience. I got to see it with my kids. The movie is about a father and his kids, but specifically his daughter. His daughter's graduating. She's going to college. They're in a real awkward position. That shit hit me in the feels so much watching that fucking movie. Watching how the father constantly he fucks up, but he has good intentions. He's just like he's getting older. He's not as cooler. And I see myself turning into my fucking father. Like every fucking day, I make fun of him for years. And then little by little, I'm like starting to get macharro and shit. Yo, that shit hit me. That
No,
shit
pero
hit me.
no te sientas mal. You were always like that. So.
Yeah,
Shut
ever
the
since I knew
fuck
you were fucking corny. So like, I mean,
Shut the fuck up. My
Y
number
el perro es lo mejor que te representa. No es el
Fuck you. The number two for me, again, the movie. For me, I love the movie, but more than just the movie, it was the experience watching the movie. I had to go with Spider-Man.
Mhm.
Oh, wait a minute. I just want to see. There you go with Orengo.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'm missing.
Mucho se tardó.
I knew it.
Voy a hacer abogado.
He was joking. That's why he was joking. He was like, "Oh no, that's violence." I somewhere around the corner, I was like, "The stab is coming, bro." Like,
I'm
Voy a
kidding.
ser abogado del
It's not
diablo.
even there.
tú tienes que cambiar Loki, porque el Loki no es una película, Loki es una serie.
No. But to be fair,
choices.
Lex did say que él dijo.
You came in late.
Se lo dijo ustedes, a mí me dijo película.
Oh, okay.
You came in today. When you come in the day of, you don't get all the options.
Mira, qué difícil era decir.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault, bro. You said you was gonna come into work today. That's your fault.
Pues papi.
Anyway, Loki, yeah. I mean, Spider-Man's gonna come again on this fucking list, so we're gonna talk about it again. For me,
okay.
It was. I've been said before all this bullshit happened. Me and Miguel been said Andrew Garfield is fucking my favorite Spider-Man.
Let me in.
You always trying to stick a Puerto Rican into the mix, bro. You're trying to make him fucking Spanish. Andrew.
Andre Garfield.
Andrés Garfield. Pues no, aquí no se dice Garfield, así que aquí se dice Garfield.
Exacto,
Spider-Man,
André Garfield.
Spider-Man, it went past my expectations. I thought it was gonna be good. I thought it was really gonna be good. I thought it was better than what I thought it was gonna be. There was a lot of things. We were months upon months on this podcast talking about what could happen in this movie, what might happen, what we want to happen, and a lot of the things that we as a collective said we wanted to see actually happened in this movie. This movie wasn't just a regular Marvel movie. It was an event. In a pandemic area, fucking 1.6 billion. This movie was an event. And in the theater, it felt like that. I was in a room full of fucking strangers, and they might as well have been family for those fucking 2+ hours. Everybody was cheering at the same time. People are looking at each other. People yelling. For me, the movie was great. I really loved it. But the experience of watching it in the theaters made me. It created a bigger memory for that movie for me. And then, I mean, Loki. Out of bro, like I have this fucking guy tattooed on my arm. Out of all the series that Disney Plus gave us, for me, Loki easy was the best series that
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, he's not talking about Loki. He's talking about he has a tattoo of Tom Hiddleston on his arm.
I have my wife's name and then I have Tom Hiddleston right there.
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston, son. Like Loki's gonna go back on the list again, but like the show, we're gonna see how far the ramifications of what happens in the show, how far it extends, but it felt important when it happened. When we saw it, when the finale came and we saw it, we experienced it, it felt like, holy shit, this is going to be a changing point in the universe of Marvel. So those are my three. Who wants to go next, Cely or MIGS?
But do you have honorable mentions?
No, I don't have no. Not for last year.
Okay.
I'll go.
Okay,
Mine is
Cely,
easier.
2021.
¡Tarán!
Nice.
Qué casualidad que Loki aparece y más nada. Ok, por obvias razones. Por obvias razones, pues Spider-Man, again, we talked about that movie for ages. Yo grité, yo lloré, yo fui con un corillo de 13 personas al cine a verla. Yo fui la encargada de conseguir todas las taquillas, de conseguir la sala de cine. Para mí fue una experiencia completa. Muchas cosas de las que dijimos pasaron. Yo lo único que podía hacer era literalmente gritar y llorar en la sala, porque es que lo único que yo pensaba era, puñeta, Miguel dijo esto y pasó.
Es lo de la estatua,
esto.
literal.
Sí.
Me salió la jodida estatua, yo, oh, wait, Miguel leyó sobre la estatua.
Sí, no, y like, todos los spoilers antes y todo lo que hicimos antes, durante y después de Spider-Man fue tan épico que de verdad que yo creo que ese fue el momento más memorable. Y yo, de verdad, esta lista completa yo la hice pensando en que no solamente fue lo más que vi, es que fue lo más que I enjoyed, lo más que disfruté, porque 2021 fue un año bien mierda para mí. Sí, tuvieron sus cosas buenas, pero dentro de todo me tuve que refugiar en my good feels, like, y safe spots to watch, porque de verdad que fue un año super fucked up. Y literalmente por eso es que también Loki está aquí, porque Loki abrió la puerta a todo lo que se supone que sea el multiverso. Sí, lo estábamos viendo en otras series, en otras películas, y obviamente pues WandaVision tenía como que esa pullita de la realidad, about reality in itself and whatever, pero Loki fue lo que, te vamos a tirar los variantes, te vamos a tirar el efecto que está en cierta otra área, en otras series, en otras películas, que es como que this is bad. Y again, la escena de Glorious Purpose y Loki fue una de las cosas que yo más pegué en cuestión de lo que estaba pasando, y mucha gente está solo y they want to say I'm wrong, but I'm not. Eso es una de las mayores de las cosas que más.
Yeah, I was right.
Sí, porque yo tan solo digo que Old Man Loki is not dead. Hey, he was like.
No, es que no lo está.
Ese Glorious Purpose moment para mí fue como que.
Deke hung out with him apparently last weekend. So.
That was one of the few shows.
Like he was fine.
Okay.
That was one of the few shows that we actually woke up all together at 4 o'clock in the morning to stream the shit together.
Bro, que brincamos con fucking Miss
Oh
Minute.
God.
Cuando salió Miss Minute por la madrugada.
Yo, we all lost.
Diablo, sí, bien cabrón.
Oh shit.
That
Wow.
was scary as hell.
Pero esas dos piezas de Disney, Marvel / Sony para mí fueron como que la más memorable, la más que de verdad disfruté, porque estuvimos nosotros, o sea, mayormente yo veía las cosas gracias a ustedes y por ustedes, en verdad. Y si no hubiese sido por eso y por otras cosas, yo creo que no hubiese visto ni la mitad.
Give me a hug. No, kidding.
Hermosa.
A lo último, ¿por qué tengo Critical Role Campaign 3? Porque una empezó en 2021 y dos, porque es la primera vez que puedo ver los campaigns en el momento que salen. Yo llegué a ver campaign, los que no saben, pues Critical Role es un podcast / live stream en Twitch de D&D.
That's Foster. Hey, man. I'm sorry, perdón.
He was like, I
Don't
know
worry,
that
dude.
guy. Oh my god.
Oh my god, why? A person commenting on our live stream? Oh my god, what is this?
Can this actually happen?
No, but thank you for that, dude. Pero, ¿cómo te digo? Es la primera vez que por fin puedo ver uno de sus campaigns en vivo. Que puedo ver los campaigns en vivo. Yo soy bien fanática de ellos, soy bien fanática de D&D, como todo el mundo lo sabe. He visto Campaign 1 y Campaign 2, pero no al mismo tiempo. Sí pude ver los últimos episodios de Campaign 2 cuando estaban pasando, porque Hello me dio break casi catch up y saber lo que más o menos estaba pasando gracias a la pandemia. Pero ya, Campaign 3 está bien fucking loco, los personajes están bien cabrones. Estos spoilers, pero lo hace más interesante cuando lo empiezas a ver. Uno de los personajes ya se muere por ciertas razones.
Permanently, like that permadeath, like
Yeah, the character is fucking dead.
Eso existe todavía en serie, permadeath.
That person can't like be at the table anymore. It's just like banished.
He wasn't at the table. Okay, él se murió como en episodio 3. O sea, para que veas cuán bien fucked up está este campaign ahora. Y en episodio 8 aparece the actor again con otro personaje.
Now,
pero
this campaign, this is what Vox Machina is based on?
No, Vox Machina está based on the first one. Que eso tiene como que it's history también. Que cuando yo vaya a explicar por qué tengo Vox Machina en la lista de 2022, ya van a saber por qué. Pero ya, el campaign está bien loco, de verdad que lo recomiendo. Van por episodio 11 y tienen tiempo de catch up if you want to. Los episodios esta vez son un poquito más cortos y I've been enjoying it a lot more porque I get the jokes a little bit more porque lo estoy viendo en el momento y eso es bien importante porque si no vas a tener que... Es como cualquier serie, tú ves todos los episodios and then you get the memes. Pues yo no quería que me pasara con y de verdad que I'm enjoying it a lot. De verdad que están bien locos por el carajo esta vez. Like everything, like it's all bets are off. My favorite character es Ashton Greymore. Él es un Earth Genasi Barbarian, pero ellos están usando homebrew subclasses que lo hace todo un poquito más interesante. Campaign 3 after 30 years after Vox Machina. Que está bien loco porque tiene que ver con muchas cosas que pasan en Campaign 3 aluden a cosas que pasaron en Campaign 1. Los personajes de la tienen cosas bien locas. Pues Ashton tiene un homebrew subclass que se llama Fundamental Chaos, que se parece mucho al Wild Magic de Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, que también es un subclass de Barbarian, pero el de él está bien cabrón porque él puede escoger qué le pasa mientras hace el rage y el tipo de damage que él puede dar, que para mí está bien cool, de verdad. I love Barbarians y pues ya, por eso es, el campeón está bien loco, está bien cabrón y a mí me gusta un montón.
Nice.
All right, so let's go with Miguel's 3 picks.
So WandaVision is first. Hold your fucking cringing, Orengo. I can hear you from here. WandaVision has to be first for me, because I think at the time it came out, I think it was more the timing than anything else. Some people could disagree that the series was not that great, but I think timing-wise, we were all fucking locked up. Most of the Marvel fans were dying for their next little fucking drop of content to like progress that universe, bro. And I think it spawned literally like a boatload of fucking YouTubers. Like hablando claro,
bro,
with the theories, and it brought people together just to theorize. Like everybody was like, "What in the living fuck is going on in this series?"
This fucking show started with fucking WandaVision.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it brought a lot of people together. Not only that, like, with all due respect, I didn't follow a lot of the YouTube community from my island, and like I discovered like a lot of like, bro, there's a lot of people that like, you know, enjoy the geek culture and they have like a voice and they want to make their voice heard from way back home. And it feels like, bro, when I was living in Puerto Rico, I didn't have any of that. So it was really cool to see like people like from back home, like everybody was going crazy over this shit and everybody was voicing their opinion and everybody was getting together to talk about it. Besides the fact that I really dug the acting in the series, maybe not so much the payoff, but like the what the hell is going on of it all. It constantly kept me on the edge of my seats. I cannot, maybe Loki is the other series, but there is no other series to me that every time those credits rolled, bro, we were like pissed off. Yeah. Like, what the hell? I can't believe they killed it there. I would pause the series.
I hated that music. Like,
I would literally pause the series every couple of minutes to be like, how much is left? They can't possibly leave me dangling with like 10 minutes left of the series. No, they can't do this. Like, I loved every minute of this show and what the implication, even though it didn't turn out to be that, at least not yet. Like, I think it was our first little, technically Doctor Strange was one, but it was our first little tiny dip into the multiverse theories. Like, literally, movies are still being affected today, even though it ain't 1 minute. Movies are being affected today by stuff that happened in that series. Because I think yeah, they plan ahead. I think yes, they plan ahead, but I also think they gauge audience reactions and they steer the ship accordingly. Oh yeah, this movie bombed and nobody be like, who the fuck wants to talk about some alternate reality where everything that happened before is possibly canon? Who gives a shit about that? I don't think that, you know, we'd be doing the Spider-Man thing the way they did it in the movie.
That's because a little animated movie did it before.
Yeah, but
it proves that the idea works.
You honestly
tuvieron que, okay, yo tengo que admitir que tuvieron que empujar para eso, de verdad.
Yeah,
como que, esto funciona, we have to do it now. Yeah. Live action.
Y más en específico cuando pones a los Spider-Man a hablar de sus tíos. Eso fue literalmente la escena de cuando yo dije, se llevaron esa escena de básicamente Into the Spider-Verse.
Let me ask you a question. You think without WandaVision, the next Spider-Man movie live action would have been about the multiverse?
Iba a ser about the multiverse. Iba a ser about the multiverse, pero no por culpa de WandaVision. Es por Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
But you think they would have added all those elements about how there's alternate realities and they're being ripped out and everything is within the Marvel universe technically canon.
Pero didn't they establish this idea en la segunda de Spider-Man con Mysterio? Even though Mysterio was lying, pero didn't they plant the seeds then?
Pero
the whole multiverse thing?
I don't think.
Pero me recuerdo muy bien ahora mismo la película. Pero
he does mention multi-theory,
right?
Multiverse theory, but like they cough out a lot of shit. I don't know. I don't really buy the.
No, pero eso no aplicaría como foreshadowing. Básicamente que el personaje no sabe nada de lo que está hablando, pero es un foreshadowing directo. Yo pienso que es más foreshadowing a que el cabrón supiera algo.
No, claro. Para mí, Mysterio in that movie, he's lying. He's lying his ass off, bien cabrón. I don't think he knows shit de nada de eso.
Por eso,
no, porque acuérdate, él le escribía en el script.
Exacto.
So, por decirle que, mira, los Chitauri, que si Thanos, que si Loki, pues pueden decir, maybe there's a multiverse and bullshit.
All right.
O sea, cualquiera puede llegar a esa conclusión después de ver 4 aliens salir en New York. No
Y la
from a dimension door.
La teoría existe en ese universo es porque sería como una teoría científica de nosotros real. Y ellos están cogiendo una premisa que tal vez existe en su universo y la están aplicando un poco más seria.
Okay, I could buy that too because honestly, the time traveling thing was also in Endgame.
Por eso.
Sí.
So the whole thing of like changing one timeline for another. All right.
Porque también en WandaVision, what they do is
minus
no era
10 for
realmente-
WandaVision, Orengo. Great.
Okay.
All right.
WandaVision was one of those shows too that when Mando first came out, I didn't watch Mando week to week. I waited for the whole season to pass and I just watched it. For years, I already had the whole Netflix thing of just binging shows. When WandaVision came out, it was one of those, it was the first time that I was like, I gotta watch this shit week to week.
Exacto.
Even
Ese
before we
feeling
had
me
a podcast, I
gustaba.
was like, I'm gonna have to watch this week to week. I can't wait until it ends and just binge it all because everybody's gonna be talking about it. When this shit, it was that water.
I remember when you did that with Mando, and I wanted to like sock you in your head because all I wanted to do was talk about it, and he was like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I didn't see it. Don't spoil it for me." I'm like, I'm not gonna wait till the fucking month is over to talk to you about this. Like, you're out of your rocker, bro.
But hey, you have me.
So I remember me and this motherfucker talking about that show. He would just fucking call me. Did you see it? Did you see it? Yeah, I saw it. And just hours of just theorizing shit. Did you see the helicopter? What the fuck is the helicopter? Do you see the logo? Like, we were hours theorizing back and forth, playing tennis with this shit. Yeah. What is this? What is this? It's been a long time.
I remember
that feeling.
Some bull pulled out of their ass and hit it on the nail.
That's a saying, right?
Okay, yeah, it is. It is now. I like.
Una vez lo lees se vuelve tangible. Por eso yo no lo leí.
You just put that out into the universe. It's a thing now. So, I really like that series or whatever. I really enjoyed it. The whole like what the hell is going on about it. Seeing everybody engage at the same time in unison with that series was something amazing. The second thing on my list, and again, this is in no specific order. Spider-Man. Holy shit. Yes. As much as we theorized, I think, like you guys said, everybody got what they wanted, at least. Like every little bit that we theorized, I think everybody in this group.
Except Orengo.
No, Orengo too? What are you kidding me? Orengo was like, they're totally putting the Spider-Man in this movie. If this movie ends like, oh, it's given. It's a given. It's a given. Like,
no, the Venom thing, though.
Oh, but... I mean, Venom's a joke.
Screwed me over on the Venom idea that I had, and I never theorized on shit.
That's
I
true.
mean, he was there.
This is why I never do it, and I'll never do it
That's
again.
why I never engaged with your stupid.
He was there though. I mean,
he was there.
He was there for like technically count it for like 5 minutes.
They did the lazy version of my idea. They did what I was assuming they were gonna do. Can I throw Venom into this universe? But they did it in the laziest fucking way possible. They just put him on there for like 5 minutes, lo grabaron y pusieron symbiote to allude to the idea.
Bro, la segunda vez que vi la película, con la persona que la vi me dijo, es que él dejó propina. Y yo como que me quedé.
Wow.
I love it.
Y como que, wow, bro.
Dejó propina para los fans.
Por eso.
So also the development of the character in that movie is just like, to me, that's what I fucking wanted out of that movie. And they were like, here, Miguel, this is for you. You asked for it, you got it, my friend. A violent fucking push into adulthood. We're not playing games anymore with this little guy.
Thank God.
¿Quieres escuchar with power comes great responsibility?
We're killing your aunt.
Like, por algo traemos a tu tío, vamos a matar tu tía.
And it was like that violent push into it, and then to make him have to make that decision at the end, not to go overboard, like not to be pushed over that fine line of hero to, like, you know, anti-hero or villain. Like, that was bro, that was fucking beautiful. Not to mention, they literally, yo presiento que le callaron la jodida boca a toda esa fanaticada that were like, this isn't our Peter Parker. He's Iron Man Jr. Where the hell does he get these suits from? These things doesn't even get these suits. This is fucking stupid. Guess what? Classic suit in your fucking mouth. Shut up, like, bro. And not even a high-tech classy
Gerardo,
suit.
mandaste a callar a Cely.
No,
Respect,
not
bro.
Cely.
Ah, okay.
No.
Not even the high-tech classy suit. This motherfucker was knitting in his room.
Papi, te classic, OG.
Bro,
Dos cosas.
OG Spider-Man.
No, dos
What,
cosas,
Cely?
rápido. Una, May dice las exactas palabras que Stan Lee wrote in the soapbox.
Nice.
Por eso la frase está no incorrecta, sino it's actually the original. Dos, el que me diga a mí, ¿de dónde carajo Peter Parker saca cosas? Cuando alguien es pobre, déjame decirte una cosa. Cuando
Necessity
alguien
is the mother of
pobre,
invention, bro.
exacto. Cuando alguien es pobre, uno, you acquire the most mundane skills in the world. Déjame decirte.
Es que
Pero ya en serio eso estaba haciendo en la primera película.
Let me tell you, por eso te digo, el que dijo eso obviously didn't see the first movie. Homeboy was rocking a fucking mask with like goggles somehow, like into the mask. Like,
no,
bro,
pero I'm just saying porque hay mucha gente jodiendo de dónde él sacó que él sabe coser. You can learn how to sew, man.
That's true.
Existe YouTube, mi gente.
He has a phone.
He has like to do.
He took home ec in 5th period. That's why he took. He was
Sure,
still
why
high
not?
school.
Por eso.
Like, get over it.
Crazy. It's crazy how the trilogy of those movies actually together make the origin tale into the Spider-Man that at least to the Peter Parker that we grew up with. Like all three of them, if you put them together, that's the origin tale of our poor ass neighborhood Spider-Man living in a fucking $1,200 studio, poor as shit, no friends, just saving everybody on his own. It took these 3 movies for us to get that Spider-Man that we grew up with.
Not even that. It's the like you said, the state they leave him in. No security blanket, bro. No father figure anymore.
No tiene seguro social.
So I want to talk about exactly that thing, and I'm gonna read from the script de la última escena, because I think you're all gonna love this shit. Porque yo leí, yo dije, wow, that's very fucking poetic. So, en las últimas 2 escenas del guión dice lo siguiente: exterior New York rooftop. Moments later, night. Spider-Man flips and rolls across the snowy roof in a blue and red suit, parenthesis, new for him, but reminiscent of the suit he's seen before, end parentheses. Spider-Man leaps and, exterior, Rockefeller Plaza, continuous night. Soars over the Rockefeller Christmas tree with a newfound sense of freedom, liberated from having to juggle 2 lives. Peter Parker is no more, but Spider-Man lives on. Fade out, the end. That shit, right? Right? That's just poetic as fuck. And that's why script writing is an art form as well, guys. Boom.
I feel like you read that. You described everything, and Nicholas's nipples got really hard. Over the description of New York, and then you topped it off with the cherry, and then you topped it off with the cherry of script writing is really hard, and Deke went,
It's an art form, my guys. It's an art form. Pero de verdad que está disponible por si acaso lo quieren leer. By the way, it's really good script.
Envíamelo.
¿Tú sabes cómo ponen los otros Peter Parkers? Ponen Webb versus Peter y Raimi versus Peter. Así como lo ponen en la para que sepas cuál Peter es, porque obviamente.
We just gotta have Orengo describing shit, bro. We're gonna have that segment. Just Orengo just describing random shit.
Cabrón, I can see that. We could put Orengo like on a black stage with just the searchlight on him and shit.
It's gonna be the opposite of there's this cartoon that came out where fucking Olaf from Frozen is just like retelling stories of classic Disney films. We're just gonna have the opposite of that with fucking Orengo.
You saw the movie. Now I'm going to place you there.
But that's cool because that's the thing that's implied based on the context of the whole movie.
Yeah.
Pero reading it is really powerful porque estoy seguro that was the hook when they were reading the script, ¿me entiendes? Estoy seguro cuando leen esa pendeja, producers were like, oh, fuck yeah, this shit's great. Do that.
All right, so let's go to Miguel's third.
Yes. The Green Knight. Believe it or not, I cannot explain to you why this movie stuck with me so bad when I saw it. The only thing I will say is that my fucking jaw was on the floor with I'm not a film student. I'm not a director. I'm not a screenwriter. The fucking color palette in this movie for some reason really fucked with me. Like, I kind of wish I had seen it high. I kind of wish I would have got blazed and went to go watch it. Because, first of all, let me tell you how maybe, Orengo, when you wanted to watch it, I wasn't expecting like Gladiator. esque scenes in it. But I was kind of like, okay, we're gonna have like these large panning shots of him like Lord of the Ring esque walking through like a big ass journey, and they gave me that feeling, but it wasn't. It didn't have to do like the grand scale, which to me is like a testament of like I guess filmmaking in that sense. Like everything felt like really tight on him, but yet you were following this character on a fucking trail from beginning to like end on his journey to be. I guess to me, what I got out of it was like he was trying to be everything an honorable knight should be, and he failed miserably. Or he wins in the end, but his journey looks like a miserable failure to a certain point, and then he realizes like literally that's what being a fucking knight is literally going through highs, lows, journeys, battles, and by the end you still maintain true to yourself and true, I guess, to the kingdom or the king, not your own personal fucking vendettas or aspirations. It's like the greater good.
Ahora más repite lo que yo dije de Green Knight. Ahora, Miguel lo dijo mucho más elocuente que yo.
Really? I thought I was kind of dumbing it down, pero está bien, I'll take it.
No, it's a beautiful tradition.
I'll take my fucking wins where I can take it.
Later today, you're gonna be like, yeah, you heard what Orengo said?
Yeah, I sounded articulate.
You sounded proper.
A director said I sounded articulate. That's good. That's good. Anyway, so by the end of the movie, honestly, the visuals of that movie are like, they're not fucking, for like one scene, except one scene, Orengo, with the fucking giants. That was like a little bit overkill with the CGI.
Sí.
Pero everything else is like colorful. It's shot in a certain way. There's scenes that are like really. There's one scene in particular where I was like, "Holy fucking shit! Are they really gonna do that?" The scene with the sash.
Yeah.
And I guess that's like his major debilidad, the carnal pleasure of it all. Whatever, like. And by the end of the movie,
everything Shakespearean is.
Dude, the end of this movie, the way, like, I walked out of there with a smile, and it wasn't a smile like, how can I tell you? Like, it wasn't a smile like, oh, this fucking movie was funny. It was a smile like, yo, this shit is something special. Like, there's something very special about this movie, and it's a shame that I think it didn't garnish as much attention as it should have. Like, this is gonna be one of those movies where like the select few are gonna fuck with this movie, and the people that did see it are gonna be like, yeah, I'm glad you saw that one. And then also at the time that we saw, we were like rough in the pandemic, and like you said, it was kind of hard like to get into movie theaters. You were kind of going out there and like, should I go? Should I not go? And I was like, fuck it, man. I really want to see this movie. I sat down and I enjoyed it, and by the time I walked out, I was like, even though there were 2 or 3 douchebags that laughed, they're like, what the fuck is this movie? I can't believe I spent money on this. Fuck them.
Yeah.
That happened in Lamb too.
Me pasado with like 2 A24 movies, pero one of them se viró la tortilla porque cuando una de las primeras tortillas fue Uncut Gems. We were seeing Uncut Gems, and I was hearing people in the back, achúbara, salió un pendejo, esto es una mierda de película, me estoy riendo. Pero a mitad de película, they were like, diablo cabrón, ¿por qué hacer lo mata? They were actually more hyped than even I was. I was like, damn, that's a testament to good filmmaking. Even people who were not expecting like a fucking comedy, they were like,
ellos eran los Uncut Gems. Ellos.
Exacto.
La audiencia.
Shit, that's good. That's good, yeah. Pero yeah.
There's plenty of memorable scenes in that movie. Watch it, tranquilo. I will say this. Did you watch it in the theater? Did you watch it in your house?
No, in theaters. Y tengo la 4K.
Okay. Have you watched it in your house since?
No, I have not. No le quiero revisar porque quiero comprar un televisor 4K para poder verlo en 4K.
Okay. Like, I'm wondering, yo no lo he visto en casa. I'm wondering if it has the same effect when you watch it on the TV.
Yo la vi los otros días.
You saw it on the TV? In your house? How did you feel? Visually, to be honest, like visually, was it just something else you saw, or was it like, oh shit?
No, en el cine obviamente se aprecian muchas cosas mucho más, hay cosas que se pierden, hay detalles que se pierden en la versión de televisión, eso estoy de acuerdo.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Me pasó con Gravity. When I saw Gravity in the theaters, it's a different experience de verlo en el televisor.
Sí, el vacío oscuro de la sala también.
Se pierde bien, o sea, el vacío se extiende cuando tú ves Gravity. Cuando tú ves el televisor está como que tienes que apagar las luces bien cabrón, to kind of like mimic esa vastness of space. So hay películas que, verdad, just they don't translate well. So I guess
I saw it by myself, and there were like 3 other people in the movie theater. So I fucking loved it. I was totally fucking invested or whatever. Very interesting, and the ending, it was very good. It's not for everybody. That fucking
No, it's
ending.
not, it's not.
That ending is not for everybody.
But I think it's accessible. I think it's accessible, right? Like I wouldn't say que esto no es super art house al nivel
I
tan
think
absurdo.
I think you will
entiendo lo que
lose
tú
some
dices.
people. I think you will lose some people in the beginning, especially with that panning shot
Right, sí, ¿verdad?
where he's in the
Fine.
forest.
That
You're
is
gonna
the
be
test.
like,
That's the test right there. That's really the
yeah.
test.
If you're still in it after that, then you'll fucking appreciate the movie. If you're like,
Sí.
he fucking died. What the fuck do you want to like? Like you're gonna be like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on here.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So that's my
So
top
let's-
3 of 2021.
So let's go into the top 3 that we're expecting. Now I know in our list, barely nothing bleeds into each other's list.
Nice.
Like we
That's cool.
almost all have totally different lists, except for like one thing that 2 people share. We almost have everything. Let's start with Deke.
Nice. Deke.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse parte 1, la parte 2, o sea, la nueva que va a venir ahora que es part 1.
There's a bleed right there.
I didn't know
Dominio.
about that though.
No sabía.
No.
Sí,
There's a bleed
yo
now,
sí.
pero es porque
There's
Deke lo
a
está
bleed
haciendo
now.
ahora.
Yeah.
Ah, ok. Dominio, que sería la de Jurassic Park, quiero ver como que how the fuck everything ends. Como que,
shit, that's right.
Interesting.
y no, que no sé de qué carajo trata, pero la quiero. No.
What?
No.
La de
Is that
Jordan.
that's the
Jordan
Jordan
Peele.
Peele one? That's
Yeah.
the one with the poster of the, is
De
it
una
like
nube.
the balloon? Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
nube.
Como que no sé de qué diablo es, pero como que it appeals to me, como que no. Como que no veas esta
Cabrón,
mierda.
I saw that poster, and all I need to see was Jordan Peele. I was like, all right, we're going on another fucking psychological.
So
fucking...
why those 3? Expande.
Ok, no, porque no tengo absolutamente la idea de qué trata y como que ese mega como que misterio y sé que él ha traído cosas bien chéveres. Como que tengo faith de esta tercera. Tienes otra de por medio.
Sí, la tercera.
¿Es la tercera?
Sí.
Ok, pues eso. Entonces, en Dominio lo que pasa es que como que yo tengo este strange theory de que Jurassic Park, aunque sea como que esta película como que de franquicia bien poderosa, siento que it's not gonna end well. Como que everything is leading to like not a good ending. Y pues tengo como que este bet que quisiera ver que everything goes wrong.
Okay.
Are you thinking that it's gonna end with the dinosaurs taking over?
Bro, it's called fucking Dominion.
I mean, that'd be a cool ending. That'd be dope. Estilo Planet of the Apes, but with dinosaurs, I'd fuck with that.
Yo creo que eso es lo más que posiblemente pase.
Cabrón, what if we learn how to dominate the dinosaurs and we start turning them against their own kind?
Bro, of course. White
I'm just saying. Picture me riding a pterodactyl, bitch, through the sky.
Why the fuck not? Eso es lo que pasa.
Heavy metal ass shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it will be metal as fuck. Como que I would admit, como que Chris Pratt al final es como que ya no es pana de Blue, se montó un pterodactyl y se va volando.
yeah, bro.
Like we don't need planes anymore. Like I will dig that. Like legitly. Como que I will dig that.
Planes anymore.
Cuando vi a Chris Pratt corriendo una motor y un velociraptor al lado, I didn't know how much I needed that. Y ahí empecé a realizar que como que ella es abusiva.
They're gonna have Bryce Dallas Howard, right? Or I always get them mixed up.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bryce Dallas
Yeah.
Howard.
Bryce Dallas Howard corriendo un taco, and then she's gonna be like, "Fuck this!" And she takes off the fucking heels and she rides a velociraptor.
Por
And
eso.
shit, like,
Y el velociraptor es el que usa los tacos.
exacto, bro. Hollywood,
Hollywood,
Nice.
bro.
ideas all fucking day, bro. Like,
Yes.
honestly,
Y
hire us.
Spider-Man, papi,
Que nos
porque,
paguen
pues,
ya, en verdad.
verdad, yo no sé qué están esperando.
You've already stolen Liquid's likeness for a fucking video game. You might as well pay us for our ideas.
Cabrón.
Por eso.
Mira, no, que ya yo me voy a quitar el rojo y vélate que va. Ya, me jodí.
No, van a cambiar todos los personajes. Ellos están esperando que tú te pintes el pelo. Ellos están así todos,
Yeah.
todos los estudios.
Sí. Porque ahí no, o sea, si tengo el pelo pintado, no puedo reclamar regalía. Ahora si me lo pinto negro otra vez, ahí ya me tienen que
I heard
pagar.
I heard a birdie told me you were gonna cosplay as her at Comic Con.
Hijo de puta. I will do it, no es por nada. I have almost everything. Like, la jodienda es que tenemos hasta la misma fucking ropa en mi casa. Es como que it's uncanny.
Could you imagine that Liquid at the fucking Comic Con and screaming like Rorschach in the jail? I'm not cosplaying as her. She's cosplaying as me. Like,
Diablo, sí.
This is not a costume.
yeah, you're all cosplaying as me.
That shit will go viral.
Give me
That'd be
back
great.
my face.
That'd be great.
Viral,
Yeah,
bro.
my face.
That shit on a TikTok that's going viral.
No, espérate. I'm gonna do the legit cosplay. So, voy a pintar el pelo en estos días. So, I'm gonna do the legit cosplay. Ya van a ver. Ya van a ver.
tengo
Nice.
un honorable mention y de verdad la quiero ver. Es la que es de Nicolas Cage, haciendo de Nicolas Cage.
Ah, yeah.
Esa de verdad la quiero ver.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Like that,
Oh, yeah, I heard it. Okay. Yo, I heard
So-
is it true he's playing Dracula?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think there's
His
a
name is
fucking
Nicolas
movie.
Cage.
Bro, I think there's a
Oh.
movie. I think there's a movie called Renfield, and he's gonna be playing Dracula.
Okay, sure.
My bad.
De me lo
Go
puedo esperar, I guess.
No.
Es
Luego
que
que,
I didn't know.
no, I didn't know either. Es como que,
Oh, you
pues,
heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Exclusive on After School Club.
Yo creo haber escuchado algo así, pero en verdad que como están saliendo tantos refritos
Mucha noticia. Está difícil.
y tanta noticia y a veces como que mi mente no da para tanta mierda que están sacando ahora.
All right, so let's go to Orengo's list for next for next year, for this year.
Okay. Dale. So, okay. Bardo is my top pick. Es la nueva película de Iñárritu. It's gonna be a comedy. Lo cool de esta película va a ser que él la va a grabar en México. Yo creo que ya la grabó en México. El título entero se llama Bardo or the False Chronicle of a Handful of Truths, lo cual me hace sudar porque ya de por sí el título de mi short es un copiete de Birdman. Entonces he's gonna do the same stupid shit again. So I need to get my movie out there antes que me digan copión again. Porque ya sé que la gente va a decir copión por Birdman, pero quizás se olviden que salió Birdman. Pero if this man saca la película primero que mi película, I'm gonna get really screwed over. No se sabe un carajo de la película. All people know it's a comedy. Él la filmó el año pasado. El DP iba a ser Bradford Young, que ha trabajado con Nolan, creo que he did Solo, a Star Wars movie, pero después cambió de DP porque, pues, COVID y probablemente diferentes contratos y qué sé yo, que el DP que tienen ahora se llama Darius Conjijin. Lo cool de ese tipo es que él ha trabajado en Seven, él ha trabajado en Evita, él ha trabajado en Panic Room, él ha trabajado en Midnight in Paris, en Amour, en Okja, Uncut Gems, and a bunch more films de muchos directores famosos como Fincher, Wong Kar-wai, Bong Joon-ho, a bunch of great directors. So at least we know que esta película se va a ver pristine. I don't know mucho de la película, so whatever. La segunda película se llama, creo que The Way of the Wind. Es la próxima película de uno de mis directores favoritos, Terrence Malick. And simply, it's a movie que he should have done a long ass time ago, and I can't believe como este hombre se tardó tanto en sacar esta película. He's making a movie about Jesus. It's just a Jesus movie. He's making his Jesus movie, I think. He's a man that he's been very religious, y sus películas have not hit the fact at all desde el principio que this man is a very religious person, no necesariamente católico, más espiritual. He's always dabbled in esas temáticas de familia, de amor, de espiritualismo, and now he's just going all the way by making an actual Jesus movie. So
is he doing overpowered Jesus, or is he doing realistic Jesus?
He's doing probably realistic Jesus. His type of cinema es un type of cinema que yo he pedido con demasiada gente ya, so I like it. I know people don't like it in general. It's a
no
very
walking on water, I guess. None of that stuff.
You're going to see a lot of walking, and I'm pretty sure you're going to see a lot of walking in water.
Canon, no te preocupes.
Oh, sí. Obligado que eso va a ser canon. He's gonna milk that steam.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of Bibles out there, bro. My version might not be the same as yours.
Tranquilo, él se va a ir en su viaje espiritual. Terrence Malick tiene que ser un director bien poético. It's very, it's a lot of voiceovers. It's a lot of philosophy built in sus personajes. Sus personajes, not even characters most of the time, son arquetipos para simbolismo y temáticas que él quiere traer a la mesa. So as far as character development, these characters essentially have none ever. They just vessels para los temas que él quiere tocar. Y él juega con estos temas y chocan estos temas constantemente en sus películas y en sus narrativas. Su obra maestra es The Tree of Life, es mi película favorita. It's funny because...
¿Tu película favorita?
Yeah, sí, mi película favorita ever. Full. Which is weird because that's not the type of cinema I tend to do. Yo no me voy por ese tipo de cinema, pero I really appreciate and respect ese tipo de cine.
Okay.
Porque mucha gente ha tratado de imitar a Terrence Malick, incluso after the thing I'll talk to you about another example, y usualmente fallan cuando tratan de imitarlo. I think él aborda mucho en el tipo de cine que hace, mucho de su simbolismo visual, es lo que me atrae y es lo más cercano que me gusta el tipo de cine de él. Me gusta más el tipo de cine de Iñárritu, pero yo aprecio cuando Malick con visuales solamente te trae mucho que contar a los personajes, a la historia y lo que sea. it's very mixed, no todo pega. Hay 3 películas de él que yo freaking odio, so al mismo tiempo como amo The Tree of Life, yo odio muchas de sus películas también. Pero estoy bien excited por ver su película porque al fin is going to dabble en uno de los temas que ha sido básicamente un crux de toda su carrera. La tercera película era Disappointment Boulevard. Esa es la nueva película, creo que de Ari Aster, ¿verdad? Ari Aster. Es la nueva película de Ari Aster. You guys know him as the guy who did Midsommar and Hereditary. No sé mucho de la trama porque generalmente no he querido leer mucho la trama, pero tiene Joaquin Phoenix, so you already know que tiene un combo. No me gustó Midsommar, pero es un director que admiro mucho. Horror is not my thing, pero yo aprecio mucho. Horror is not my thing, but it's a thing I appreciate a lot when it's done really well, and I think él sabe cómo approach ese horror bien interesantemente. So, teniendo un actorazo como él y teniendo esta narrativa nueva que trae a la mesa, yo sé que quiere distanciarse un poquito de horror para que, so he's not known as the horror guy. So I want to see him try to tackle something else.
Wait a second. So you don't think this is going to be a horror movie?
I think it was more comedy-ish. I mean,
what?
Yo creo que era un viaje de comedia.
So time out. This isn't
the comedy horror. Right, sorry, it's a comedy horror.
Oh,
so it has a little bit of horror. Pero se nota que está dividiendo un poco. And that's good, porque obviamente he doesn't want to be known. Estoy seguro que está pasando lo mismo con Jordan Peele en la cabeza. Pretty sure que Jordan Peele doesn't want to be known as the political horror guy. Y él quiere hacer like good movies, punto. Él no quiere ser reconocido por este bando porque, o sea, después la gente lo mira como con esos ojos solamente. And I understand esa frustración.
Por eso es que la tercera me interesa, es como que puede ser su make it or break it movie.
Yo te recomiendo que te lleve una soga y te la amarre a tu orificio reproductivo para que cuando te vuele el bicho no se te vaya muy lejos y lo puedas jalar para atrás.
Pues ya, esas son. Tengo honorable mentions, pero generalmente no me acuerdo. Si tienes un gráfico, it'll help me porque es que me lo pidió solo hace como 3 semanas atrás, yo no me acuerdo. Y de verdad son muchas películas y I don't remember.
You sent 2, and yes. I know your honorable mention was the same as mine, which was The Northman.
The Northman was one, and the other one I remember. So, voy a hablar de Northman, de lo que trato de... Si me puedes conseguir la otra, de lo que hablo de Northman, pues mejor. So, Northman, obviamente, I wanna see it. El director... Robert Eggers. Al fin está haciendo una película... Pues, it's a next step. It's like a mid-sized, blockbustery, pero still con sus sensibilidades type of film. Ya tuviste él haciendo folksy horror, que básicamente has plagued la industria de indie horrors for the next 7,000 years por haber hecho The Witch. So, I love The Witch, but I hate the fact that it exists porque he's ruining folksy horror for everybody. Todo el mundo hace un copiete de The Witch y me encojona. Después hizo The Lighthouse, and thank God que nadie se ha copiado de The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
The Lighthouse está increíble esa película.
Wait a second, The Lighthouse is the one where the husband offs himself.
No, Blanco y Negro.
Es la de...
Oh, never mind. That's the
la de Batman y Green Goblin.
Exacto.
Exacto.
Ya lo marico, bájale 2, cabrón.
No, es para la gente, es para la gente.
He was like,
Batman and Green Goblin in it, okay?
I'm gonna just set the famous characters.
He went like mad comedy. He got really derogatory with it. Like he was like stuff that you know, okay? It's Batman and Green Goblin.
No, es para la gente que esté detracting de que no parece no hace un buen trabajo. Vean The Stupid Lighthouse para que vean porque este hombre puede hacer un buen trabajo por lo menos con el papel que se le da. Entonces, ver la de Northman, que todo el mundo vio el trailer salió. A lot of people that I know que haven't seen his previous movies are really hyped con esta película.
¿Cómo se llama? Northman.
The Northman. Sí. It's basically ¿sabes? Como que Viking movie. It's a Viking tale, básicamente. Y tiene toda la sensibilidad. Es basically ver como God of War, essentially, like la última de God of War, pero live action. Con super actorazos increíbles en toda la película. Obviamente un step up in the budget, porque obviamente este tipo le dieron un montón de chavos porque esto no es A24, esto I think es like an actual studio. Y no estoy diminishing A24, I'm not talking about like one of the truly tested studios que está funding esta película. So le tiraron un montón de chavos para que él haga algo completamente original. So esto es un buen intermediario de original blockbuster property al estilo of A Quiet Place and such, donde esto puede ser un éxito y puede meld este artsy crowd que ha seguido este hombre por su carrera y gente que quizás nunca sabía de estas previas películas de él, que cuando vean The Northman diga, wow, me gustó mucho The Northman, ¿qué más hay detrás? ¿Me entiendes? So, it's cool because it's going to blend these two audiences en una sola película. Y la otra película, I don't remember the name, so if you can tell me, cool.
Of the Flower Moon.
Killers of the Flower Moon es la nueva película de Scorsese, es la que va a ser para A24, no, para Apple TV. No se sabe un montón, solo se sabe que Leo va a ser protagonista, then he isn't, pero creo que era Jesse Clemens, que es el muchacho que sale, la última película que salió fue la de The Power of the Dog. Él es el hermano de Benedict Cumberbatch.
It's about the birth of the FBI.
I think so, yes. Algo así. I didn't read too much of synopsis, pero I'm gonna take your word for it. Sé que pasó una novela. Entonces sé que Jesse Plemons, ¿verdad? Jesse Plemons, él originalmente iba a ser protagonista, pero un shift donde Leo ahora va a ser un supporting character y Jesse Plemons finalmente le van a dar, finalmente le van a dar un rol protagonista a él. So,
can I read you the premise?
Zumba.
Or do you not want to know?
No, tírala. Es pasar una novela, so it's fine.
Members of the I could be totally butchering this. I'm sorry to Native Americans. Members of the Osage tribe in the United States are murdered under mysterious circumstances in the 1920s, sparking a major FBI investigation involving J. Edgar Hoover. So we know that J. Edgar Hoover is the father of the FBI or the CIA or one of those, right?
Okay, CIA, no?
Yeah.
I don't know.
FBI.
FBI. I think it's FBI.
Yeah, FBI. Yeah. Pues pompeado. Yo lo que estoy pompeado es Jesse Plemons al fin le dan un rol protagónico. I've been following this man for like 10 years. Siempre le dan supporting roles porque he's a really good character actor. El tipo can embody any character y lo hace espectacular.
Oh, okay, yes. The guy
he's been in Breaking Bad. He's been in a bunch of shit.
That's what I'm saying. You got to talk stupid to me. Remember, he's in Breaking Bad.
Yes.
He was in the Scorsese film. He was also in The Irishman.
Yes. He was in The Irishman.
Yeah,
él era el nene. Y también estuvo en Antlers, que esa fue una película reciente. He's been in a bunch of stuff. Lo que pasa es que ustedes lo han visto. This kid, you've seen him before.
He was in that Star Trek episode of Black Mirror.
Yes, también estuvo eso en el parody Star Trek episode. That guy is a really good freaking actor. And I'm so glad que al fin como que Scorsese is going to be the one que va a empujarlo al mundo para que entonces como que todo el mundo vea, yes, this guy needs to be like having all the roles. So
eso no es para que no venga Marvel o WB o cualquier cosa de superhéroes a llevárselo.
Pero vélate que probablemente dale tiempo, sí, porque estoy seguro que lo ven en esta película de Scorsese y después alguien dice I want to pluck him. I want to pluck him for an Eternals 2.
I can cast him as an obscure villain.
Algo así, ya. Yo creo que va a pasar un viaje así, ya. Por eso digo, pero I'm just happy that he's getting ese rol protagónico, and I'm glad that Scorsese is still getting funded for movies, porque después de lo de Netflix, cuando ese hombre estaba mendigando por las calles de Hollywood para que él hiciera su película y todos estoy diciéndole, nah, you're old, I don't want to do your movie anymore. I'm glad que los streaming services are the ones que están placating to these tour directors y dando todos los chavos del mundo para que hagan sus películas.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go into my list, then we'll hit Cely and Miguel. The movie that I'm anticipating the most coming up next year is The Batman. I'm a huge fan of Batman. Batman was my favorite hero growing up. And again, for me, it really does. I really wished it was rated R, but it does have that sense of 7. It really does feel dark and gritty. I don't have any problem with Pattinson because I've seen Pattinson in movies after Twilight. When it was first announced, it was a bit jarring. Before they started saying the movie, you remember years ago when they were just like creating fan art and it was like Robert Pattinson as fucking Batman. And we didn't think that it was actually gonna come true.
Yep.
That's a lot of people.
You either, bitch. This was before this nigga did any of those movies.
I told you the moment. I told you.
Either you bitch or you don't, or you don't care.
My words to you, when I heard the first rumor of this fucking guy might be cast as Bruce Wayne, I said, remember the Heath Ledger effect? When we heard about him cast as Joker, our reactions were fucking, what? 10 things I hate about you. What the fuck do you mean he's going to be the Joker? I was like, and we totally, that I will never after that doubt a fucking casting, especially when it's related to the Batman. Like, I will never, ever again.
Eso todo el mundo lo marcó de verdad.
What?
That's a lie.
That's the fucking God honest truth. That's the God honest truth.
Next, dale.
Two words. Mark Ruffalo. As soon as they announced that Mark Ruffalo was gonna be in the Hulk, he was like, "This motherfucker! They should have Edward Norton." Ruffalo. Who the fuck is Mark Ruffalo? Mark Ruffalo ain't gonna be no Hulk. Our favorite Hulk after that.
I never said that.
You
I was pissed. No, since we all didn't know each other, and like Nick likes to, we both like to bend the narrative around each other.
It's a little liar.
My thing, yeah, we're both fucking liars. That's why we get along. My thing was that I was mad that they were taking Edward Norton out. That's what I was super butthurt that they were taking Edward Norton out of the fold.
Lex, ya para Avenger 1 nosotros nos conocíamos, and you never, like, por lo menos en nuestro círculo nadie bitch out de Mark Ruffalo.
I know, because I never had a problem with Mark Ruffalo, but you didn't know Miguel at that time.
Okay.
You knew me. He ignored me at Toys R Us. Anyway, big story.
Yo, you know what? I think that's kind of true because what? Avengers 1 came out when Dark Knight Rises came out, no?
Yeah.
So we actually saw Dark Knight Rises.
He was ignoring him.
Yeah. I was ignoring you also in Dark Knight Rises.
At Dark Knight Rises, exactly. Yo, I almost got to a fight at Dark Knight Rises. Remember that shit? I almost shot somebody in the face.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, he kind of had a point. The guy was going to punch him in the face, but he was like, turn off your fucking cell phone to my girlfriend at the time. I was like, the fuck you said? You want to get punched in the face?
He was like, yo, don't fucking get loud. And then he went back and was like, baby, turn your fucking phone off. Don't get disrespectful. So yeah, Batman for numerous reasons caught my attention. I'm a fan of Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell's transformation into the Penguin has me super curious. At the I like Paul Dano. I'm eager to see Paul Dano play this type of character. At the especially after Prisoners, I'm super curious to see how the movie as a whole is gonna be because the trailers are awesome. The clips are super dope, but we all know what people can do with trailers. I'm very curious to see how this movie is actually gonna pan out. Number 2 on my list, House of the Dragon, baby, Game of Thrones, fuck out of here. I'm a huge fucking Game of Thrones fan. Everybody in this fucking podcast knows I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. I like the fucking Targaryen.
You only named one of your daughters.
One of your daughters. Yeah, bro.
Targaryens. So like I've been dying.
When that girl reaches of age, you got a lot of explaining to do to her.
Oh,
you're gonna like
burn,
that,
baby, burn.
She fucking hates dragons. You imagine like she hates dragons.
I know, right? She's like she hates the nerd culture. Like, what the
bro,
fuck?
all of you have seen her in the background do this. She's a fucking Targaryen. This girl is gonna be ruthless, bro.
I mean, she could just be a Drax fan. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, bro, she's ruthless. She goes to see Candyman with me. Anyway, I digress.
Best decision of 2020.
I know, right? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Child Services? Did you hear that? I'm just saying.
Tenemos que coger nuestras mejores decisiones que al final del año como que resaltarla. Esa fue la del ex del 2021.
Cabrón, I went to see that movie and I felt uncomfortable. How the hell do you take a child to see that movie? Anyway, I digress. Go ahead. Never mind.
I digress. He loved every minute of it. You see, he knows. Ruthless, son. Baby girls. Anyway, yeah. I've been dying for a show like this. You know what I'm saying? High fantasy, dragons, fucking like. Aside from Lord of the Rings,
is that the order? Is that the specific order? Dragons, fucking. Is that
dragons, fucking, violence, and fire. Yes, that's what I want to see. That's what I'm hyped for. The last thing on my list is 1899.
Yes, that's the people that made Dark.
Yeah, that
people that made awesome. Dark. There's not a lot that's known about the show, but by far, Dark is my favorite fucking show on Netflix ever. Out of all the content they've ever made, Dark is my favorite fucking content on that show. So just with the creators of it, I have no idea what the show is about. All they've said that is these immigrants that are on a boat, and all of a sudden they encounter another boat, and then the shit just goes awry.
So
that's all they've said.
So there's a leak on the internet that says the other boat is basically
other
versions of themselves. But listen to me. Right? Other versions of themselves, and they're all race swapped. I'll just fuck with you. Right?
Such an asshole.
Look at Orengo's face. So that was like,
they encounter a slave shit. That's some Jordan Peele shit, bro.
La serie que tiempo,
If Jordan Peele was directing it, I would have believed it. Like,
no le des cuenta. I was just kidding, bro. Don't start with your writing shit.
No, que estoy viendo. No, es que estoy viendo todos los time loops de Dark porque Dark tiene un cojón de time loops. So quería ver si era como también.
Dark is a time loop.
I love a show that knows how it's gonna end before it even starts. Like the show that there was no it's very popular, so let's keep on going. No, they said we have a story to tell. We're gonna stick to that story. No matter how popular the show gets, we're gonna stick to that story. And by the end of Dark, I felt complete. I felt complete watching it. I fucking loved that show.
That show, I'll be honest with you, I loved it, but they did it so well that it was very hard to watch something else with time travel involved again in it. Like to the point where it was just like they did it to such a high. And no, y lo hacían un punto tan y tan alto. Like they focused so much on the actual time travel in it that I was just like, I don't think I could do this anymore for this year.
No, por eso,
honestly, like I'm fucking drank. I binged it. I didn't wait for the seasons to come out. I binged the entire thing or whatever. Like
yo no me pude comer esa serie. Like a binge watch era como que tenía que parar y volví al episodio a veces como para tratar de digerir después de brincar al otro. Como que it was heavy en ese contexto y me gustó. Y me jodió la paradoja de los tres, de que el nene, la versión del medio y el adulto, todo. That was like the fucking awesomest thing that I have. Like sin que todos tus paralelos.
Dark salió el año pasado, like terminó el año pasado.
No,
2020.
The year before that.
Okay, cool.
You haven't seen it?
No. Pero me la ha recomendado. I know que me la ha recomendado.
Oh my God. Can we group watch it with you?
Va a ser larga, ¿no? Porque son 3 seasons.
Don't worry about it.
It's 3 seasons. I think it's 10 episodes
cool.
Can we please watch this shit and like literally, Cely, did you watch it?
En parte, no la he visto completa.
Oh my God, cabrón! Like we can do a reaction video of like their mind blown to fucking smithereens.
I don't mind.
Oh, it's
I remember Cely del futuro empujando a Cely presente. Oh no, watch this shit.
I remember the first season came out. I was on fucking vacation with my family in New York. I went to my brother's house and shit. I bought a bunch of food and I was like, oh, we're gonna just chill and watch something on Netflix. I just happened to stumble upon it. I had seen the trailer, bro. That whole fucking night, I started watching it. The fucking sun was coming up. I'm on fucking vacation. I was like, y'all going out? Fuck New York City. I'm not going out. I'm gonna watch this whole fucking season. I watched the whole fucking season in Georgie's house.
And this is one of those series where I think you appreciate Orengo that I think the person that had the idea to have dubbed or like even have an English track on the shit, they should have broke his feet. Because the actors, like, I swear to God, the actors in the series, like, that just goes to show you acting transcends anything that language has to offer.
You got
them. Like, I watched this series with subtitles on. I fucking love their voices. They're like, their expressions. When I switched, I was like, let me just go to the English. Bro, por poco vomito and like, I'm like horrible fucking English audio. Like
yo pues he visto películas internacionales, usualmente no tienen dubs, so yo acostumbrado a eso, pero the thing que me he acostumbrado a verlo siempre en lenguaje original it's because anime, and I'm an anime noob, pero por lo menos cuando veo el anime I usually see it sub por eso mismo. Yo trato de verlos dubbed, pero solamente perdono the ones that I saw when I was a child porque it's already too ingrained in my brain. Cuando yo vi Super, like como el Super, I was like, I want to see it in English. It hurts my brain. No sé por qué no me encaja.
It's like
¿No te encaja que la voz de Goku sea una viejita?
Sí, es bien weird. Te puedes escuchar la voz de Goku en el dub, pues ya.
But there's not like one happy fucking Slavic voice in this show. Like everybody's filled with pain. Like, and it's not.
Yeah, right.
Bro. There's not like one happy person in this goddamn series. Everybody's going through some shit.
Bro, do you need a hug or a lozenge?
He needs a fucking cough drop.
It's so good because you see the consequences of what happens earlier on in the season affects shit that happens like towards the end. Like it's so intertwined, but it's so cohesive. Obviously, anytime you get into time travel, there's gonna be plot holes. There's gonna be things that don't make it. And that doesn't matter who made it. Any time travel story ever is always gonna have those fucking plot holes. Yeah. But even said, like, yo, it's for me, I think it's one of the best stories of time traveling I've ever seen. Like I said again, best thing from Netflix, best piece of content that Netflix has ever made.
And it's a beautiful, scary. Like it's scary in some parts, but it's beautiful.
Confession: I ride my bike in the mornings to that long violin.
Fun fact. Ellos le dieron oportunidad a MA3 de componer ciertas partes de los mejores musical scores que tiene la serie. MA3 estuvo envuelto, que es la misma gente de Oblivion, by the way.
Even
Oblivion the game.
No, the movie.
Tom
okay.
Cruise movie.
The movie.
Okay.
O sea, MA3, despite the movie, they're very good.
Okay.
We was talking about we was talking about a little while ago about fucking intros. Bro, I don't know how many times I just watched the intro for this fucking show. The fucking song and the visuals for the show, bro.
Y cada uno te revela algo.
Forever
Like,
Yeah,
fuera de
and
fuego, pero te lo revela.
never, bro.
Goodbye.
Yo, I can't speak more fondly of this fucking show.
All right.
So yeah, all right. So let's go into Cely's fucking list of 2022, what she's expecting this year.
Yes,
Rock Machina.
yes,
Rock
Yes.
Machina. Why do I feel like you guys are saying yes over Bob's Burgers?
yes,
Yes.
yes. I waited years for that.
Sí, mano, yo estoy en las mismas de que I want Bob's Burgers movie. Like, y recientemente I was with the wife trying to catch up to the latest season, the 12th, is it?
Sí.
Nos quedamos en season 10 porque hay que cogerse un break. Estábamos un poquito atrás y sin querer vimos como casi 2 seasons repetidos en lo que veíamos donde puñetas nos habíamos quedado. Okay, so Bob's Burgers is a no-brainer. It's, you know, it's Bob's Burgers. Es bien fucking
I've never
gracioso.
seen an episode.
Ay, lo que te estás perdiendo, puñeta.
Mano, relatability. ¿Sabes?
Sí.
Eso es la vida de la pobreza donde el pobre siempre falla.
Exacto.
Cabrón.
Y las
Never seen Bob's
poquitas, como que las poquitas victorias que esos cabrones tienen también son pisoteadas.
Son unas miserables victorias, sí.
I'm gonna take their advice because they were solid. They were solid with Rick and Morty.
Uf.
Like they
Right.
really-
I was right about to say that, yo. Rick and Morty, that shit caught me off guard.
Oh my
So I'm gonna
God.
check this shit.
I went on that
See?
fucking journey hard.
No, you guys are gonna love Gene.
Sí, so good. Oh, Gene is so good.
Gene, oh my God, you guys are gonna flip with him.
Yeah.
Pero, yeah, y todos los innuendos que se tiran, todos los jokes, there's always a new burger of the day. Siempre hay uno nuevo, todos son unos puns. De verdad, vean el trailer, la animación se ve bien cabrona. At least I like it a lot. Entonces, la primera es Legend of Vox Machina, que va a salir el viernes. Ya oficialmente hay un montón de personas que la vieron, pues, porque son
¿Viene
las
dónde?
personas...
¿En qué?
And Amazon.
Amazon, right?
Amazon.
Sí, esta va a salir en Amazon Prime el viernes para todo el mundo. Lo que pasa es que si tú fuiste un backer en el Kickstarter, pues lo podías ver ayer, si no me equivoco. Y tenían como que un watch party and everything. You had to enter a code and whatnot. Para los que no saben, este fue un Kickstarter success. Nadie quería hacer esta serie. Ellos hablaron para tratar de hacer a 1 hour episode, que era como que si fuese like un resumen, un one shot, una pendeja así. Nadie quería fund it, nadie quería hacerlo, hasta que ellos cogieron, pues vamos a tirarnos un Kickstarter. And they did. Ellos habían puesto 750,000 y la gente les dio 11 millones. Entonces, exacto, es como que un precedente porque nadie se atreve a hacer el contenido de Dungeons and Dragons por el simple sencillo hecho de que todo lo que ha salido de Dungeons and Dragons ha sido bien mierda. O sea, hay serie animada que la hicieron entre Marvel, estuvo involucrado, Disney estuvo involucrado, Believe it or not, y estamos hablando que todo eran los 80. Estamos hablando de que la película del 2000 fue una porquería. Por alguna razón hay 2 películas más. Hay una película de Dragonlance. Dragonlance es uno de los módulos o los settings más populares, pero tampoco dio pico en bola. Y ahora pues tenemos la expectativa de la película con Chris Pine, Michelle Rodríguez, etcétera, etcétera. Justice Smith también va a estar ahí. El tipo que salió en la serie esta Bridgerton de Netflix, él también va a salir en la película de D&D. Que yo creo que por eso fue que no hicieron, que él no va a salir en Bridgerton 2. Literal. Pero ya.
I was talking y decía, pero porque Cely me piché y que yo estaba en mute.
Está en mute. Ahora, dime.
También ellos tienen la serie, es que Dungeons and Dragons tiene una serie que es como que The Forgotten Series, que era la que ellos se metían en como un carrito y ellos viajaban a una dimensión y cada nene se volvía como que un character. No sé si
sí, esa es la serie animada, ya. Sí, esa es la serie animada. Sí, porque lo que pasa es que, como te digo, la serie de D&D no tiene que ver un carajo con D&D. Porque ellos ni siquiera están jugando D&D en el principio. Ellos están en un amusement park.
y se montan y es como que nos volvimos estas personas, estas clases. Y es como que
Exacto.
Did
Y
you roll for
encima de eso, lo que ellos tienen, lo que el Dungeon Master le da, son legendary items.
Es como que tú no hiciste un
¿qué
quest, tú no
carajo?
hiciste growth, tú no hiciste nada. Toma tu arma legendaria.
Sí, mano. Y la jodienda es que hace poco salió un anuncio de un carro en Europa. Y es lo mismo. Ellos están en un fucking amusement park, se montan en el carro, o sea, pasan unas pendejadas. Lo del amusement park sale al final, por eso es la referencia. O sea, ellos cogen a estos chamaquitos que están vestidos igual, se parecen y todos a los de la animación y qué sé yo qué carajo. Pues está el carro del comercial, ellos se montan en el carro, el Dungeon Master está en un CGI super realista, bien nada que ver. Tira Dimension Door, ellos se meten dentro del carro, se meten por el Dimension Door y aparecen en el Amusement Park. Eso es un anuncio que salió hace poco en Europa, es un anuncio de un cabrón carro. Pero Legend of Vox Machina, lo cool es que van a empezar el arco de los Briarwoods. Y ese fue como que el segundo arco que hicieron en el live stream. Y es como el episodio 24, 25 por ahí. It has to do, tiene que ver mucho con vampires, con gods, con curses, con a very complicated villain que es Delilah Briarwood. Ella es como un warlock motherfucker. Y ella, por las cosas que él está haciendo. Warlock motherfucker, porque es que ella está bien cabrona, está bien OP.
Why didn't I pick that class when I was playing with you guys?
No, vamos a jugar pronto. En febrero, full. Tengo el schedule abierto para jugar D&D. Para tirarles el one shot a ustedes. Ella es un character bien complicado que ya hace las cosas porque el esposo se le está muriendo básicamente. Y hay un montón de cosas que pasa con uno de los personajes que se llama Percy, que está involucrado con los Briarwoods. Y los dos la serie se va a lanzar 3 episodios por semana, terminando en febrero 28, yo creo que es. Or some shit like that. Don't quote me, just look it up. Son 3 episodios por semana. Los primeros 2 episodios van a ser como que un recap para la gente que nunca ha visto Critical Role y que no saben de la historia del arco, cómo ellos llegaron a estar juntos. Hay clips por ahí, hay un montón de información, hay reviews. Esta mañana yo vi que tenían como un total de 11 reviews, todavía estaban pues empezando a salir los reviews, pero estaban en 100% en Rotten Tomatoes, lo cual pues me alegró. He leído varios reviews, ninguno contiene spoilers, pero para spoilers, para eso ve la serie o el live stream, si no, pues espera esta viernes.
¿Pero tú lo viste ya o no lo viste?
No, yo no lo he visto.
Oh, ok, pensé que lo había visto ya.
No, ojalá. I mean, I watched the Briarwood arc. Sé lo que pasa, pero no sé cómo lo van a adaptar a animación. Y la animación es gory. Vamos a decir que es invincible. La serie está hecha por lo menos tiene el estilo del muchacho que hizo Young Justice. El estudio que ayudó a hacer la serie se llama Titmouse, que son los que hacen Beavis and Butthead y Big Mouth. Hay un cojonal. Si no lo han visto, por favor, vean el video donde ellos enseñan el cast. Yo creo que les voy a spoilear el más grande. David Tennant está ahí.
Nice.
Por lo menos de los más que, pues, tú dices, como que coño, ahí le tiraron chavos con cojones. Otro que podría spoilear es que sale Mary de Lord of the Rings.
That's a Hobbit, my people.
The fuck is his name? Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, I forget his name. I saw him in something else recently.
Manahan? Something like that.
Monaghan?
Monaghan, yeah, Monaghan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monaghan. It's something Monaghan. Anyways, pues la serie
Dominic Monaghan.
Eso mismo. Yeah. Pues ese mismo cabrón va a estar ahí, van a estar un montón de actores. De verdad que, I don't know, I'm super hyped about that. Porque no solamente el simple hecho de ver algo de D&D, no es el simple hecho de ver la historia que yo vi en live stream pasada de animación, es que esto puede traer muchas cosas buenas para lo que es D&D en otros formatos. porque hay un montón de live streams, hay un montón de podcasts, y eso es lo más que yo me he enfocado últimamente en ver. Me ha motivado mucho a ver muchos podcasts, y por eso es que tampoco estoy escogiendo como que muchas películas y muchas mierdas. Lo otro es Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. ¿Por qué? Porque quiero ver que, de verdad, yo quiero ir a verla en 4D y marearme y de verdad, no es por guiarme de Orengo, porque yo no lo tengo, pero yo espero que esta me vuele el bicho.
Very good.
Sí, pues en verdad quisiera como que me sorprendiera. Veo que se van a ir un poquito psicológicos por lo que vimos pues en What If, el Doctor Strange que vimos en What If, como que ver la parte oscura de Sorcerer Supreme, como que ahí me trae un montón.
Nobody wants to mention the wild rumors about that movie. Not at all.
Ay, sí, que sale X-Men ya. No, ahí me tripea,
Like,
sí.
That's not a rumor. That's a fucking fact.
No, American Chavez.
América Chávez, que va, obviamente pues, va a salir Wanda. Yeah.
Ella es el variante de Nacho Libre, eso era lo que me
Nacho Libre. Como la Nacho.
Okay.
No, pero
the disrespect for the good doctor. I just can't believe it. Anyway, go ahead.
no sé, me atrae. No sé, me trae como que if they went more psychological, obviamente quiero ver cameos, me gustaría ver obviamente X-Men, porque o si no Fantastic Four, cualquiera de los dos, a mí no me importa.
Que después de eso cierren la puerta y hagan como que vamos a enfocarnos en nosotros.
Anyways, sabemos que va a salir Fantastic Four.
I got my Spider-Man already. I don't need anything else. I got my Spider-Man.
Ya me dieron mis variantes. Bueno, necesito más variantes como ay, este cabrón.
They're saying one of them is in the movie.
That is true. I read
They're saying one of them. No, one of the spider variants is in the movie.
The obvious one. The obvious one.
The one that was in a movie that the director ends with Amy.
No, pero yo vi la foto de Tom Cruise. Yo odio a Tom Cruise como actor, como persona. No hay más nada que yo pueda decir.
Holy shit.
No, de verdad, yo lo odio como actor.
No, pero que he's rumored para ser el variante de.
He's rumored, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a great segue to promote the new Mission Impossible box set, which is releasing this week.
So Cely, do you think it's going to be the best Marvel movie of the year?
No.
Okay. Which one do you think it's going to be?
Lego of the year. Spider-Man Adventure 3.
Yeah, no,
we have the year.
I said of the year.
Okay.
Instead of the year.
Por eso Lego Spider-Man Adventure 3. Like, that's the thing. Check
No,
it out.
hablando claro, ¿sabes por qué en parte yo digo que no? Yo podría decir que sí porque I'm a fan, I am biased. Y porque it's one of my top 3 para el año. Pero en parte no, porque it's gonna require cameos and things that we want to see and it's gonna require a lot of fan service. Más allá de lo que yo quisiera ver de Doctor Strange.
Este año es Quantumania, ¿verdad?
Spider-Man does it and it's acceptable, but Doctor Strange can't do it.
Into
the Spider-Verse does it. Into the Spider-Verse introduces a new main character and throws 5 cameos of nobody fucking into your face, and it was acceptable. Doctor Strange does cameos and everybody wants to chew his ass out.
No es eso, es que sería arreguindarte de X-Men, que no hay nada pautado para X-Men. Me gustaría más que fuese Fantastic Four, porque ellos no han tenido una buena entrega en más de 15 años o una pendeja así.
In my perfect movie, they show them and it just motivates them to say that, okay, if these people exist in their universe, there has to be a version of them in ours. We have to search them out. We have to find them in order to fight some fucking big ass force that's coming or whatever the fuck.
The ones que vienen en 2022, por si acaso, para que tengan contexto, es Doctor Strange, viene también Thor, Love and Thunder, y viene Wakanda Forever if they ever finish shooting the movie.
Yeah.
Y the show
it's taking forever.
So, entonces the show, solamente para que tengan contexto, está Secret Invasion, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, and Moon Knight. So based on all those options, do you think it's going to be the best Marvel thing?
I think Secret Invasion is being taken out.
But never mind that one. But las otras tres
it's no longer a secret, por eso es que they're gonna cancel.
Bueno, en esta perspectiva yo diría que Porque yo no puedo, a menos que Thor Love and Thunder sea como que super
¿Verdad?
chill.
Como con Hidden Gem, una cosa que
Sí,
no.
a menos
We
que-
didn't know we needed this.
Ya, exacto, porque no es por nada.
Ya lo cabrón, you didn't include Morbius in that list? Come on.
Does
Morbius
that
no
count?
es de
Morbius
Marvel,
este
es
punto
de
no es
Sony.
por nada.
Perdóname. Everything is de Marvel ahora.
No, pero eso está más
I
allá.
don't think anyone
Eso
here
está
is
más allá
rooting
que
for
acá.
Morbius this
Everything is Marvel related now because everything is fucking canon apparently.
Sí, es
Sí,
verdad.
me la
Yeah.
siguen atrasando y a este punto es como que fuck Morbius, en verdad.
No,
que me la
they
tiren
wanted
cuando
to-
la tiren.
No, you're gonna get Andrew Garfield now.
It's gonna come next week. Morbius, right? Like it's next week.
Oh,
No.
shit, yo creo que sí.
No.
sí.
No, la atrasaron
No,
por mi
it was.
cumpleaños.
It was, and they delayed it.
shit,
Por
lo
eso
de
digo
nuevo.
fuck Morbius at
Yeah.
this point.
They la atrasaron.
Got you.
And that's why I'm
You're gonna
saying
get
they're gonna
Tyrese
add
in this
Andrew
movie,
Garfield.
bro.
That's the rumor. That's the hot and spicy rumor is that
Are
they're
you
adding
kidding
Andrew
me?
Garfield. I'm not kidding you, bro. That's
Bro, porque lo que pasa es que
Oh.
he stopped pulling out his punches. Eso se justifica en esta película. You're gonna see.
Ya,
You're gonna see. Cada línea tiene como una justificación.
Pero entonces,
Bro,
it makes almost no
They put the
sense.
seed. They put the seed in Spider-Man. Tyrese is gonna be Spider-Man. Jamie Foxx asked for a black Spider-Man. Watch. Tyrese, baby.
Oh my
Spider-Man.
God.
Tyrese, yes.
Stop.
En esa
Tyrese
parte
tiene
que-
hijos. La vida
Tyrese was
real.
like, I'm gonna be in the fucking Marvel Universe. Watch. Tyrese, Spider-Man.
Mira, con lo poquito que nos van a dar este año, yo creo que it should be the best.
Watch
Multiverse of Madness.
Morbius blow you out of the fucking water. Like,
No, por
Morbius
carajo,
come-
no.
Watch Morbius come and be like,
Bueno, sí,
like,
sí, en parte sí. En
Jesus
parte yo,
Christ.
ojalá y que sí. De verdad.
No.
oh my god,
That's
it's been
happened
his like
before.
defining movie role since like I don't know, since like Dallas Buyers Club or some shit.
El tipo desafiando su enfermedad, como que un dramón bien cabrón, que uno diga, diablo, qué peliculón.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Pero, mano, en verdad,
Me
hablando
pico el
claro.
bicho si pasa eso.
Orengo en la semana del review de Morbius. Pues mi gente,
Pues mi gente.
Literalmente me tuve que volar el bicho en pedazos.
Apparently esto es una joya cinematográfica.
Pero hablando claro, poniéndolo en esa perspectiva, pues sí, debería ser lo mejor. And again, no es que I love X-Men, o sea, I fucking love X-Men. Pero, no sé, como que si ya Fantastic Four está anunciado, ¿cómo puñeta lo vas a introducir que no sea como que, suponiendo que, vamos a decir que va a ser en Secret Invasion, o va a ser en
O poquito a poco bleeding out en cada programa.
ajá. Como que, no sé, estaría cool que estuviese en X-Men, ¿sabes? Pero no todo.
Pero, ¿y
Y
Quantumania?
Fantastic Four. ¿Ah?
Porque
Pero Quantumania no
Quantumania
está
yo creo, no, que yo creo que ahí caen perfecto los Fantastic Four.
Sí, porque Fantastic Four no tiene fecha, pero y Quantumania la siguen atrasando también. Y eso va a ser el 2023, so yeah, it makes sense. Pero es que no sé, es que si no me está dando razones por las cuales X-Men va a estar ahí, other than Wanda, como que no, a mí no, como que no me hypea, ¿entiendes?
But they're gonna, I mean, again, it's all conjecture at this point. We're back
Yeah.
in Spider-Man territory. The whole
Yeah.
thing is that the whole thing is that they're supposed to be from different timelines. So you're probably gonna see like first class
Something.
people.
Yeah.
Like you're probably gonna see like fucking. I mean, he says no, but like it would blow everybody's fucking mind if we saw
Hugh
Logan
Jackman.
in this movie. He says no,
Yeah.
but like, why you say no? Why do you say no?
Ya, porque tú dices que no.
Let things die. You had such a great movie. Why? Bueno, I mean,
If that's
Bueno.
motherfucker,
Logan está
we just finished
chula,
seeing
Logan
Tobey
no está
Maguire
mala.
and Andrew Garfield.
he didn't
in a-
die in the movie.
But it doesn't matter. But it's a thing from the past people can't let go. It's another thing, bro. It's just another, like you said, member berries, bro. Member berries.
Maybe people should
Referencing the
deserve
thing
member
that
berries.
referenced the thing that referenced the thing again. Like,
People don't
Maybe.
deserve things.
Yo siento que si fueran a traer algo del elemento de Wolverine, deberían traer la X de la tumba y ya. No,
Gracias.
no lo toquen en
Esa, el
No,
portal
ya,
se
amen.
abre,
Como que
el
ya.
portal se abre, ve
Ya.
la tumba y entonces viene Feige
Ya.
y dice y se va.
Por eso, como que yo
No
siento,
fue
yo
nada.
siento que Logan lo deben dejar quietecito. Y como que siento que se lo merece. Contrario
Sí.
a como, ¿por qué no, Miguel?
porque él cavó su propia tumba cuando él dijo, yo haría una película de Marvel si me incluyen en algún tipo de Avengers-like situation. He did it to himself.
I know.
And he's probably going to stick to that word because Avengers type situation just probably means this.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like
Sí,
he
no,
doesn't give a shit about the movie.
Avengers,
He doesn't exactly.
Avengers.
It's not the Avengers. I want to be in the Avengers. It's I want to be in the Avengers. You know what I mean? Like
Yo quiero ser el sustituto de Robert Downey Jr. Es lo que él dijo.
Yeah, I don't think they'll bring him back.
Por
I
eso
think
no.
it's not,
bro,
I
we're
think
not expecting any of them to stay. It's the fact that they'll be in this movie and then make those movies canon. That's the big fucking implication here. They're bleeding everything from the past into the present, saying, "Yeah, that happened."
Puede
You know what I
salir
mean?
como
Like,
salió en First Class, que saca pop y se va. Esa es
yeah,
buena. O sea, esa se la doy.
and then it would and it will have the same exact effect that when we saw it in First Class. Oh shit! Like everybody will lose their fucking shit.
Ahí sí te la doy, pero
Bring them all in. Bring them all in. Bring Thomas
Yes, I
James
got
the
that
Punisher.
point.
Bring
That's
Blade in. Bring Wesley Snipes in and give him a fucking New York accent when we're gonna see a British Blade pretty soon. Fucking bring them all in and have them give their cameo and then let them be them and get the fuck out of here so we can have new versions. That's it.
Y que también traigan a los Avengers, pero la versión de los 80.
También.
El que corría motora con el casco.
Cabrón. Tráeme Generation X. The
Please.
short-lived fucking Fox 5 miniseries.
Please.
Bring me that.
Tráeme Spike, please. Tráemelo. I need to.
Damn, I haven't thought about that show in years. God damn, this nigga brought it back.
Damn, bro.
All right.
So, all right.
Yeah, that'll be my list, my hype list. No sé si tenga algún honorable mention, pero si me acuerdo de lo diré después.
Miguel's list here.
Yeah, Batman, Multiverse of Madness, and Across the Spider-Verse. They're all great movies. I really want to watch them. Let's go.
Cheater.
No, honestly, Batman for the obvious reasons. I'm really interested in like how psychologically dark this fucking movie is. Even if it doesn't have, like Nick said, even if it doesn't have an R-rated, we've seen PG-13 movies get away with shit. Like, you know, I think it's gonna be very dark. I like the aspect, especially recently with some developments that have been going on. That whole Zodiac killer shit has me like very, very interested in this interpretation of the Riddler. We've seen Paul like. Is there any doubt in anybody's mind that everybody's gonna bring their A game in this movie, acting wise? Like, let's be serious here.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the weakest? That's what I really want to see in this movie. ¿Quién va a ser? They're all gonna be good, but who's gonna be the least good out of all of them?
Ya lo voy a sonar muy sexist. O sea, Catwoman,
Catwoman.
bro. Yes.
Wow. Toxic masculinity. Showing
No, but es que-
Okay. So then you pick.
Not so easy
That's
now,
what I'm saying.
right?
They're all good. They're all
Okay, but
very
if
good
you're
actors.
forced to pick like us, pick. We pick Catwoman. Who do you pick? And don't say clown number 3. Like it's his asshole. Extra number 4.
Maybe the guy that plays Alfred, Mr. Mocap himself.
Andy
Andy
Serkis.
Serkis.
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis.
Hablos, pa.
Maybe he
Ballsy
will be.
words.
Hey, he's playing a fucking butler, and he's not. Let's be honest here.
Porque
When was the
un
last
butler
time?
no tiene personalidad.
When was the last time recently you said, "Fuck, man"? Andy Serkis blew my fucking mind in that movie. You said, you said like, wow, he did good in that movie, but you were like, fucking breathtaking.
Okay,
Andy
let me
Serkis.
ask you a
Planet
question.
of the fucking apes.
I know you were gonna say that. He was behind the fucking CG, bro. Get over it.
Okay.
All right.
So let me ask you a question. When have
I
you
guess if we're gonna go that, I could be like,
Empezamos a ver like
I could
hace
be like-
5 años atrás, papi.
I guess you're gonna be like, oh, I guess I could go like, wow, Golem. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever.
All right, so then how about this? When have you ever seen a portrayal by Zoe Kravitz and said ever?
Mad Max. I me gusta Mad Max.
I was about to say
You didn't
that.
even
Mad Max.
remember
You
she
took it
was
out of
in
my
that
mouth.
movie.
No,
You took it out of my mouth. I was gonna say Mad Max.
I do remember seeing
He
her
was
in
yeah.
that
She was
movie.
one of the milky drinking daughters.
Exacto.
And you thought that she
Lo que pasa es
did
que
great.
ella está haciendo cosas ahora
wanted-
más, but she's doing more TV shows and shit.
Sí.
I just didn't know the name of the daughter. I wanted to name her Milky Daughter number 3, but I forgot the fucking name.
Exactly. You don't remember shit that she was this. What are you talking about?
I don't think she's gonna be a bad. I think everybody's bringing their fucking.
I don't,
name
but
in,
that's what
to
I'm
be
saying. You asked who would do the work.
honest. Hey, is it my fucking list or yours?
Por alguna
Shut the fuck up, all right?
You ask the fucking questions. You ask the questions. Bitch, don't ask questions.
Exactly. My point is, who's not gonna bring their A game? Next movie.
In my opinion, no sé por qué, por alguna razón, I don't see this Commissioner Gordon.
Because he's black.
What?
I'm kidding.
No, I knew
I'm not
it.
gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm
Don't
sorry.
go there. No, pero es que por alguna razón I don't see him as
I like him a lot.
Él es
like,
de
I like
Westworld,
the
¿verdad?
actor. I like
Westworld,
the
baby.
actor, but for some reason this
Yeah, free
Commissioner
ride.
Gordon, I don't feel like I feel like he's on the sides.
He was the God Man. The what if?
The God man.
He was the God Man.
El cabezón.
Ajá, el cabezón.
That's why I said
que lo
like, I
guiaba
like him
todo
as
el
an
mundo.
actor, but I don't
I
like
bet you
him
if he was
as
a fucking
Commissioner.
DC character, you remember his name anyway.
Yes, that's true.
I already said I like him as an
I bet you
actor.
if Uatu was a Snyderverse character, well, you'd fucking remember his name.
That's it. That's an interesting person that you would name as not bringing their A game.
Es que no sé, es que, y no es que he's not gonna bring his A game. Es que I see this Commissioner Gordon being like on the sidelines. Como que I don't see him as a compelling character as before. Por lo menos en comic books or series.
En
animated
película, he's only had one good compelling performance. Y fue el de Gary Oldman. Porque no one remembers the atrocity that was taught at Tim Burton. Ese sí tipo estaba en los sidelines.
Exacto.
Ese sí era
diablo,
peor.
sí.
That guy really did
Yeah.
nothing en la trama. Era como que Batman, capture Mr. Freeze. Y nunca va a salir en la película.
Por eso como que me acuerda un poquito a eso. Porque he's
Exposition.
just there. Like he's just there.
Okay, that's
Sally,
fair.
he's just. Yo espero que no sea así la película, de verdad. Again, I love his voice.
Okay.
Pero al mismo tiempo es como que he's just
Ahí,
there.
no habla en la película, tiene una
Fíjate,
línea.
yo no sé si es porque vi recientemente Long Halloween, el animated film, y tiene vibras de Long Halloween, y como esa película recargaba mucho el dinamismo y la dinámica entre Gordon y Batman, I feel que he's going to be very integral to Batman. Y como que van a estar ayudándose mucho, I think he's going to be the one trying to defend them de la policía que básicamente va a querer, como pasó con Gary Oldman.
Pero esto es
Exacto,
como
sí.
Year One, o sea, Year One integrado con Longest Halloween.
Esto sería Year 2 integrado con Longest Halloween.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Is the other, I forget his name,
Yes.
which is basically he's always the police officer that can't stand fucking Batman, and they put the spotlight on him. He's in the animated
Bullock?
series. Bullock? Is that his name?
Bullock. Yeah.
Is Bullock in this movie? Is he the guy that they're taking pictures of on the podium? And he kind of has like a cat.
I think he's the mayor. I think he's the
I think
mayor.
that guy's
Okay.
the mayor.
Okay, okay. I just wanted to see if Bullock was in this movie. Never mind.
I mean, John Turturro was in this movie. I'm hyped for that.
Okay.
He's one of the mafia people. I no sé si
Is he a Falcone?
I think he's a Falcone. Yo estoy en pompeado because that guy was born to be a mafia boss. Gracias a los
Wait a second.
Coen
John Turturro, the fucking guy from Do the Right Thing, Turturro?
Yeah,
Brothers. Yes.
yeah. He's
A
gonna be a
mafia
Falcone.
guy?
Papi, pero Coen. He's been in a bunch of Coen films. Eso es.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if like it's one of those characters that they'll keep and he's disguised as like a mafia character and he's really like a villain. And they're you know what I mean? Like they're setting him up for something else. Scarecrowish-y.
No, pero
I don't know.
his character descriptor es que he's one of the Falcones.
He's the Falcones.
Yeah. I no creo que hay mucho break. Acuérdate
don't
que esta
see
película si es pasada en The
Clayface.
Long Halloween, it's going
I
to
don't
be about the mafia.
I know, but I see him like such a major, like a prominent actor that I don't see him being just fucking Falcone. Yeah,
I mean,
he's a
for
major
us-
character, pero like
For
I mean,
us,
the
he's
guy-
a great actor, pero para Hollywood, he's the guy that a Transformers pissed on. He's not someone...
He was the guy below the mechanical scrotum.
Exacto, ¿me entiendes? Como que
Them two
I don't
movies
think-
apart.
I don't think
Who's that,
Hollywood le tiene
Tom
cariño.
Wilkinson?
What?
I think the actor's name is Tom Wilkinson, the guy that played Falcone in Batman Begins.
I think so. Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Falcone, that's
El de pelo
the
blanco,
guy.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the guy from Best of the Best.
Yeah.
No, that's Eric Roberts. He played a different Falcone.
Okay.
But that's still a Falcone. I still win. All right, next
It's a
one.
family, so.
Next,
you,
we can
didn't,
go.
you didn't specify, ho. All right, go ahead.
Whoa, whoa.
Dale, que tenemos que chismosear after this.
Yeah. Ooh.
Diablo, let's cut this so we can get to the teeth this.
All right, Across the Spider-Verse. I'm super curious to see how the other Spider-Man movie affects this now. Because there will be bleed through. I put my bicho un picador that this there will be bleed through from our last Spider-Man movie.
Como yo soy
There'll be an
hombre y palabra, yo
homage.
nunca he puesto eso. Yo
There'll
siempre
be an
como que yo-
homage. There'll be homage. There'll be something. Will we get like digital fucking Tom Holland? I don't know, but there will be like references and there will be cross bleeding through those two movies.
¿Por qué tú
Sadly,
piensas eso, by the way?
Porque cabrón, it's a marketing machine. Sadly, I would like it to be its own thing. But
¿Y
Sony
dónde Miles Morales o una caricatura salió en Into No Way Home?
en la nube cuando se abrió el cielo and there was a silhouette. I saw Miles Morales. I saw Miles Morales. He was like this, and I could have swore I heard the sunshine.
La
the
borinqueña.
sunflower.
La borinqueña.
The sunflower song. The sunflower song. in the
He
background.
said, "Fuck you, Derek." That's what he said.
Oh, yeah. Bro, mala mía, ese momento no presta atención. Ya. He's like, fuck it, Derek.
And everybody in the theater was like, "Who the fuck is Derek? Who the fuck? What type of reference is that?"
That Easter egg went over my head.
No, but honestly, like, let's be real here. It was one of Sony's biggest movies. If it wasn't in there before, I'm pretty sure they're gonna add some references to it now. Bet your ass.
Yo a este punto, cuando se acabó No Way Home, yo pensé que el ending credit scene iba a ser como hicieron cuando, creo que fue Venom, que salió el trailer, la escena de Into the Spider-Verse. Pensé que iba a ser lo mismo otra vez. Como que pensé que sí iba a ser la referencia. Pero cuando tiraron Multiverse of Madness, I was like,
Yo te voy a pedir de favor, de la misma forma que respetamos tu decisión de no mencionar cierta serie de HBO, no me menciones Venom.
okay, está bien.
Like,
Jesus.
I am really over the Eddie the Idiot, like Eddie the Moron.
¿Cuál era el nombre que ellos que propusieron en la película? El que Venom quería que le dijeran su hero name.
The Lethal Protector.
Pues voy a decir Lethal Protector de ahora en adelante, ¿está bien?
Eso
Mad
peor.
Medium.
Eso peor. That's worse
No,
because it's spitting in the face of that comic book.
Mad off topic. I know that you're a fan of Venom, and seeing that they left some symbiote in the MCU, I'm just curious to see who do you think they should pick as a Venom in the MCU. Seeing that symbiote is left there, like an actor, not a character. Who do you think?
I thought at this point, aren't they like? Oh, never mind. I'm just inferring shit. That's not really implied in the movie, but I would assume Flash.
Exacto.
I would assume Flash.
The little Indian dude.
Why we gotta be all racial about shit? Like,
okay. I mean, how you?
He's another character. He's another character in that movie, which they've kind of given camera time. And I think like
sería take a spin. Con a Zendaya que sea fucking Venom. Te tiene Black Dahlia.
You don't think that
antagonista que estaría cabrón ese conflicto.
You're gonna turn the Black Dahlia into the Black Spider symbol, the Venom symbol?
Yeah, of course. Why
not? You don't think they'll get another actor that hasn't been in the shows yet?
But then no, that's not my point. Who would the character be?
Eddie Brock.
No, I'm not asking you who the character. I'm saying who you think should be the actor. That's what I asked. I think they're gonna bring a totally new person. That's not.
Yo siento que lo que tienen en la mesa deberían usarlo.
To play
they might have an Eddie variant. I'm saying who would you like to see play Venom in the MCU? Because Tom Hardy's not gonna be in. They took Tom Hardy. They kicked his
the guy that pushed up on his girl, Timothy Chalamet. Bring that motherfucker to the table.
Yo lo iba.
Timmy Chuleta.
Timothy Chuleta. I would love to see that porque habría conflicto real ahí. Me gustaría.
Then they can kind of do what they wanted to do in the fucking the Raymond movies, right? You give him not somebody that's like a bulkier, but somebody that's literally like his polar opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Like a pretty smart, but he's a douchebag type guy.
Yo creo que el problema es que I think they're going to go with comic accurate type of Eddie Brock, por el mero hecho de que Sam Raimi brought you Topher Grace, and no one likes Topher Grace. Not as an actor, but at doing Eddie Brock. So yo creo que they're going to be like, we can't do that shit. So por Flash Thompson would be like a stupid idea.
Lo que pasa es que Flash Thompson, como él es Agent Venom, alude más a eso. Y yo diría que estaría bien cool si hicieran lo que pasó en los cómics, que Flash Thompson se fue al
Army. He went to the military,
y
yeah.
Entonces,
he went to MIT, it didn't go too well, so he signed up for the Army, bro.
Exacto. Literalmente. A mí me gustaría que eso pase porque él, en las películas han puesto como que he doesn't get along with his parents en el sentido de que they ignore him completely.
Yeah, that was a setup that I found very fucking peculiar. I was like, why would you focus so much on the fact that my parents left me at the airport, nobody loves me?
Like, pero el
punto
también es que aunque Peter no exista, existe Spider-Man, and he always, o sea, por lo menos en esta parte del MCU, pero él siempre fue súper fan de Spider-Man, y por Spider-Man fue que él entró al Army because he wanted to be a hero too, básicamente. So, no sé si se van a ir con esa, pero yeah.
He's gonna have to do a fucking, what's this guy named Kumar fucking transformation, because
have you seen what the actor that plays Ned looks like these days?
Mm-hmm.
Ned Leeds looks fucking brolic, bro.
Yeah.
It looks like he was like chubby. What? He was like baby fat. That's the clothing brand, buddy. Ain't no fucking 2% now, son.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
Huh?
I said maybe there's a reason for that.
Oh, there's still the whole hobgoblin thing. I keep on telling you, yo. I keep on telling you. The whole magic thing, he's gonna rediscover that shit. He's gonna be like the mystical hobgoblin.
Sí, el promo art ese que tenía el spike ese naranja para el lado. Eso no son casualidades. Happy coincidence? Yeah. I think not.
And it'd be funny because you'd put Peter in that battle of like, yo, he doesn't know the good friends we were. I can't do shit to him because like I still love him type thing. You know what I mean?
Y no se puede le prometió que no iba a
like
ser
you know how when Peter and you know how Tobey Maguire's Peter used to fight Franco, and Franco would go in these blind rages and not have memory of who the fuck he was.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know that's how we do in Hollywood. Rehash his idea that we did already.
Yeah.
So.
Amnesia.
All right. We did my third list. Let's go. Carry it away, sir.
That's it, baby. That's it for the day, baby.
Well, yeah. We're back to our old routine of 3 hours and almost 4 hours.
Siempre decimos, vamos a hacer dos. Vamos a hacer dos.
So just everybody knows.
Mira, y me van a dejar botar en el mueble por culpa de ustedes.
But this is going to be the routine now, everybody, right? No longer Wednesday shorts. The Wednesdays are going to be long now.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, hopefully not this long now all the time, but I'm gonna be video. It's 11. It's gonna be 12 o'clock. Yeah, and just in case for everybody that didn't know this shit, right? I think today is officially 1 year of the after school club. I mean, a lot more to go, but yeah, it's been good. It's been very good to be, just back talking with everybody. Like truly, like I missed this shit so much. This was my therapy every Sunday.
Yes.
I think this is the balance. These 5 people.
Yeah.
When one of us goes missing, there kind of feels like an emptiness in the room. Like somebody that's not there to like balance out our fucking rants and raves.
Beautiful.
I think we're all
perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
all right, everybody. So yeah, this is the end of today's episode. I'm Lex. You can find XB and Richport on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We're going to be posting some episodes tomorrow of La Hijas de Sam. On Friday, we got an episode of Cine Nerds. And here in After School Club, we will be back next Wednesday at 8 o'clock live, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Forget what that douchebag just said. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of 2022, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was good seeing you guys. We'll see you next week. Does anybody else want to pitch where they're at? Wait a second.
Liquid Nebula _shop.
Yo soy como un limited series de HBO Max. Solamente me pueden encontrar por aquí.
Yo, HBO Max gotta see this. We gotta get paid. We fucking the fuck out of HBO.
Yo soy como Netflix, yo estoy en todos lados. Yo estoy aquí, estoy Movie Guy, Cinemas Podcast, Cardboard Cave, Subtitles Required, I Wanna Shoot Myself. Produce Stalker. That's it.
You want to shoot yourself with the camera? You want to shoot yourself? Or
it's
when is the next Cinemas?
That's great. I don't know. I was gonna do one this week, pero pasaron cosas el mes que no pude cuadrarlo.
I know you saw Macbeth, but you never really spoke about it, right?
Nope.
Okay. Well, there you go, an idea. For
No,
free.
no.
There you go.
Lista de ideas tengo de sobra. That's not the problem.
Ideas.
Ideas I have cojones. It's
All right, ladies and
usually
gents.
cuadrar lo que es. That's el problema. But yeah.
All right, everybody.
Dale.
So that's it for everybody here. We'll see you again next Wednesday. Until then, it's deuces. Enjoy your week.